What were you saying about black people, Vito?
Kanye's killing it right now on Twitter, huh?
Oh man, he's back.
He's
back.
really putting up a show.
I regret my vote. I should have voted for Kanye.
I know.
I don't know if that was Kanye. I think he was cloned. I think that's a Kanye clone.
Oh, is he cloned? Tony, people don't know we were talking about clones before the show.
Oh, that's true. That's
Jesus Christ.
My bad.
Already.
We're trying to
camera
celebrate the return of Ye.
Yes.
Ye is back.
Oh, they're saying something's wrong with Tony's camera.
What is? Oh,
Because his head is there.
His
Is
head-
that-
hold on. There we go.
No, we did not
There it
spend
is.
so much time.
That seems correct.
That's correct, right?
Because that's how, we want us all to be the same size.
So we're late
there's-
setting up the
Here,
camera.
I clicked a button to make them all this correct
Now
size.
we're all exactly, the cameras are all zoomed in the exact same amount.
I fucking hate you guys.
Look at that. Can
It's
you have
he
little
looks like
arms sticking out
MODOK.
of your-
Yeah, I was going to say, this is a MODOK type
Kind
shit.
of like little hands.
Did you like that movie with MODOK in it? Were you
Yeah,
like,
did you
that's
feel
cool?
represented?
Quantumania? No, it was total horseshit.
But it had
Yeah,
representation for you.
Oh, fuck you. No.
You said, oh, finally our big head guys get a movie and they fuck it all up.
They're calling you Tog Frony
Todd Cronin.
because of your head.
The return of the Tonys. The Tonys are always nailing it.
Good old Frog Tony.
I
Nothing.
can't set it back.
oh, now it's broken?
It's broken.
Oh,
It's
it's
messed
broken.
up.
Oh, wow.
It's messed up.
That's weird. When we were trying to set up your two cameras,
I would just
we
hit
were
control.
meticulously fiddling with that, but mine's broken apparently.
I wasn't fiddling, jackass. I was doing advanced audio visual fucking finagling, all right?
Oh,
I
a
wasn't
different
fiddling, I
F word,
was
okay.
finagling with it. So why don't you get your fucking big
Oh.
head?
There it
You
is. Now it's
guys
perfectly centered. Now it's correct. Right there.
Watch, try to move out of the way. Oh, nope. That's how it feels to
That's
be
how-
with you. Look at that. It's like the eyes that follow you in Disneyland, except it's a big fat head.
It's a fucking
Look
show.
at that.
It's a fucking show, man.
We have a super chat goal that
Yeah.
Tony will take all
Tony
his
has
clothes off.
promised
I'm not
to
taking all my
take
clothes
his
off.
clothes off if we hit our super chat goal. People are saying
Great to be
Tony's head
here.
is
Great
so
to be
big we
here.
need two cameras. Yeah,
We have two cameras
Maybe
on him
me
right
and
now.
you can be stacked on top of each other, and then we can have Tony in his own
Yeah.
little giant window for his giant.
All right. I'm going to try to use the technology to shrink your head to a normal size.
Thank you.
Still.
I just have a new processor installed on my computing machine. Is that right, Vito?
It's a little small now, but we'll give it to him.
Small? The computer
No,
overloaded.
it's fine.
It's fine or
I
not?
think it's fine.
Is that fine?
Bring him up a little more.
Uh-oh.
There you go. Now it's good. Now it's ready to go. Now it's all set.
Sons of bitches.
Perfectly
Whoa!
phrased.
I'm going to use my psychic powers, Vito. Use your psychic powers to try to shrink his head. Uh-oh, I needed 3 hands to do this bit. Oops, it messed up.
Shrink the head, shrink.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's
The audio listeners are going to love
the
this
audio
part.
listeners
They're
are
going to
loving
love this
our-
part.
I know, like our show is not known for visual gags involving cutout faces.
Is that right?
I'm gonna,
That looks right.
That's fine.
That looks right.
That's fine. There you go.
Okay. Ready to start the show?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
We're joined with Tony from Act the Movies, guys. Very exciting.
Yeah.
Tog Frony
Tog Frony.
What?
from
I'm
Hack
not
the
Frog
Movies.
Phony Tony.
Frog Tony did cameo
Bring back
in an
the real
episode.
Tony.
Phony Tony.
Phony Tony.
Tony Baloney. That's what
Oh,
we'll
wow.
call you.
I haven't heard that one before.
You got to pick an animal. If he's Frog Tony, you got to be,
The tiger? Is that also taken?
That
is
is
Tony
also
the tiger
taken.
also
You
taken?
do not get to
Tony
be
the-
Tony the Tiger.
Man, I wish I could say those words. All right. Tony. You're not Tony the Tiger. You're. Oh, shit. What
Nice.
the hell did that come from?
Man, how's that?
Oh,
That's coming
wow.
through the wrong,
I didn't even know that could happen.
Output, input.
Okay.
That seems
I
good.
thought I tested it. I tested it. You guys said you could hear it.
Well, what can you do?
We were just testing our voices.
Hack the
Okay, that's working.
movies. Yeah.
Welcome to the biggest problem in the universe. The only show that ranks every problem in the universe from frumpy hoes to uncredited woes. I had a better one. I'm your host, Dick Maston. Joining me as always is Vito Giswaldi.
Hi.
Here in the studio, it's
Tony from Hack the Movies.
biggest head in the biz.
Biggest head in the business.
Call him old big head.
Thank you. I'm
Call him the
glad
Whopper.
that joke transcended to my audience now, making fun of my big
Cranium.
head. People
That's
in
what
my
the cranium.
life now, close friends in person, are now
They
making
now
big
go,
head
look at that big old
jokes.
head on that guy.
Like, this is great. This is great.
Well, it's because you need room for all that movie expertise.
That's true.
It's
Yeah.
kept in there.
I need to know
How many
all the-
gremlins could you fit
How
in your
many
head?
gremlins are in there? How many
Guys.
Goonies?
You know the worst thing about this is I had a Goonies shirt. I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
like the. I really
Shocker.
don't like the Goonies.
He really doesn't like the
No, I
Goonies.
really don't
he
like the
says.
Goonies. Someone bought me a Goonies shirt, and I
Okay.
must have gotten rid of it at some point. And I was like, I should wear the Goonies shirt. I'm like, oh fuck, I don't.
Do you
have
mean
it
like the
anymore.
sloth shirt they got you, or it just says the
It
Goonies
just
on
says
it?
Goonies, and it has I don't know the Goons.
Hey, do
in them.
Goonies die?
Oh, no.
Oh, interesting.
They don't.
No,
Classic.
I'm not a Goonies kid. I'm sorry.
Even the
I'm not a Goonies kid.
Chinese one?
I like him and other things.
The Chinese one isn't everything. I was talking about that with Tony.
Yeah.
He's getting like a handprint on the Hollywood Waka, whatever the fuck.
Come
Is that
on,
when they don't?
You're not that out of like cool in the whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
You know what
Hollywood-
the Hollywood
is
Walk
that
of
Hollywood
Fame
Walk
is.
of-
Every-
whatever that
yeah,
thing
come
is.
on.
No, I genuinely.
He's over in Gay Town
Yeah.
getting a thing on the whatever it's called.
I forgot.
I don't call the Rocky steps the like oh yeah the Stallone whatever. It's like what the fuck is your problem?
I
The
genuinely
whatevers.
don't think about the Walk of Fame very often. Is a handprint, but is that like you didn't get a star, but you get a handprint? What's a handprint signify?
Well, there's the
what?
handprints at the theater.
Oh,
right?
is that at the Chinese theater? Okay, so it's a Chinese theater thing.
I went to Hollywood Boulevard
Wait,
once.
that kid's getting a handprint?
Yeah,
Why?
Well, because he's in a bunch of movies now. You haven't seen that?
No. Indiana Jones, I know.
He was in that Everywhere All at Once movie.
That brought back his acting. He's been a stunt coordinator though. He did like the first X-Men. He did like the fun
Oh,
choreography.
Does he go, no more parachutes all the time?
Well,
You think he
okay,
said-
X-Men, hold
No.
on to your potatoes.
I was telling people like everyone loves him now. They're like, they should make a short round show. I'm like, you motherfucking nerds have been saying that character's racist for 20, 30
Yeah,
years.
now all of a sudden you-
suddenly you all like him because he was in that one movie.
Everywhere all at once.
No.
And at least it's better than a Short Circuit. Like, you can celebrate the Asian kid because it was actually an Asian kid. It wasn't a
Was he
white
in
guy.
Short Circuit?
No, but I'm saying, remember we talked
Oh,
about
yeah, I
Short
couldn't
Fisher
Circuit?
believe
Stevens.
that.
You can never go, oh, what a great depiction of Indian people. You go, that's
A
not
Jewish
good.
guy got away with it.
Yep.
When have they ever
Good old
gotten away
Fisher
with anything
Stevens.
Kanye's
before?
going to show up da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da, with a graph. Boom.
Why do you think Kanye is anti-Semitic again? Did he not like 22 Jump Street?
Tax time. Everyone
Yeah,
gets the anti-Semitic tax time. So I got to pay this Jew to give these other Jews how much? Oh, man.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm going to
I
hire a
love
lawyer.
doing it.
Oh, no. I need to go to a psychologist. Oh, no.
It is.
I'm having a heart attack. Oh, no.
Has Kanye just been saving all this for like 2 years now? Just like, man, the second I give out on Twitter, just Jews, Hitler, Jews.
We're all saving it.
We're all saving. Well,
Yeah,
but we
we're
don't
all
have to
saving
save
it
it.
to
We're
be
all-
a billionaire.
Yeah.
You definitely
Until
have to
you're a
save it.
billionaire.
Yeah, and then it's till I'm a billionaire and I got a wife
once
that
you're a
looks like
billionaire-
that, then I can say whatever I want.
No, I think once you're a billionaire, you put on the hat and you stay in line.
That's the last thing you would do. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
What hat? You mean the yarmulke?
Yeah,
That's
you
not
gotta
a
join
hat.
The, you
That's
gotta
not
join
exactly
the
a hat,
tribe.
Vito.
It's a covering for the head. What would you refer to that as?
So you think Mother Teresa wears a hat?
Yeah, she's got a nice little hat up there.
Do you think doctors wear a hat? I guess they do.
Yeah, there you go.
Is this a hat?
A yarmulke is clearly a hat. How is it not a hat?
Well, it doesn't have like a brim.
That's not all hats have a brim. If you
Name
put
one
on
that
a
doesn't
knit
have a
cap,
brim.
Then it's a cap.
That's not a hat. It's a
That's
cap.
A cap is not a hat.
Cap's not a hat.
This feels like a rejected Seinfeld argument. It really does.
Cap is not a
All
hat.
right.
It's not a hat.
So how's
what about
your-
the cap in the hat?
How's your stay at the bathroom?
Casa
Monopolis?
Giswaldi.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I've never had this many people so interested in a
My apartment is perfectly normal and fine.
It is not normal.
You don't
and
have a
fun.
door
On
your
the bathroom.
I DM'd you the pictures of the bathroom curtain. If you want to
You
show these
did?
beautiful people, yeah.
Only if we hit the goal for you to take your clothes off. Only if we hit the 2,000. Every
It's just
$500
a
bucks,
curtain.
I'll
It's not
reveal
exciting
a picture.
in any way.
Oh, it's man, your shampoo bottle was exciting that you posted. Remember
Well,
that?
you saw my shampoo. How's my shampoo?
It looks fine now. It's a different bottle.
It's a different bottle.
But he set out a towel for me, but he took a shower in the bathroom with that towel. So like
your mistake,
the towel was
your
damp
mistake is
when he gave it to
your
me.
mistake is believing I set out a towel for you. It's more that I just have that towel there.
Did you use the towel before?
No, but it was
Okay.
hanging up in the
Oh,
shower.
no, yeah, he
so it
used
got
the
damp.
towel to barely cover himself as he walked dick out into the living room, which is
I
actually
thought he was in the
shipping-
other room.
You
I'm like-
walked around your living room with no clothes
I was still
on
wrapping.
with your
Well,
guest?
because I had the towel on, and then I was going into my bedroom, so I started to take the towel off, not knowing.
Look, it's
You
Vito
couldn't
dick.
wait?
But the room's right there. I was taking it off as I was going through the doorway.
Like Superman?
Yeah.
Changing into his super
Yeah.
suit?
I
I'm
was
like,
gonna
I'm like
come
sitting on the
off.
couch, like going through my
Yeah.
phone, like petting his
I thought he
cat,
was in
and
the
I look-
bedroom.
I look up and it's just Vito dick. I'm like, ah!
Why would you do that?
Because I thought he was in the bedroom.
Was it like Peter Griffin when he's naked, Tony? Where you
Yeah,
can't
pretty
see it?
Shut up.
You know,
You're an
have you
idiot.
seen Family Guy?
Yes, I've seen Family Guy.
Because when Peter
Because
Griffin's
he's got all
naked.
he's got all the fat hanging down.
Okay, so you saw Vito's wiener.
Yeah, it was great. It was great.
That's good.
Okay, and was that the worst part of staying there?
There is no worst part. He's having a fine time. Are you having a bad time?
I'm having a great time.
He's having a great time.
But I love cringe stuff, so this is like great for me.
There's nothing
my
cringe.
my favorite is the bed that I'm sleeping on, dude.
I told you to make him get
What's
his
wrong
own
with
place.
the bed?
No, the bed's fine. But I'm like, all right, so you have that sleep mattress? He's like, yeah, the problem is I can only the pump to blow it up only it hooks up to my car.
Yeah.
So he
That's
had
not
to
a weird
he had to
thing.
blow up the air mattress in the garage. And by the way, I'm lucky whenever I come to LA, it's always
Okay,
raining. So
yeah.
he brought the bed covered in rain into the house.
Yeah, I have because I have an air mattress for the car, so it comes with a car charging fucking pump or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
So whatever. I fucking went out in the rain and I fucking inflated a mattress for you. You're welcome.
So you made your mom take an Uber to the airport, but you would fill up his air mattress outside in the rain? That's
Oh
kind
yeah,
of
because
weird.
he's not gonna know how to do that. I can't pay an Uber guy to inflate an air mattress.
You can't figure it out. Do you know how to fill up an air mattress? Are you stupid?
I could probably figure it out. The problem is that he
I'm
only
not
had
gonna
the
tell
car
a guy
charger.
go out to my car, turn on my car, plug this into the fucking car charger port or whatever. I filled up the air mattress. It took 2 seconds. How was that air mattress? Not bad.
It wasn't that bad. The pillow sucked. I can
Yeah,
see
he's
why you
complaining about the
I can
Because
pillow.
he
see
only
if-
uses blankets.
Well, that's the thing. I
Yeah,
can
I
see
don't
if
have
you
to
hate
mess that
pillows,
up.
if that's the type of pillow you're used to. Like, that
Yeah.
pillow is awful.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the pillow's bad. I mean,
It's fine, it's
do you
fine.
need
Being-
another pillow tonight? I can give you a second one.
That's okay. You know, when you stayed at my place, I just put you in a bed with pillows.
Yeah,
But,
I
you
know. I was in your because you're in your whatever. You're in your dad's fucking house. It is the guest room. I'm sorry, I have a fucking
In your
shitty
dad's house.
shitty
Yeah.
apartment in L.A. I don't have
It's
a,
awful. I hate
don't
it.
have a guest room for you.
Wait, it's an apartment now? I thought it was a house before.
well, what do you,
And a property and stuff. Now it's an apartment?
they're interchangeable words, man.
You can call it a home. You can't call it a house. Like,
Okay, it sounds like you're having a good
It's
time.
a townhome.
We went to the
right?
Costco today.
We did
I
go
saw
to
that.
Costco.
We did a little Costco guys video, and
Okay.
people are noticing that yes, there are in fact
There are a lot of
Asians
Asians.
there.
How
I
hard?
wouldn't say too many, like some.
How hard
people.
was it to park at the Costco?
It was very hard.
very
to park
hard.
at the
Why? Because the Asian people are like,
Well, I don't know about- I don't know about that.
Oh, they can't figure out how to get to the spot. They
How
can't
were
get
they?
out of the
What were the
spot.
Asian people like, Tony?
Well, they weren't like that.
But what were they like? You mean
I
if
mean,
they
they-
weren't like that?
they were fine.
They were going, bargain, so much bargain.
I believe that.
Ah!
What do you?
You're acting like it's like a marketplace.
The line,
and like an
the
old-
line for the samples. They
The
were
wet market.
They were a little aggressive about the
the
samples.
samples were a little much.
They were a little too much like, fighting over them.
Like
The count-
reindeer
it was
games?
like a wet market. It
was
felt
about
like.
the countertop people.
I was like, this is how COVID started. One guy had a bunch of bat fucking snacks, and they're all
Yeah.
just, ah!
getting paid by USAID.
There you go.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. No, the Costco was fun. I had fun at the
We
Costco.
did not get a double chunk chocolate.
We did
cookie.
not.
It looks like you guys were doing a lot of shopping today.
Oh yeah, we went
Christmas
to the thrift
shopping.
store.
You went to the thrift store?
We found that wonderful picture of the we, not me, and I'm like, Vito, you gotta get a picture with that.
I don't even get that joke at all. No, we
You
got
can use that
we
next time
got
someone.
breakfast. We went to the thrift store.
Next time someone brings up the we thing, and be like, no, we, not me. You point
But
to that.
Tony won't eat. He's like he's on a diet. So all the places I can take
Did that
him.
start today?
Fuck you. I've literally since that episode, I dropped 7 pounds. I'm like, yeah, I did fall off. I did fall off.
I keep bringing him places. He's like,
Oh my
I
god,
can't.
he's like, oh, let's get some fries at one of the pastrami place.
We went to the Hat. You know the
I
Hat.
swear to
of
God, I
course.
thought you were gonna say garbage can.
No, and he was just like, yeah, you mind if there's like chili on? I'm like, fine. He's like, you can eat the fries underneath the chili.
He's like, I don't want any like chili and whatever. And I'm like, I'll get the chili fries. Just eat the fries
Dude,
underneath the chili.
It's this big. It's a pound of chili and cheese. I'm like, it's all covered in chili. No, there's some underneath. I'm like,
Yeah, there's fries on the bottom
Yeah.
that don't have the shit on.
I was
Whatever,
just-
you ate the chili fries anyway.
Oh, you ate the chili fries, Tony? Oh man.
I'm so fucking
I'm a
hungry,
fat
man.
enabler. I was like, I can get this guy to eat chili fries. I know.
Are
I
you
can do
gonna?
it.
Should I have brought 2 Vito's booties today for you to weigh yourself?
No, I'm good. I'm good. It's fine. It's
Tony's
fine.
looking good.
I never stopped working out. I just ate too much.
You're traveling. You can eat a little.
No,
whatever
oh my
the
God.
fuck.
Fat people love doing
they love
that.
It. They love it. All right, this is last week we had women thinking they're hotter than they are.
That is a problem.
Credit goblins.
Yeah.
Figure skating.
That was negative, I believe.
That was negative, and eye exams.
So
were-
why does the audience like
Negative.
figure skating? What's wrong with you people?
Well, because there's some fun stuff. Figure skating.
No,
like I
there
was-
isn't.
Yeah, it kind of is. It's kind of goofy. Of all the things that women watch, that's the best one.
I feel like at this point I'm waiting for like the guy who like comes in and like reignites figure skating by doing it to like I don't know. Like we need the Kanye of figure skating.
someone that says like the Jews are.
Yeah, someone who just comes in and he's like
He does a big swastika while he's skating. Like,
He
that's
like
cool.
takes some red and he just fucking swastikas down and he's
Stands
like
up like a Hitler.
He's going
was
in.
there figure skating at the Nazi Olympics?
I
In,
don't
like,
think
the
they had
30s?
it yet. I don't know. I
don't
assume
know.
not.
That'd be really
Well,
funny. If there were
the
Nazi
German,
figure
the Nazi
skaters.
Olympics were the summer games, so they probably didn't have. figure
Didn't they have them
skating.
at the same time back
Did they have a
then?
winter? Yeah, I don't know if they had.
They did that in my lifetime.
I don't remember when the Winter Games showed up in the '80s, was it? So yeah, I don't know if they had a lot of winter sports in Germany.
Did they have? Did they freeze the swimming pool at Auschwitz and have them skate around? Is that anti-Semitic? What do you-
I don't know.
There's a pool somewhere.
You didn't
I
mention
don't
the
know.
concentration camp. You just said Auschwitz. So it's a big.
I assume it was a town. I don't really know though.
That's American Dad joke. He's like, yeah, he was the conductor at Auschwitz. Like, no, it's a big town.
It's a
There's
big
other
town. There's
places
a lot
there.
going
It is a
on.
town. Okay.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I didn't know it was a town.
Yeah.
You can say a lot
All
of
that
stuff.
Holocaust
Yeah.
info and not that one.
That would be
Isn't that
important to
crazy?
know.
Man, when Kanye gets on one, it feels really like
You
you
ever
can
see the
feel
pictures
the
of-
electricity in the air.
At this
You ever see the
point,
pictures
if
of
there
the
was a
girl?
reality show that was just making Kanye go to like Holocaust museums, I would watch
That'd be
every
the most
episode.
watched
We'd
show
just
on
go,
earth.
Just
This
his
is some
face.
fucking bullshit. This is I just want Kanye talking to Jewish people and asking them questions. Like, I would watch every episode of that. That'd be great.
That would be really funny.
Yeah, Kanye West explores the Jewish world. He's like, oh man.
They're like
There's a lot there.
the Jewish guys are like the sword in the stone with Kanye on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like each one of them like stretches out. And is like I'm gonna
gonna
be the one that
break.
kills Kanye. Ladies and gentlemen, I debated with myself to say anything about this attention whoring post of this narcissist garbage of Kanye. He's like, you already lost me.
Yeah,
Swords
man,
in
you
the
can't.
stone.
Kanye is the final boss of anti-Semitism. There's really nothing you can do. You gotta figure out some cheat codes because that man's unstoppable.
Okay.
Good luck,
Let's see
Jews.
here.
In all
Electrical
things.
Joe says, Vito, did you install your door backwards yet?
No.
Okay.
Nope. Curtain
And
is still up.
there's curtain in the back.
Curtain
Tony
is still-
agreed with me. I said, you see how you can currently take a wide shitting stance because of the position of the door. And he agreed
Well,
No
that
one
my
disagreed with
toilet
that.
is too close to the door.
Yeah, but still,
Yeah.
I would put a door up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I would only use it when showering. When I shit, I would open the door so I can go wide.
Okay, but if you ever have another visitor,
Point is, I
they
solved-
probably feel better with the door.
I solved
You
one
shit in
problem.
have you shit there yet?
I had
or
to.
you walk into the boba store to shit.
I walk all the way to. I did realize there was like a little
Grand
market with like
Pandas.
a.
There's the Blossom Hall. You could have gone there.
Yeah, I did. go
Taking a
there.
shit in there.
It was a lot better.
You're
than
having he's having a great time.
I believe he's having a great time.
I'm having a
Are
great
you
time.
having an okay time?
It's not the worst place I've ever stayed at.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
I mean, I mean, it's up there.
When it comes,
but it's
shut
not
up.
the
When it comes to your
worst.
expectations, is it above or below what you expected?
That is.
It's above expectations.
It's above expectations.
But those are really low expectations. You know what's funny? It's giving me nostalgia. It's reminding me of like college.
Right.
He's living like a college teenager.
Did you know
does.
like a schizophrenic in college that hoarded stuff?
What are you talking about? Like a college? It's all
the kitchen is a mess.
The kitchen's a
It's
mess.
not that clean. It reminds me of college.
There you go.
No, I'll get a lady to clean it like
Okay.
you have.
Your mom.
Not a bad
Is
idea.
that-
Why don't you do that?
Atomic Ink Art says I need to change the requirements from "to be fair" to "let's be clear." No, they all
Okay.
say that.
Yeah.
You can't undo that one. And Sam says Nick Rekieta is a free man. Riley isn't in prison. EVS won an art competition. Is that true?
Yeah, I forget what that was for.
Everyone sees. I saw him reading an apology to some guy. PTP. Do you know who that is?
Oh yeah, yeah.
EVS today was reading like a court mandated.
Wait, he was
apology
court
for-
mandated to apologize to that guy?
It seemed like it. He was reading an
Okay.
apology for apologizing for calling the guy's books pedophile books or something.
Was
Child
that
porn
to
or something
PTP
like that?
or was that to Preston Poulter? Was that who he was apologizing to?
PTP? Is that
PTP is Philip Thomas Parnell, who makes Last of the Seekers, which is a Transformers book. But I thought the guy
I
was
don't know
in a
any of
lawsuit
these
with-
people, but
was
he
Preston
apologized.
Poulter, who
EVS is in a lawsuit with him?
he was at one point, but I don't know what happened there.
He reads this apology, and then right before the camera turns off, like the second he's done talking, somebody on a cell phone goes, "Perfect."
People in the chat are saying it is Preston Poulter that he
That
apologized.
reminds me
Oh,
of
it's
the-
PP.
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 Mr.
That reminds me
PP.
of the girl.
Should be
on the-
CP, from
girl
what I
on the-
hear.
No.
Well, he's apologizing for saying it's not child porn, so it must be bad.
Yeah.
I mean, right? It must be bad. I'm
It had
really
to have been
sorry I
bad.
called whatever that is child porn. Well, what is it then?
Now I'm kind of curious.
And he said don't dig in, so now, of course, I got to, I'm wondering, like, well, what shouldn't I be digging in on? This sounds pretty juicy and child porny.
God.
Doesn't it? What are you all like
I don't know. I don't remember what.
He said it was not
I
child
don't-
porn.
I don't-
If I had a fucking box in the street and I wrote not child porn on it, what do you think's in the box?
It could be anything.
Obviously, child porn. You would think that. They're like,
There we go.
I don't know what. I don't remember what comics he makes. I've seen like one of them, but I don't remember what it was.
that means you do know, and you just don't want to
No,
say
I
it on here.
genuinely.
That's what it
I know.
feels like.
I know he does like erotic covers and stuff, but I don't remember which.
Erotic, like Japanese erotic or
I don't remember.
American erotic?
It's been a while since I've seen a Preston Poulter comic. I can't remember.
Like when you were a kid and you said, "Wow, this is totally
Wow,
normal."
this is age
and then-
appropriate for me as a child. Is that what you're saying?
I don't
When
know,
I
but
grow
it was-
up, this will be unreasonable.
the apology the guy said was perfect. So
So he did a View style apology when she had to be forced to do that.
yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
So you think that's weird?
I know the lawsuit was over who owns the rights to the name Comicsgate and a lot of nonsense. It's a
Oh, that's what it was for?
That was part of it. Yeah,
Sounded like it was over something that is not child porn.
that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that there was no child porn. Can we say that on YouTube? I don't even know.
Child porn?
Yeah, I don't know.
We have a code word for it on my show. We call them cuties fans.
Cuties, yeah, cuties DVDs.
You called the porn cuties?
that guy was
No,
selling
we call him-
cuties comics. Oh, that's horrible.
He was not selling child porn.
He was not selling child porn.
He was.
Or so EBS says.
I don't know.
First time I've ever.
It's weird.
I've
it's
ever
weird when you
doubted
have-
EVS.
It's weird when you have to mention that someone's not doing it because we all just assume you're not. So when someone has to be like, no, he's definitely not doing it. It's like, all right,
I thought
but
he
then
was
why
just
he
sticking around. I
accused
thought he
of-
was just, talking shit on the internet. Now I don't know. Isn't it odd?
Is what odd?
The whole thing.
That the apology. I missed all this. I didn't see the apology.
Maybe it didn't even happen.
There's
Are we now going to have to apologize for something?
I'm not apologizing for
I think
shit.
everybody should stop suing each other in the whole comics game. Just everybody have fun, make comics.
Nah, sue me. I love it.
And then Nick Rekieta. I mean, like I don't. And then Nick Rekieta got sued. Isn't that lawsuit still going on?
Oh, because he called that
Monograph or
monograph guy a
something? Yeah.
pedophile or something? Just because he made a video where he raped, like, in his character raped a
Is that
little
what
girl
happened?
or something like
I don't
that?
fucking know what happened.
I think it was totally outlandish for Nick to jump to that. I mean, in my opinion, I'm not a lawyer, but
I missed all
There's
of this.
too many somebody's a pedophile lawsuits. I can't keep track of the details of each of them.
there needs to be more. They're hilarious.
They are good. they're curious. They're interesting.
Look, all I know is I want to know what's in the comic, but I don't want to find out
You
for
want-
myself.
yeah,
Can
yeah.
someone look
Someone
into
tell
it?
me.
Let us know.
Why would
Someone
somebody-
dig in. I'm saying, everyone out there, please dig in. Get your magnifying glasses out
Yeah.
and dig into what's going on here, because I smell cheese pizza, if you know what I'm talking about. And I think you do know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
smell
I'm
some
sure
cheesy,
everybody is
cheesy
making
pizza.
some great comics. And,
Some
the
PPCP.
spirit of independent creation is alive and well, and that's what's important.
Speaking of comics, can I mention Riley? Am I allowed to mention
You can
Riley
mention
now?
Riley, absolutely.
Before he yells at me. Riley is
uh-huh.
having a little bit of a contest or something going on.
Okay.
If you're at Megacon, this is apparently all him. He said if
Okay.
you take a funny picture of Eric July, he will give you $41.
Whoever has
Oh.
the funniest one, is that the...
I think so.
Or does
Yeah.
everybody get
Oh.
$41? Who
Well,
gets
everyone
the-
should follow him on Twitter to get the real details.
Okay. Is
He
that
has-
illegal to take pictures of Eric July now?
It's a public convention. Why would it
In-
be
on
illegal?
Black
What
History
is
Month?
Riley's new Twitter account? It is...
That's a good question.
yeah, I
Let me
don't,
get that
you just
baby
told the
up.
people to follow him, and I don't know, clip of something.
Something.
Everyone
Yeah.
follow it because knowing Riley, it'll probably be gone tomorrow.
Well, hopefully
I think
they'll
he's
keep this
mellowed
one
out now
longer.
that he won.
At CG Scumlord.
CG Scumlord.
Oh, that's easy to remember.
Yeah. Eric July is at Megacon. This whole weekend, I guess, is Megacon.
Yeah, I have some friends down there.
Drunk 3PO's book is at the Ripasenda
bring
fucking
that up.
booth. Did you
Wow.
see that banner?
I have friends.
Only
that,
because you brought it up. I was
Bro,
like,
I was like, come
wow.
on, man. What the fuck is with her hand?
what you call it? I have friends at Megacon, but I can't plug them on a show where pedophiles were brought up.
Yeah.
Why are they pedophiles?
Yeah, they don't want to
No,
hear
it's
about
just
their
they don't
own.
want
Who
to
are they?
shout out on the same episode.
Tony's
where
pedophile friends, don't
Nazis and
worry. I
pedophiles are brought up
know.
at the top
Oh,
of the show.
shut up. Nobody cares.
Out of against them.
Yeah, we
Tony?
don't like them.
We are.
I'm
Tony.
anti-Nazis. It's their fault.
Oh, I'm
that
sorry
Germany's
we haven't-
overrun with immigrants.
Sorry we have an anti-pedophile show,
Okay.
Tony. I'm sorry you...
Yeah. Hey, can you guys calm down and not do World War II? Because I'm from the future. Doesn't go well.
I'm missing... we had that 100% pedo-free banner, Tony. I don't know if you ever saw that.
That was
Okay, wait a minute.
That's another example. Oh, your
There.
comic is 100% pedo free. I'm like, well, now I think there was pedo stuff in it.
Okay.
Oh my god, I didn't see the. Oh Jesus.
I'd like to bring up that one of the guys responding to this makes like official T-shirts for the Final Fantasy MMO, and he's like, "Oh, that needs more work." He doesn't know anything about the Rippaverse at all. He's completely detached from this, and I'm like, "Yeah, my professional artist friend is like, what the fuck is that?" So here's the Ripascend booth, where let's try to do the acrobatic Chronicles screen. All right, left hand going for the thing.
What the fuck is this?
It's like
did
what-
drunk Pedio make this?
Dude, yeah, okay. Her hair makes no sense. Her hair, somebody said, they're like, so her hair is just like anal beads that defy gravity, and then her hand is out like this. How did she twist her arm like?
Is she
What
half
the
Chinese? This
Dude.
is like a black hair with Chinese
Yeah,
hair.
that looks like an anime video game thing, but why is it on like a
Afro
normal?
puffs.
It looks like it's on a normal looking teenager who would not
Yeah.
have that hairstyle.
Well, also the whole style where like the clothing wrinkles are like hyper detailed for some strange reason. What? Hey,
Man, they just suggest every time I see it, they suggest way too much of tits for a prepubescent girl or a pubescent girl, whatever it is.
Wait.
I don't like what's happening here.
Here's a question.
I don't like it that two men cooked this up
So they don't
in
like
a warehouse together.
they don't like modern comics for being like woke and feminist stuff. All
Yeah.
their books are like women oriented. Like
yeah.
there's so many. Every single book is like a girl boss. Even their kids' book is like a girl boss.
Wow, look at all this.
What is
crap.
going on down here?
I don't know if any of you guys follow your boy Zach on YouTube, but even he was like, why are these guys making like weird baby comics?
Yeah, that's weird.
Like, aren't you supposed to be like anti-woke warriors making badass like chicks, you know, with big old swords and tits hanging
Tits,
out?
yeah.
It's like, hey, what if my little black daughter was trying to grab a little green ball? It's like, what the fuck is that? What is
Fuck,
this?
why do you have a coming of age?
Yeah, why is he writing a coming of age story?
I
Like
don't
imagine it's a
know.
book. Just imagine that it's
Yeah.
instead of a comic book, you wrote a book about a little black girl gaining magical powers. Do you see how fucked it is if it's just a
right,
book?
if it's a regular book. I mean, if I did that, all my friends would go, well, he's definitely a pedophile. Because
I'm
there's
not
no
saying
other reason
you
to write
can't do
that.
it. It's just weird that he's
I am.
doing it.
Yeah.
It's like
It's weird that it's not a black woman doing it.
If I
Yeah.
said, Dick, my next comic is about a little black girl on an adventure, you'd go, we're ending the podcast. I can't, this show is off the rails. I can't associate with you any longer.
It's like It's like, sometimes like you go to lunch and you're like, I don't want to go to lunch there. Like I only have one lunch today. I'm not going to waste it on that place. That place sucks.
Yeah.
Imagine like a comic book that you dedicate 8 months of your life to. It's like, I got to write this story about this little black girl. Like that's what you wanted to donate, or that's what you wanted to dedicate your life to? What the fuck?
It seems to be that it's just guys going, I want to give my favorite YouTuber money and make them feel like they did something. But that book looks bad. I actually want to read it, but I was like shocked at how bad it looks.
Yeah.
Achromatic Chronicles.
This has been a great month for CG, all the while being a terrible month for Rippatards. I couldn't be any happier. Us either. Cameron, I have to hear Vito tell me what era we're in. Oh, if I have to hear Vito tell me what era we're living in one more time, I'm gonna...
Well, we're living in the era of stupid YouTube comments, so go jump off a fucking bridge, asshole.
I'm gonna be happy, he said.
Whatever. Just because I
We're
have...
living in the wet air mattress era.
We're living in the era
we're in right
of
now.
how can you make a Superman movie when there's drone strikes, okay?
You're so
What kind of
fucking-
era is that?
What do you mean?
Me and Tony have...
Yeah, he did that a while back. It's like, how could anyone be excited for a Superman movie when there's
That's
war
not what
going
I
on?
said.
It's like
That's not what I
it's like,
said.
There's
oh,
always been war going on.
it was like the Nazis were in power when Superman first came around. So what's the difference?
Oh, well, the difference was like...
Who was really in power? Tony.
Who was really in power?
Okay. It was... I want to use that for my home screen so I can pop that up.
There's a little more nuanced of a point than that. It's more that, like, you can't take superheroes, like, as deadly serious as some people are doing. But I think James Gunn, you're right, is going to be appropriately goofy with it.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
The
Alex,
fact that he's got the dog in there, I'm like, okay, it is going to be, like, cartoony and fun.
Alex Miller says, I recently did an eye test here in Australia. No big deal. They take pictures of the back of your retina, too. And if you lost a lot of weight, you probably wouldn't have beady eyes, he says. Enormous King Crab. Yeah, figure skaters don't have promising lives, but guys collecting plastic toys and 8 of the same video game console, very promising.
I never said if I died on a plane that a lot of people would lose the... I
You
don't
didn't
think...
say who that was about.
I don't think you're going to get a news story about tragically cut short fat anime nerd retard
By
Vito
the way,
Gesualdi.
There is a box that says miscellaneous in his office, and it's all the mother's milks. It's all the mother's
I
milks.
have the
in
mother
there.
milks ready to...
Well, what does it say on the box?
Just miscellaneous.
miscellaneous box.
Yeah.
Of,
And then he's got a box in his bathroom that says first aid, and it's Trojan condoms. And I'm like, why is that in the first aid? That's an emergency.
I haven't sorted the condoms into a proper receptacle right now. They're in the first aid.
Throw them in the trash.
box. Well, I'm
You
not
gotta
gonna,
hide the condoms so then you can
have to get
say,
you gotta get
I
a
don't
box-
have any condoms, and try to talk her into raw
I'm not,
dogging it.
I'm not doing that.
Well, you gotta try.
I do not want to get a random lady pregnant. That's not exciting to me.
So where's it gonna happen?
I'll use a condom. What's
It'll
the
mess
worst
up
that could
your
happen?
toys? Yeah.
I gotta pay for a fucking kid. I don't want to deal with that shit. If the kid comes out retarded, then what are you gonna do?
I don't know. The Nerf Fang, this is the worst day of my life. I missed the live sliver banter. Yeah, you missed it.
You told me the sliver deck was fun.
It's great. Most fun I've ever had in my life.
Probably would have been better if I built it.
Eldrazi.
Yeah, Eldrazi are
guy?
good. Eldrazi versus slivers is a fun. Would be a fun matchup.
Okay, only if there's stakes. Hey, no name Dick, are you going to get the audio recording of Eric crying to the cops? Please say yes. Yes, absolutely.
Oh, I cannot wait.
We're going to
for
get that. We're going to get those recordings, even if we have to steal them. We're gonna get the
FOIA.
recordings.
Have you put in a request?
I put in an FOIDN. Freedom of Information of D's nuts.
That'll get responded to quick. That's good.
I made my own form on Canva. Yeah. Okay. Then it's like a bunch of bullshit.
Unlike the rest of the
crying.
show, which is important and good.
This show's great.
I'm just fucking around. Oh, come on. I made a little thing. Wah, wah. Oh, God.
Be sure to. Dark Scepter says, be sure to ask Tony if he's gained weight on the show. And then when he says he lost weight, ask him if there are people in his Discord that have lost even more weight.
Oh, fuck, yeah. So there's
Have you
a,
lost weight? I was supposed to read that to myself. Sorry.
Yes, since you called it out, yes, I have lost some weight. Yeah, on my Discord, you pay $5 to join the Discord on Patreon. There's
Okay.
a Fat Shame Tony channel. It's actually what helped
Whoa.
me get into shape this year.
I'm sorry. What?
I got into gym.
They don't want credit yet, do they?
The holidays got to be a little bit. But no, one of your guys in your Discord was calling me fat. I was like, hey, you're only allowed to call me fat.
You got to pay for it.
If you sign up, and the motherfucker signed up and
signed
paid
up,
for my
so
page.
yeah.
And I'm like, oh, son of a bitch.
That's how we make all the money.
That's really Tab is in there, and he's constantly showing his gains, and he rips me apart every day.
He looks amazing.
He looks great.
He's a glass blower now.
He's living the life.
He's skinny. You
Yeah,
know?
and making fun. He literally signed up for a gym to make fun of my gym selfies, and then he got like jacked. I'm like, motherfucker.
You got to get like Royce jacked.
Royce is
I
looking
know.
insane, man.
Royce
It's
looks
crazy.
amazing.
Yeah.
You could do that.
That dude looks like he lives at the gym at this point. Every day he's like posting.
It's too much.
It's a lot of gym posts.
I was
much
going
gym stuff.
I was
It's a
going
lot of gym
5 days. I
posting.
went down to 3 days. So
Now, if I saw him not in a flex pose at the gym, I would think it's weird.
Yeah.
That's how I know
Yeah.
it's too much. You know?
Where he's
I
going,
love
oh,
Jack
look at
Royce.
these guns. Look at these guns. Like,
Yeah.
it is worth it when people
Like if you see a teacher at like a restaurant, you know, you're like, this is weird. Like if I saw Royce not flexing,
flexing.
At a gym, I said, that's weird.
It is funny though
Odd.
when he gets into Twitter fights because his avatar is like a cartoon and like you faceless moron. He just posts a picture of him flexing and they're like not expecting it. I'm like, that's really funny.
Okay.
Revenge
do you
of the
have
Sis,
do you have
killing
voted
it.
up?
I have a voted up
Wait, let me
segment.
pull it up because Reckon sent in a special one.
Oh, okay. Because you reckon. Was Reckon the one who keeps. I keep getting messages from people, you didn't play my voted up.
Well,
And I'm like,
there
well,
you go.
complain to this guy. I'm
Oh,
not got
wait,
no
here-
control over that.
Not that one. Send it to me again if I didn't. Here you go.
Talk to me softly, Dick. There's something in your eyes. Don't hang yourself over Pokemon, and please don't cry. I know it's not enough for a college fund. Don't worry, you'll be fine.
That kid's not going to college.
Try to raise money
You're going
with
to
a
AI school.
Ponzi scheme, just like Vito did. So vote it up tonight and lose some weight, Fat Tony. Vote it up tonight.
It's boring. You know, it's boring. It's
Boring.
boring, guys. The fat
So
jokes are
vote
boring.
it up tonight and please go and refund Super Killer. Vote it up tonight.
Wow.
What song is that? Do I
It's
know
a
this
boring song, is
Guns
what
N'
it is.
Roses.
Oh, GNR.
Yeah, what is it?
I do love that guy's voice. He's great.
Reckon, killing it with the Stingers here on another exciting episode of Vote It Up, where we look at past problems and put them in a new light. From episode 39, The Problem, and we shared one of these today, an overpriced breakfasts.
Oh.
This is the constantly raising prices of breakfast food, which should just be eggs, right? Eggs can't cost too much. Well,
No, they cost
shocker.
so much.
Egg prices across the U.S. are surging due to a combination of supply chain disruptions, an ongoing bird flu outbreak, and new regulatory changes.
Oh.
Customers who've been accustomed to paying $2 for a dozen eggs have seen prices more than double in recent months. The average cost of a dozen large grade A eggs hit $4.15 in December, up 14%. And the U.S. Department of Agriculture predicts egg prices will rise another 20% in 2025.
Expensive eggs, I guess.
Eggs are coming in. And do you know what's at the heart of the crisis, Dick? Have you kept up on this?
4 years of inflation and fucked agricultural policies.
That you voted for?
Yeah,
Well,
what is at the heart of the problem?
I didn't vote for this in particularly. A highly pathogenic strain of avian influenza, H5N1, which has led to the culling of 13.2 million hens.
They just kill them.
Just go in.
Factory farms.
13 million
one sick,
hens.
They kill them.
That's it.
Wow. Someone should do something about that.
Well, you know what they're saying? The workaround is if you want to save money, is a lot of people are picking up chickens.
Shit. Oh, make chickens in your own house?
Yeah.
I hate people that do that.
You mean Mexicans?
There's some hipsters.
There's
I
some
don't
hipsters.
I don't hate Mexicans that do it because they don't live near me.
Yeah.
Um,
Out here a lot. If
white
you,
people do
out
it
here
around
you hear
there.
a chicken, it's usually a Mexican guy who's got a little chicken coop in the backyard.
I've known people who had chickens.
I don't want to eat it right out of the chicken's asshole or whatever it is. I want to go to the store and like somebody has to have handled it first.
Yeah.
And they're always goofy. The eggs are like tiny. They're not like steroided out
Right.
chicken eggs, you know?
Steroided eggs.
You want those big ones.
I want the big ones.
You know, it's interesting though. There has been no impact on chicken wing production. So for the
'Cause
Super
they're all
Bowl,
getting killed.
no, because the chickens that you eat are different from the chickens that lay the eggs, and for some reason the flu is mostly affecting the egg-laying chickens or something.
Oh, okay.
So you can still get plenty of chicken wings for your big Super Bowl party.
Big game.
Well, the big game's coming up, Dick, and that brings me to my other voted up problem.
Okay.
This is from bonus episode 8. I don't know. Bonus episode 8. This was the problem of the
Patreon.com/biggest problem.
Indeed. This was the problem of the national anthem, which we all know is who cares? Could be a better song. And they tried to come up with a better song, and I'm going to say it's worse. This is NFL fans are upset to learn that ahead of the big game in New Orleans, they will be playing the Black National Anthem.
I love the Black National
We thought maybe Trump's in there. We could finally
No,
get
they're
rid
going to
of.
need 2 black national anthems now.
Does it still say end racism in the end zone, or did they get rid of that?
I think I saw something. I think they got rid of it.
They got rid of the end race.
They
All right.
ended it.
They
We ended
ended
it.
it.
So we are taking
We're on to
steps.
Indians now.
We are taking steps. However, the league has confirmed that Grammy Award-winning singer Ledisi, do we know who this is?
No.
Will be
Ledisi?
Yeah,
Opera singer, or-
Ledisi. I assume it's a black woman.
Oh.
Will perform the song in front of President Donald Trump. Do you think Trump's going to be there in time for the Black National Anthem? I feel like he'll show up a little late.
You think so?
I think he'll be like, or he'll be like, I was getting nachos.
What if he just comes out in blackface? That'd be great. I just want a camera on JD Vance's face during the Black National Anthem.
Yeah. Of course, the Black National Anthem is the
He's
song.
always making that.
Lift.
Like when that lesbian preacher was scolding Trump for not protecting trans kids.
Right.
They had a shot of Trump and his wife, and of course Trump's just like staring at her,
Trump's
and
like,
Melania's
yeah.
like, "You fucking bitch." And Trump gave the tiniest little look towards Vance, and Vance was like, "Yeah, yeah, 100%. Yes, I agree."
Vance is there for his boy. The song Lift Every
What do you
Voice
want
and
me to do,
Sing
You want to take this bitch out?
will be sold. Again, these became a tradition starting in 2020 amid the protests against the police killing of George Floyd.
Don't you think it's a missed opportunity, the Black National Anthem?
They could have done like a rap or something. That would have been
It
cool.
should have had every type of black music in
Yeah.
it. Like starting with like drums and a didgeridoo, and then having like jazz.
Well, here's what I'm going to
and then having
say.
like rap.
How many of them
Yeah.
are using didgeridoos outside of Australia?
The Aboriginals are black, I guess, aren't they?
Yeah, but the
If I was
American
the
national
black
anthem-
community, I would go. And here's the interesting thing about the Black National Anthem is it can't be sung by less than 100 people.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you got to pay every one of us to show up. I'm
And
sorry.
the lyrics are all,
and it's racist. Yeah. And it goes on for 15 minutes, so you have to pay us basically the length of a full, concert
should have been-
There should
performance.
be more national anthems. We should have the
It
Italian
should have been.
national
They
anthem.
should pause the white national anthem.
We have the Italian national anthem.
What is it?
Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
Yeah.
It's a time for pizza pie.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't want to do all the lyrics. Pepperoni, hey, it's Tony. Let's have fun. We're some fun guys.
Got to flip a pizza.
Tony's in the national anthem? Wow.
There's a lot of Tonys. If you say Tony in an Italian song, you're covering about 50% of the Italian population.
Yeah. All right.
Black
it?
National Anthem will be performed.
Are they going to be playing that forever? I guess so.
Well, there will be a halftime performance for Kendrick Lamar and Trombone Shorty singing "America the Beautiful."
Does he play a trombone? Is it a midget
I have
with a
no idea who
'Cause then I'm
Trombone
in.
Shorty is. I
It's
don't.
just a jackass.
I think
don't know.
sometimes-
You really can't get rid of the Black National Anthem now without looking bad. It's pretty
Yeah,
funny.
especially the NFL.
I mean,
They're
you
not
could
going to
like
add anymore,
you
even though
could-
I joke they should. They're definitely not going to add anymore.
I think they're gonna do it during commercials. I don't think they're gonna do a big to do.
Are you serious?
You think they're gonna do the Black National Anthem I think
Goodell,
it's,
the commissioner of the NFL came out and said we're doing DEI. We're still doing it,
Yeah.
even though everyone hates it now and it's dumb. That's how committed to
Well.
black people the NFL is.
I think the Black National Anthem should change every year, and
Yeah.
it should be more rap. We like that. There should be basketball guys doing cool dunks.
Like Hamilton.
Yeah, do all the
Dunks.
how about just every year
20 Michael Jordans.
It should be a
spinning like ice-capades, but basketball-apades.
And now, before the Super Bowl, a celebration of Black America. And 20 rappers are all rapping on top of each other. And a guy dunking. Yeah, the Harlem Globetrotter. The Harlem Globetrotters. And Steve Harvey's here, everybody.
Everyone loves him.
Man, we would be good black people, don't you think?
We would be so much better at
They're
this.
wasting it.
Yeah,
They're
you can
just
bring all these
wasting it.
guys out. You can have a good time. Fuck it. Wanda Sykes is here. Fuck it. Every black person's here. Fuck it.
Who's funnier than Norm
JB
Macdonald,
Smoove.
apparently.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier. Somebody,
Carl on his show mentioned there was some
a
article
list
about
of the top comedians in
50
Norm.
Wanda
best
Sykes,
comedians.
yeah.
Wanda Sykes was 50,
And then
Norm
that black
Macdonald's-
lady from SNL is number 2. Remember
Yeah,
Eleanor
obviously.
something? She's
Yeah.
number 2. Who else?
I'm just trying to remember famous black Americans other than Steve Harvey.
Oprah.
You got Neil deGrasse. Neil deGrasse Tyson's gonna
Yeah,
set off
he's
a
pretty
volcano,
fun.
and you pour some fucking baking soda on it.
All
You
right.
know?
Is that...
That's
that
voted
you
up.
think?
Yeah, that's good. There you go.
Talk to me softly, Dick. There's something in your eyes. Don't hang yourself over Pokemon, and please don't cry. I know it's not enough for a college.
They should read Whitey on the
Don't worry,
Moon
you'll be
as part of the Black
fine.
National
It's
Anthem.
Whitey on the Moon.
Oh, you don't know Whitey on the
I
Moon?
raise money with a Ponzi
What is it?
scheme.
Go to YouTube real
Just
quick.
like
No,
Peter
no.
did.
It's like a minute long.
No, just tell... I want 4 words.
Vote it
A
out.
rat just bit my sister Nell, and Whitey's on the moon.
Okay.
10 years later, I'll be paying still, and Whitey's on the moon.
It's like a spoken word.
I can't pay my doctor bills, and Whitey's on the moon. It's the greatest spoken word
See, this is
poetry.
way better. This is way better.
Yeah, but I don't think I remember. I don't remember the rest of
Who
it.
gives a shit? It's
10 years from
funny.
now, I'll be
It's
paying
about-
still,
Guys.
and Whitey's on the moon.
Tonight.
I can't believe you don't know Whitey on the Moon, one of the greatest spoken word poems of a generation.
Nah, I try to limit my racist.
It's even got the drums in the background. It's like, and Whitey's on the moon.
I'm not racist at all.
A rat just bit my sister Nell, and Whitey's on the moon. All right, you are
Wesley
the winner.
Willis. That's like my.
Wesley Willis.
I stopped at Rock
I
and Roll
kicked
McDonald's.
Batman's ass.
My problem is USAID,
Ooh.
the slush fund.
Slush fund.
You mean
For,
they're not doing things that help people?
Turns out they are, and that's I guess that's the funniest part with it, because I could imagine being liberal and like getting paid to say all this stupid shit every day,
Yeah.
but then I gotta what about the liberals that said all this dumb stuff and didn't get any money?
Yeah.
Like,
I
would
didn't get any money. I kept angling for it. It never worked out.
I didn't even know you could get money for saying shit. I would have
I
volunteered.
guess you can. Apparently, you just get unlimited money, unlimited of your money and
Yeah.
your money, doing nothing at all.
Nothing
Isn't
at
that
all.
crazy?
Well,
How
I
do you
mean,
feel about USAID?
I
Because I thought there's no way anybody could be supporting the government just spending my money.
I don't know.
on
I
shit.
saw the millions to make an Iranian or Iraqi
See, I was going to
version
say
of Sesame
the Iraqi
Street, and I'm
Sesame
like-
Street. I was like, I'm
and
on
like,
board for that.
You're on board for that.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I assume there'll be a part where Elmo goes, and white people are our friends too, you know?
It's just Elmo getting tossed off of the roof. Like
Yeah.
that Kermit getting
I don't
tossed
care
off
about
the
that
roof.
part. Yeah.
That's
They
from
tossed the gay
Iraqi
Muppet off the roof. I
Sesame
saw that.
Street.
The Muppet who has AIDS famously
Are you saying
comes
that
out.
doesn't help us?
You're not. I don't. Well, not us. If I was making gay Muppets, then it would be great.
I'm okay with going to predominantly Muslim countries and trying to trick them into liking us. I think that's kind of
When you say you're
America's
okay,
whole thing.
you mean you're okay with spending me and Tony's money
Yeah.
on doing that, or
I don't
what?
think we're good
Well,
at
but,
going
like,
into the Middle
if
East.
It's not okay with. It's just taking our money and doing it.
Yeah.
Right, but if you convince one Iraqi kid not to get in a fucking plane and drive into the ground, then you save the $20 million later.
Again, me and Tony's
Yeah.
money. You're okay with me and Tony's money getting taken and spent on this retarded
You gotta
idea
you gotta
have.
extrapolate it out. How much
To
money?
me?
How much money did 9/11 cost us?
A lot.
Me,
Right,
because
so if
of
you
the
could s-
military.
if you solve-
It didn't cost me anything. The building's getting knocked down. I don't give a fuck about it.
Yeah, but they gotta clean it up.
I didn't
and,
have to pay for that at all. Lucky Larry
Yeah.
Silverstein had to pay for that.
I think the U.S. government helped in with the 9/11. I think
Okay,
that
so
came out
you're
of our
pro
tax dollars.
taking money and doing gay
I'm pro
Muppets.
foreign propaganda. Yeah, I think that's pretty good.
Jesus Christ.
I'm a fan of that.
Isn't it unreal? And you guys lost an election. I
Wouldn't
can't
it have been
believe
cooler
that.
to just have the money?
The money,
Like,
yeah.
that would've
You
been
can
cooler.
do your own show appealing to Iraqi kids with your money. You can
You
keep
can make a
it and do
YouTube
it.
channel with puppets and just air it for free.
I don't know. I like the idea of us fucking around. It's
Who's
kinda
us?
funny.
No,
You're
we-
not doing anything. It's
America's fucking around.
it's liberals. We're not you. Taking a bunch of money and then pretending to do like a transgender comic in Nairobi. But
Yeah.
they're just keeping the money. They're not doing anything.
Some of it I think they were doing.
Oh, did none of it get made?
Have you
Stuff
seen
got made.
Have you seen Iraqi Sesame Street? Did it need to cost $30 million?
I haven't seen it. I didn't know if it even actually got made. I thought they were working really hard on it.
You want some examples of what
I
they're
would
doing
love
with the
some
money?
examples. I actually didn't look too far into those.
$3.4 million to fund space diversity initiatives to send gender signals into space in case there's aliens.
Send gender signals into
wait,
space.
Send
so-
gender-friendly signals into space, non-binary signals into space.
So we sent the little dish with the final and like the what was it, the Voyager
$2
mission?
million
We gotta
to
send
develop
another
a
Voyager.
black enhanced air for regions that are prone to bad weather, ensuring that the air tastes good.
Huh?
Wait.
You think you're pro
Black
that?
enhanced
Black
air?
enhanced air.
How is it black? Like
Can we just
for black
enhance the
people?
air?
$5 million to study if chickens have dreams and what those dreams might mean for Mexicans.
Shut up.
No, that's
a
not
thing.
real.
These are real things.
No, this is one of
$8
those.
million to fund a time travel study to figure out a way to undo slavery but still bring black people over from Africa to the U.S. That's a real
not
thing
real.
we spend
No, it's
money on.
not. You
This
made
is
that-
all real from that website.
Okay.
$50 million to see if plants are lesbians.
No. Now you're
you believe
fucking
that?
around.
Actually, you know what? I'm
Did
fine.
you
I
ask
really
$2
want to know.
million to
You're an
train
idiot.
squirrels in urban areas to steal stolen bikes.
Well, that's helpful.
How would they ride the bike?
$7 million for black lesbian NASA.
That one is believable.
And $10 million for lesbian black NASA. Can you believe that?
I do see how that could be more costly than the first one.
$1.2 million to study if clouds are racist.
That's a good one.
Are they? Did we figure it
Yeah,
out?
yeah.
$4 million to fund a ghost employment program for black people. So when you're dead,
So
you
there's a
still
black.
don't have a job.
okay, hiring black ghosts.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't know if that was black people
That's
hiring
crazy.
the ghosts
It's
or us
crazy that they
hiring
did that.
black
Are
ghosts.
there no real ones on
These
that?
are all real. $650,000 to develop a line of scented candles to promote the Holocaust.
Holocaust awareness.
Awareness.
I would hope.
It doesn't say awareness.
Promote the Holocaust.
I don't know if we should be promoting any
Awareness.
Holocaust.
So I smelled this, and for some reason, I just want to start building some
$1
fucking
million
ovens.
for underwater lesbian art for
Yeah.
fish. $20 million
For
for violence
fish.
against men.
For violence against men.
Yeah,
what it says.
to fund the violence.
You're okay with that?
I mean, somebody's got to pay for it.
$5 million for a contest where participants rename the phases of the moon after trans women's menstrual cycle. What do you think about that one?
What are the parts of the menstrual? Do they have names for the different parts?
Yeah.
You want $5 million? You tell me.
That's the thing.
Bloody
They need
Monday,
the 5 billion to name
Drippy
them.
Tuesday.
$120 million for fat women awareness.
Well,
That was a
don't think-
grant.
I don't
that
think-
was a grant
That one you
from
don't-
USAID.
I don't think we're aware of them enough, Dick. I don't think I've seen enough.
they're hard to
happened
see.
here?
They're hard to know.
$32,000 for
The
a
more I-
transgendered comic in Peru. Did
The
you see
more I
that
hear
one?
about this, the more I don't like. I did see the transgender comic. Yeah,
Do we need that?
Did it come out before Super Killer?
yeah,
Did.
I think so.
Wow.
Because of the USAID
Maybe
money.
you could hire that guy to work on your.
I think I might.
$47,000 for a transgender opera in Colombia.
They need it.
Opera.
They need it. They need it.
DEI musical in Ireland. You don't think that's
A DEI
Wait,
musical.
why are we sending
These
money
are
to
real ones.
Ireland?
Oh,
condoms
okay.
for Gaza, condoms for Africa? Why the fuck do we need? Why do we need that?
So there's less Africans.
That really.
I mean, that is the probably what I assume.
They say it's to stop the spread of disease, but I'm like, I don't know. It feels a little
Stop
problematic.
the spread of Africa.
Yeah, that's really what it seems
I
like.
think they're
to me.
like, we got a lot of Africans.
We should up.
Well, it's
that enough
It's
condoms?
AIDS, right? There's a lot of AIDS stuff.
So
They're saying, did you see that thing where they said, well, the problem with AIDS in Africa is that they really like dry sex.
Yeah, they love it.
That
they
they'll
put
like
sand
put
in there.
sand down there to dry everything out, and
Yeah.
which creates fissures and wounds. And they're like, so it's not
It's-
like they're
okay.
more prevalent to having AIDS than anyone else. It's just they don't use any lubrication, so they cut themselves
Okay,
up.
real quick,
and they
real
fuck.
quick. Is this like a real thing, or is this something like? This sounds like something like.
No, that's a real thing. They
It
do
is?
that. Yeah.
Okay, that
They
sounded
like
like something
to put
like
dirt
a.
all over the vagina.
We've all had that one racist friend who's always coming up with crazy facts. That
Damn.
sounded like, yeah, that sounded like that. I'm like, I don't think that's true, buddy.
It's something you know what, I didn't verify it.
So you want to
So you're
promote
sharing
50
it so
million
well, we
bucks?
should
confidently.
be sending lubrication to Africa, not condoms.
Yeah, and like a slip and slide.
Yeah, we got to be
And then
like
a big rock.
astroglide yourself up. A big rock.
27 millions for Moroccan pottery class to teach pottery to Moroccans.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Or, and, what percentage of these are you okay with? As a
I
liberal
haven't
guy.
looked at them. I have to look.
Why
at them.
27?
Oh, you got to look at all of them.
Well, you're asking me for a specific
What
percentage.
do you think it is? What do you, I mean, I could give you a
What
number that I
percent
think.
of them am I okay
are
with?
you okay with? What percentage of the USAID shit do you think is okay?
5-10% maybe.
What would you use to determine if it's not okay?
Well, there's like it's the bearing on the overall health of America. Like, does it help us in some way?
Who's us?
Americans.
But which one specifically? This
White
isn't helping
America,
many.
yeah.
This isn't helping me at all.
Yeah, I don't know how the Moroccan pottery is going to really help me in my day.
Well, the more pots they make, the less bombs they make. We just got to keep.
I'm
these,
sorry, is Morocco? What the fuck?
Yeah, why Morocco?
Yeah,
I
why
think are
Morocco?
arms going through there? Probably. There's arms going around everywhere.
Yeah, and making pottery is going to stop.
Look, we got to
them.
keep these little brown hands busy. Is what I'm
Won't
hearing.
AIDS stop them from making bombs?
You
if they get
you
HIV?
you would think, but
So can't we just knock off the condoms then?
None of, by the way,
No,
none
no.
of these seem like worthwhile at all. It's not like, hey, we're trying to stop like the spread of disease. I know that's what they say the condoms will be for, but like the
You don't need
pottery?
$50 million.
Yeah.
Condoms.
Why do you need $27 million to teach pottery?
the shrimp treadmill I'm behind though,
Do they not have
Why
like,
is that?
clay there?
because it was
Because
only.
you want veal shrimp?
No, everybody was like saying they were one of the ones they were complaining about was money for a shrimp treadmill. Did you see
Yeah,
that?
get rid of it.
Okay. Well,
What's the
it was
What do you
about-
mean?
Wait,
what's
what's
your,
a shrimp treadmill?
They were like checking if shrimp. Well, you tell them.
Well, there was a bacterial infection in the shrimp supply, and they're trying to see if it was making shrimp less energetic. You know, if it was affecting the food supply, if it was weakening the shrimp.
Okay, and
But-
wait,
but
how
the-
much money were they sending
They
for that?
did. They're trying to say
Any.
that they were trying to say that $3 million were spent on a shrimp treadmill, when in reality it was a complete study of the shrimp, and that was like one small part of testing the shrimp.
Okay.
That cost a guy like $1,000 to put together.
Um,
And it was a valuable study. We found out whether or not bacteria was affecting a major food supply, which makes billions of dollars for Americans.
All right, there's one. You got one. You
no,
got
you
one.
don't have one.
I like the shrimp
people
one.
making $1 billion on the shrimp would buy that study. Would pay for it.
Well,
Just make them do it.
Yeah.
but our
Pay
gov-
with the government do it.
Yeah, wait, why are the shrimp
Why- we
people
should
not
be
just
paying for
doing their own
anything.
study? What
well,
the fuck?
because,
Pocketing money.
because the shrimp industry makes a lot of money, and that money in taxes goes back into the government. So the government has a vested interest in making sure its major industries, such as seafood, are firing on all cylinders, and there's not a diminished
So
quality.
they're like kind of owning the company, kind of.
yes, it's kind of a
So
communistic thing
it's-
if you think about it.
And you're for
But-
this.
Well, that's been the way. I mean, every farming fucking subsidy is that way.
okay,
And
watch this.
the Republicans
this
are not going to get rid of that stuff.
This is totally insane, and all of it should be canceled. All of it, none of it's good. It's
Yeah.
all horrible. And
So is
everyone
Trump
should be
going to take
hanged.
all the subsidies away from all these farmers and all these, paying them not to grow corn or whatever else?
Probably not, but that would be great.
But he's not gonna. Again, like it's like pick
We're
and
taking away your
choose.
guys' stuff, though.
Right.
Now,
Yeah, you're taking away
and
our
then you
shrimp
should have somebody
treadmills.
that takes away our stuff.
Oh well, yeah.
But you won't, will
we
you?
can't because the Democrats can't take anything away from anybody. If anything, they just have to keep giving shit away.
Now,
I know.
You were all about it, though.
Biden said we just got to give these trans people more stuff, and then Trump gets in and immediately signs a big bill with all these smiling white girls behind
isn't that
him.
amazing?
Oh my God, what a photo opportunity that was!
I mean, that was just.
I was like, Trump's just winning all day long. Trump said, "Oh, you're taking rights away from little girls, so now I can get all these little girls to stand behind me." And
And you know what's great is all the liberals who react like it was only like 40 trans
yeah,
people in sports. Like, okay.
yeah.
But then I remember when Biden was in, you had like a trans lady taking her top off at the White House. Remember that?
No, what was that?
That
Remember
was
that
funny,
gay
that was
day at the
funny.
White House? This
Yeah.
trans bitch was showing her tits.
Here's
like,
the thing. Here's the thing. Now that this has happened, can we just stop hearing about women's sports?
No.
Like, are we good?
Well, maybe.
We're good, right?
Yeah,
I'm not really a sports guy, and I really don't care about women's sports, and I've heard way too much about women's sports.
Well, here's the thing.
last 4 years.
This is only in America. He's trying to get it out of the Olympics as well. So
Oh, wow.
he's got to
That'd be
fight the
crazy.
Olympics guys.
I feel like people
at
have just been waiting for Trump to do this because they want to do it.
Which part?
Like, what is it? Didn't some organization say like biological men couldn't compete after he did this? I feel like they want him to
Oh,
be the
yeah.
bad guy first.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Yes.
well, we're just doing it because he's making us. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. Like I think at the end it was the NCAA or something. Immediately
Yeah.
was like, well, we have to comply.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
there's
what I'm
nothing
saying.
we can do.
I feel like all these governors
We
are
love
like,
our trans brothers and sisters, but yeah.
they're waiting for him to do it because no one wanted to be the first bad guy.
Well, yeah, because they'd go to jail.
Yeah, exactly.
And they'd go to female jail, but they can't do that anymore.
Are those guys all getting shipped to
Yeah,
the correct
that's
jail?
what they're saying.
You got to change
Ooh,
your
that's a
license,
bad-
buddy.
I mean, that
bad
is
day.
if you're really committed to the being a lady in prison thing, you might have a bad time, and you
Or a
might
great time.
You might have. It depends on what. Yeah, depends.
You know, your fucking guards.
I always said, there's probably like there's got to be some trans people who are like, I want to go to the guy prison. Come on, it's a sex buffet.
Yeah.
Tyrone,
I don't know if a lot of it
Tyrese.
is sex, but
What do you mean?
It's a rape buffet.
yeah, I didn't want to say it, but yeah.
You can't rape a guy. Come on.
Yeah, you can't rape a guy.
Don't be crazy, Tony.
Guy-
This isn't like a woke show.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Get off. Get out.
That part in Shawshank Redemption, they cut out the part where he's going, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Tim Robbins was having a great time, and he's like, all right, I do have to get out of prison, though. You know? This part is fun. The rest of it, I'm out.
Making COVID. That was one of the things they did.
Right, USAID did that.
Yeah.
Can we say that on YouTube now? I don't even know.
Yeah, hold on. I shared
I'm saying it was
I shared this
great.
episode with my fans. Let me go and delete.
Yeah,
I'm saying it was great that they made COVID.
don't worry, it's just my alt-right co-host. It's fine.
I'm saying it was cool. I
cool.
like that
Yeah, we liked
USAID
it.
made COVID.
Oh, real quick from Carl. Thanks for the shout out. Say hi to Dick, but not Vito.
All right.
Thanks, Carl.
Carl says
That's
hi.
Carl, WATP Carl.
Yeah.
You'll be able to see Carl at Hackamania in May.
Yeah, use our promo code.
Use promo code biggest.
Biggest. Carl's beating us right now.
Yeah.
Um,
Tony will not be there, sadly. You might be able to
$50
come.
million
I'll
to
debate it.
help disconnected Tunisian youth. How much of that money do you think went to helping youth?
Well, what are they disconnected from?
Your money.
Right.
It's just like a bunch of liberals that got paid to do nothing, right?
I'm sure it's not just liberals.
Didn't they
I'm
film
sure
Star Wars in
conservatives were
Tunisia?
getting free money as well.
I don't think so.
Yeah, of course. It's just like you set up a fake charity and you get the money.
That's all liberals doing that.
No,
Yeah, but like-
conservatives do that shit too.
Like church.
Sure.
Okay, the church was getting free money to bring
Are the word
immigrants
churches
in.
getting USAID?
To bring
There's
immigrants
probably a lot
in.
of churches running like charities on there.
To bring immigrants in. All of them.
Okay.
Well, get rid of it.
Which
Yeah,
I
right
love.
on.
My father's an immigrant. We love him.
Get rid of them. Throw them in a barrel. Get rid of them. All right, that's my problem.
USAID.
Tony, do you have a
It's got
problem?
a cool name though.
I don't know why they keep spelling it out. USAID.
Yeah.
It's yay. It stops.
USAID.
Seriously.
Did they name it before AIDS was a thing?
I think JFK. I wrote it down.
USAID.
JFK made it through an executive order in 1961 to
Is that why the mob
steal
had
a
to
bunch
kill
of
him?
money and give it to other liberals.
We're stealing some money.
It's part of a broader initiative to steal money.
And to drown women,
Yeah,
as the Kennedys are known to do.
provided a legislative framework aiming to reduce poverty, strengthen democratic governance, and steal money. There you go.
Oh, it's all gone now.
That'd be great.
I mean, the one part that's a little fucked up is that there was like medical trials going on.
Ooh, kill him.
Well, yeah, because you're
Yeah.
like giving people like a drug, and then the next day you go,
Yeah.
"Oh, we don't have any more money," and they're like, "Well, what about that drug I'm on?" It's like,
illegal.
Sorry.
Yeah. Go fuck
They're like,
yourself.
well, what happens if I stop taking it? They're like, I guess
die.
that would be fun to study, but we're
We'll
not allowed to
find out.
study it anymore. So
Call us and let us know
Yeah.
what happened.
no,
Call my
there's no one to
personal
call.
number
You
'cause
can't.
yeah.
There's no one left. It's like just bye. Sorry. I mean, so what do I
Yeah.
do if this thing kills me? What do you
Yeah,
do?
it's done.
I got a problem.
And they're like,
I mean, I think if I was taking drugs, I think I would be pretty upset about that.
Okay, what's your problem?
Tony's got a problem.
My problem is your friend's making you look bad.
Oh.
Both these sons of
You.
bitches.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You starting this big Eric July war.
Yeah,
Why?
well, you
No,
did.
I didn't think
you
it was gonna backfire this
You
quick.
fucked us. Let's be clear.
I have a friend. Let's not name him.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Vito. He asked me for YouTube help, even though he has a bigger channel than me and brags about it.
Wait, why did I ask you for YouTube?
Yeah, he asked me
help?
about monetization, right? And I told him, like, yeah, I auto-place ads in my videos. And I
Right.
showed him a video that did really well. And I said to him a year ago,
Yeah.
I said to him, as soon as I sent him the graph, they don't play every single ad break. It's just a placement where an ad might play.
Right.
And
yeah.
on 3 separate fucking occasions on the show, he goes, Tony from Hack the Movies puts in 1 million ads in his videos. There's an ad every minute. And I'm like, this son of a
You
bitch.
have said that.
I'm like, I verified it the very first message. I'm like,
Yeah.
it doesn't play every ad. Tony, in 3 separate times. And you have the gall to do it after you upped your Patreon number, trying to make me look like I'm money hungry. I'm like, you fucker.
I mean, that was me saying that you did the right thing by doing that. I'm promoting, the fact that you've successfully
you misrepresented
monetized
it.
your videos.
That I'm putting 1 million
I thought you put 1 million ads in because I've heard him say that like 3 or 4
I
times.
put 1 million ad placements. But if it
And
was
they don't play there every time.
once in a while,
No, because-
once in a while, there's one poor son of a bitch that does get all
Yeah.
of
You
them.
sit through all of them.
But if it happened all the time, I would get way more comments, and I don't. So I just auto.
He uses the automatic placement. I think that's fair. If YouTube's placing it automatically, it doesn't count.
But this guy, he's just like, yeah, he puts 1 million in there. That's.
Oh,
And I'm like, I'm glad I
Huh.
gave you YouTube advice.
Did you know that you were misrepresenting him like that?
I don't think I have misrepresented him. He does have a bunch of ad breaks in there. I didn't say it plays ads for everybody, but he has the breaks set up.
Huh.
Yeah, so that made me look bad. Thank you. Thank you.
Who's the comments?
like-
Has anyone commented on that? Oh,
Here's
Vito-
another time.
Okay.
Vito made me look bad. I have a really good friend named Kevin. He does a toy podcast called Peg Warmers.
Oh, shut up! Nothing
And,
happened.
Peg warmers, like getting fucked in the ass.
It's a
No,
bad name. Yeah.
It's a toy collecting term for a toy that sits on the peg for too long.
yeah.
Look, I didn't make up
The guy who runs a
Point
podcast has
is-
sat on the peg for too long himself.
Point
Now
is-
I am making him
Point
sound
is, he's a
bad.
really good friend.
Right.
And a while back,
You didn't
know,
tell him his podcast name sounds like
I
getting
didn't.
fucked in the ass by a woman.
I wasn't around for the naming, but
Oh, okay.
he's a really nice friend. He helped me out a lot. He helped me move. Last time I moved, he gave me all these boxes. He was there for
Yeah.
me at a very good
Gave
time in my life.
boxes.
Oh, wow,
Box
okay.
guy.
Box
He really
guy.
helped me with my show, and
Thanks
I helped him
for
with
the
his.
boxes,
So of
bud.
course,
Yeah,
while he's being
okay.
such a great friend, I get a call from Vito going, "Hey, I'm going to review his podcast on WATP."
That
and I'm
has
like,
nothing to do
and
with
I'm like,
you.
"You son of a bitch! Could you like not?" I'm like, "That guy
Why?
just really," because it's like, "Oh wow, Tony's friend just ripped me apart."
Why did Carl pick that show?
I
you
picked
picked
it
it.
because
Yes,
it had nothing to do with Tony. I didn't even know Tony knew that guy.
it was shot in my look. Yeah, it's when I still worked there. You asked.
I don't know. No, you weren't working there at the time. Regardless,
I
Why'd you find
was.
that? Why'd you find that show so
Be-
interesting?
because Carl had done an episode about the Cinemassacre podcast,
Oh.
which was terrible.
Okay.
And then
No
after they
comment.
realized that show was completely unlistenable, they had this really nice set still left.
Okay.
And the Peg Warmers guy went, "Can I just use this set?"
No. He was again misinformation.
Okay, so what? They
He
said,
had like 3
did they
shows.
say, "Oh,
No,
Peg
no, no,
Warmers
no,
guy,
no,
you
no.
have to use this incredible set"?
See,
Oh my god,
making me look bad. No, we had 3 shows launch at the same time, and
Okay,
they all used the set.
Okay.
I even occasionally
normal.
used it.
So basically,
Look
Carl.
at this. He makes everyone
Shut the fuck
look
up. Carl had
worse.
done
That's
it.
not like what you said though.
Carl had done an episode about a show that was on that set, and it was one of the best episodes. I said, "Hey, do you know they used that set for a different show? You
Yeah.
should cover that show as
Peg
well."
Warmers.
Peg
Yeah.
Warmers.
And then I go.
And you listened to the episode, and it wasn't even that bad.
and then I go, and then Kevin had a good sense of humor about
Yeah.
it. But I go like, but
We
I go,
mostly
I go,
ripped on
that
that. We
like?
mostly ripped on that Kieran guy.
yeah. So
who,
so I tell him like, hey, if you're gonna do that show, that ex co-host we fired is on
Yeah.
an episode. Make fun of
Oh.
him. He goes, yeah, let's do the one with your former boss and your coworker.
Oh,
I'm like,
whatever. Did any of them connect this back and say, "Tony, that Vito guy made fun of my podcast"?
just stop making me look bad. I made you look really good. I said your apartment's
Carl
not that bad.
Carl did the Dick Show, and then they became friends. It's
Did
an
have I-
honor to
Yeah,
be
that's
WATP.
different. No,
Have
that's
I
different.
ever-
It's
have
an honor.
Have I ever
Yeah.
made you look bad?
Yeah, you've been tweeting about my
God
apartment
did
for the
that.
past several days.
Good. I'm glad he forgot about the Vito's merch. Anyway, moving on to you,
You did
Dick.
fuck up on my merch. That's true.
Okay, what did I do?
Well,
nothing.
recently,
I've been
we-
nothing but nice to you.
We talked about it recently, but yeah, recently, I worked out all last year. I was feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
I looked at a picture of me a year ago, and I'm like, wow.
I
I still have a lot of work to go, but I'm doing really good.
Yeah.
And then I fall asleep while YouTube
That's
plays.
what Sisyphus said.
Yeah.
I still got a lot of work to do. You. Whew.
So I fall asleep feeling pretty good, and I wake up. YouTube autoplays biggest problem, and I wake up to Dick going, "Tony from Hack the Movies got fat again." I'm like, motherfucker. I'm like, you
Yeah,
son
you
of
did.
a bitch.
I thought you were coming over to like the good side, but then you backslided.
It was
When
the
I saw that
holidays.
picture of you, I saw Daniel Plainview screaming in my head, "I backslided! I backslided! Are you backslided?"
So of course your fans are having a lot of fun calling me fat. I'm like, I'm not that fat.
Well, here's the thing: is having watched a lot of Sopranos in the past couple months, I look at
Yeah.
Tony and I go, "That's the skinniest Italian man I've ever seen in my life." The Sopranos really puts in perspective the Italian weight problem.
But there was another one.
Yeah, what's the deal with that? You guys just
well,
like
we
eating?
just we like food. It's a big part
You
of the
like
culture.
food?
Gabagool, baby.
And older people won't change their ways. So
Is it
they'll
like a
just-
size? Like you think you're intimidating at a big size?
No.
Like a-
No, I have the thing the Italians lack where it's shame. I'm like, oh, I shouldn't look like this. This is bad. This is like, I feel bad about this.
Wearing a Rocky jumpsuit going
Yeah.
around that causes you. To,
Yeah,
I
wearing
love that. I
those
love that
tracksuits.
jumpsuit. I love that jumpsuit.
yeah.
One other one.
Okay.
So I really like the Halloween. I don't even know if you'll remember you did this. I really love the Halloween movies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Jamie Lee Curtis and everything.
Yeah,
And, a few
yeah.
years ago, this big fan, he's like, hey, I'm getting a bunch of like mega Halloween fans to do this like video shout out to Jamie Lee Curtis.
Wow.
And she's gonna like react to you guys like congratulating her because it was her final time playing the role. I'm like, yeah, that'll be really
That's
great
awesome.
for me.
I want to be a part
Get
of that.
me in that video.
Yeah.
That'll be great. So it's like a week before the new movie comes out. This
Yeah.
video comes out with all these Halloween fans saying how great she is, and she starts crying when I show up. And it's great. And I tweet it out. And then motherfucking Dick Masterson, who clearly did not watch the video, retweets it, making fun of her for crying about Kanye West. He's like, should you really be releasing a Halloween with her so much anti-Semitism? And I'm like, son of a bitch, I'm in the video.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's good.
I love
though.
when you retweeted it though. You're like, you took it down. You retweeted. You're like, oh, Tony's in the video. I was like, wow, it's a big
Oops.
moment. I'm like,
Friendly fire.
I thought
Send
you were
you
going to
to
say
shoot
we
a
made fun of her
hostage.
trans kid or something. So I'm glad we didn't do that at least.
I just love it. It was like Dick retweeted. I'm like, this doesn't seem like something you retweeted. I'm like, oh, son of a bitch.
What did she say though? She started it. She was attacking Trump or something.
It
I
was
think.
everything was after the Kanye stuff. She was like crying on some show. So that's your
Yeah.
friends making you look bad. Has any friends made you look bad?
Let me think. I don't think so. No, I've been mostly
No
fine.
friends have ever made you look bad.
No, not at all.
I'm trying to think.
I do remember when I did an episode and a guy dressed like me for some reason when I was trying to review movies. He put on a stupid
Was
hat.
that you? You did
Yeah,
that?
He did
Tommy?
do that.
For
That
face
was
off.
good.
Josh Denny and Carl wanted to come in here dressed like you.
Yeah, I remember
Vito
that.
Wars.
The
That'd
Vito
been
Wars. Speaking of which, Josh, Denny, and Carl are now doing a lead-in show to Biggest Problem, the Big Uglies
okay.
podcast, Fridays at 4:30 p.m.
All right.
Yeah, they went live right before we started.
Cool.
We like those guys. Any friends making me look bad? No, I love all my friends, and they always make me look incredible. I love when they take a video of me taking the plastic off a golden T arcade
What the fuck
machine.
was
They're
that?
pissed about that.
Yeah, that's not yours. What are you doing?
It's the display model.
But it's not your. Wait, it's the display model at the store?
Yeah.
So you're just messing up someone's future deal?
No, I'm making it more attractive. If people are going to walk by and they're going to go, oh, that marquee is so faded. Why would I ever buy this golden tea machine? Not knowing that when you take the plastic off, there's a beautiful, colorful marquee underneath. So I was trying
Yeah.
to make the display model look like it's going to look in your house.
Yeah, but who's
going to
buy it? Someone like you's going to buy that machine. And they're going to see
The
it
floor
has
model?
No, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying, whatever. You take.
And they're going to see that there's no plastic on it and go, fuck it. Someone
They
already
have
peeled
display.
It's been deflowered.
They don't leave the plastic on the TVs that they put on the show floor. They take the plastic off the screen
Yeah,
or whatever.
but this was the marquee.
The
That's
marquee, you
different
got to
than-
take. You're not supposed. I took the little plastic film off.
But let's be clear.
I helped. I guarantee.
You just wanted to take the plastic off.
No, I want. Well, yeah, but like it's
and now you're
supposed.
coming up with the
And I was
reason to
smart.
It's
backfill
supposed to
it.
be off. It's supposed to be
But-
off.
But by the owner, not by you.
I
not by random
bet
people.
if you asked the Arcade 1-Up company, hey, are you happy
Yeah.
that this guy went in and made your display model look more attractive to the consumer? I think they say, yes, thank you for taking off this piece of film that was covering up the marquee.
Well, let's find out. I posted the video on Twitter.
ask
Someone
them.
at Arcade 1-Up say,
Someone
hey,
ask
are you
Arcade
happy
1-Up.
about this man doing this?
Do you want people to leave the film on so it looks like a faded marquee graphic, or do you want to see it in all its glory?
Do you go around a lot and like improve people's products for consumers?
Yeah, like like the mayonnaise tastes better if you spit in it. So I
Mix
don't
it up.
fuck. Yeah, you gotta fuck around.
I'm just glad I took the video. I'm like, you know what? I feel like people are really gonna like
It's
this.
just such a violation.
When I see those Mr. Beast candy bars, I break each of them in half and I put it back on the shelf because fuck that
it's
guy.
like a guy, if you're
So
at
I'm
like a
helping him-
salsa bar, somebody just going and taking the best salsa and just dumping it out. Like, why did you do that?
I didn't dump it out. I improved the fucking thing so people could see it.
But the enjoyment is the peeling that thing off. That's what's enjoyable.
It's the floor model. You're supposed to peel it off. Okay, I could have found an employee and said, "Do you want the glory of ripping the plastic off?" But I think that would have been a little more
I
awkward.
said, don't do that.
Yeah, it's whoever puts it up. You're supposed to take it off.
Okay. Well,
I think it was reasonable for me to take the plastic down. I don't know why people are going, "Oh, he's basically damaging the property. It's not good." It's like locked. It's in like a
I knew they would
cage.
react
because
that
it's
way,
not
too.
reasonable. That's why.
It's completely reasonable.
No.
You don't leave the film on the display
Do
model.
you go around like with chips in the store and just crack them open so people can smell the flavor of chips?
It would be helpful. Maybe I will. They give out samples at the Costco.
Yeah, you ate one in the
Costco
video.
does.
Sometimes
Not you.
I should have stood at the sample thing with these samples are incredible. Get on over here. I love helping out at the Costco. Makes me feel like a part of that
It looks
community.
fun.
Ripping the plastic off did
And you
look
didn't
fun.
even do.
And by
You
the way-
didn't do a good job though.
Well, because you're supposed to take it off before you slot it in there, so it's hard to take off.
So
you
it was
fucked it up
a,
it's
so it
already
was a
slotted in
pointless
there.
thing you shouldn't have done because there was no way it was going to look perfect. And now it
No,
looks
because I ended up getting it all off. It was just more. It was more trouble.
It
Show
like,
this to people.
made
Show
me
this
go,
to people.
Hack the movies. Is that it? Is
Yeah.
that where it's at?
yeah.
I don't
Vito watch?
I don't understand how this is upsetting what I've done here.
Well, because you took like the best part of owning something and you ruined it for your own enjoyment.
If you
ruined
buy-
it for
if you
everything.
buy
You're
the-
like the
It
Andrew
is
Tate
fun
of
to
like
rip the
video.
plastic,
Yeah.
Okay, but if the floor model, if you're buying the floor model, you know that you're getting a compromised experience anyway. Okay, you might miss out on ripping the film off the cling.
And the part that would have made it worth it is the part that you ruined.
That's
what
you don't buy
get.
the arcade.
There
This
it
is
is.
not why you buy the thing.
Okay.
You don't buy it to rip that part off.
So you're in Costco. You guys did a big Costco tour today.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
this
we
is,
brought the boom to Costco.
We brought the boom.
This is what? An arcade machine?
It's
Yeah,
an
it's an
arcade
arcade
one-up
for Golden
Tea arcade classics.
Okay. And you are peeling the
And I
plastic-
said, why is that marquee so faded? Oh my God, they left the plastic film on it.
So now when the guy who buys this, when he takes it home, because there's no longer a film on it, it's the chance of scuffing it is like sky high.
That's true.
That's what you did.
Don't buy the floor model. The floor model, you're already getting a discount for the floor model.
He's so happy about it.
That's fun to do.
Doesn't sound like a guy who's improving the
Look, it's even got a
product.
sticker on the film, meaning it should clearly be removed. That little circular sticker.
And I'm here to just shop, and he's making me look
And you,
bad.
okay, so you've left this on, so that it's going to fade at a different rate now.
I took that part off as well, if you keep going.
Okay.
I got it all off. I got it all
Look
off.
at all this shit that you
I
left on
went
here.
back and grabbed that. I got it all off. I'm helping you, Arcade 1-Up.
That's where it cuts.
Yeah, well, I didn't tell him to film it, and I didn't tell him where to cut it. But
Oh,
I
I guess I made him look
I
bad.
got I got all the plastic off, and it's fine. And
How
now-
about when you're like a kid and there's like a cute girl around and one of your friends just like makes you look bad? You're like, what
Yeah.
the fuck was that for?
people are
You're
gonna
not
walk
even
by. The
interested
guy
in that
would not
girl.
even have bought it because he would have walked past it. He would have said, "Oh, this looks terrible." But now he's gonna go, "Oh, hey, that is pretty cool."
Nobody's buying this because the marquee isn't bright enough.
If I
They're
saw
buying it 'cause they
if
have
the
a hoarding
marquee if the
compulsion.
marquee was normally that dull, I would not. I'd be like, "This is a shoddy product."
You know,
All right,
sometimes fans make you look bad. Like when they go to a big wrestling event and they get the WWE Undisputed Champion.
I fucking saw that.
To mention Christine Chandler loving Barb while wearing a shirt
Wearing the
with your face on it.
That's
Hackmania.
cool.
I saw that. I was like, son of a bitch, that would be one of mine.
I gotta say, if
that
we're
was actually
issuing
hilarious.
challenges, the fact that we haven't had a single biggest problem sign at a wrestling event is a big problem.
You got to get on the
Yeah,
wrestling
put the
team.
N-word on a sign wherever you're
That's
going.
not what I said.
they'll take
That's,
that
Mix
down.
the letters up, so it could be any sort of word. NG.
If you put Vito's gonna Q-tip you on
Yeah,
a
get
sign,
out.
That might
Q-tip.
actually be.
that
yeah.
would be good.
Well, I've got my
Q-tip
show's
Cutie Squad.
The cutie squad,
Q-tippers.
yeah. Cuties
My show's
too.
gotten a bunch of
Cuties
signs.
Boogaloo.
Q-tip N-word.
ROTC has had a bunch of signs at shows. Do it an AEW show.
There's been
Yeah,
some
how
good
come we
views.
don't? What the hell?
I don't know.
Our fans are like at the library checking out books,
They're fucking around, man.
jacking off on the computers.
I remember seeing one that said, watch Tim Rogers' review of Tokamiki Memorial. And I said, you should watch Tim Rogers' review of Tokamiki Memorial. Thank you, random sign in the background.
Yeah, Vito's Cuties Squad,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Q-tippers,
good one.
Vito's Q-tips, Vito's Booty.
Peak pedo
obviously.
squad in the house.
Pedos. Yeah, the pedos.
Where are my petos at?
That'd be good.
Q-tipping across America.
Okay, was that your problem?
That
That was my
Tony's
problem.
problem.
Your
Friends
friends making you look bad.
Don't worry, we won't be friends much longer after this apartment tour. You don't gotta worry about that.
Apartment again,
Yeah, it's an apartment.
not a townhouse.
Doesn't matter. It's all the same. Here's my problem, Dick, is sometimes in life, you know, there's important purchases you got to make, right? You know, you got to spend money to make
Golden
money.
teas, yeah.
Yeah. Well, in
PlayStation
business, you got to
shit.
spend money to make money. And then
Yeah.
sometimes, you know, you're focused on spending money to make a business better, and you got one of these guys like a penny pincher type guy.
That's right.
Who
No spending.
who
No spending. That's me.
refuses to invest in success. My
Yeah.
problem is penny pinchers, Dick.
No, that's not a problem.
So
You gotta pinch more. Pinch them till they evaporate. That's my motto.
So I don't know if you guys have noticed that occasionally we put clips on our YouTube channel,
yeah, they're great.
which are fun. We, you know, they help keep us live in the algorithm. They get us new subscribers. They keep the show fresh in people's minds. Gets a discussion going. Just very good stuff. And as part of the clips, you know, we have a guy who makes these clips.
Okay.
I hope he's Venezuelan or Chinese or something.
He's not. You can find his link on the clips. You can links to his channel and
Exposure. There you go.
There
Paid.
you go. Everyone loves
Done.
being paid in
Done.
exposure.
Hey, you know what? They don't like it, but you have to pay your dues.
Yeah.
I paid my dues.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Vito paid his dues.
the point is that this show, I think we need more clips. So I would like to pay the clip guy
$5.
make clips regularly. What do
Yeah.
you think a clip is worth?
A clip?
Yeah.
It's just about the warmth in your heart that
Yeah.
it gives you from making the. I know clippers. They love clipping. They just love it. It's like
Right.
the clipping is its own reward, and I love and I believe them, and I support that.
Real quick. So you have a guy who edits videos, and you need more videos edited. Do you know how
Yeah.
to edit videos?
Yeah,
You do, but you do. You
I don't
have-
want to do it
Oh, but you know how to edit
because
videos
it's too fun. I'll get locked in and I'll get addicted.
Obviously, you have a lot going on,
Yeah.
but like you know how to edit videos. Why
I
don't you-
do know how to edit
Why
videos.
don't you clip it then for free?
Because I would rather just pay a guy to do it.
I'm editing the podcast.
What do you mean
I'm
you're editing
bouncing
the
it. I'm
podcast?
bouncing it. I'm paying
I mean,
for.
you can pay him to do some, and then
How
you
long
can
does
do
that
others.
take you?
I don't know.
Like
I
20
set it and then I
minutes.
go start drinking and then I get up tomorrow and it's done. So it could take 12 hours. It could take 5 minutes. I don't know. So 6 hours, let's say.
I make all my clips, by the way. I've been making my clips for a while now.
That's great. Make all your clips.
Why
That's
don't you make some
wonderful.
clips?
I don't want to make clips.
I
don't
did a
not?
whole video today, and I'm on vacation.
'Cause
What
I
are you
You
don't-
telling me we raised the Patreon price and you don't want to make clips for $6 a month? What the fuck?
I don't want to watch my own podcast. I don't want to edit myself talking. I don't like doing that. Okay, I already don't like doing it for my own channel.
I'll do it then.
I told you to just drop it in
You're
Opus.
not gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it right
I
now.
have a
People,
guy.
people,
I have
people.
a guy who will do it. Can I just pay the guy to do it? And you're like,
How much you paying him?
is it bad if I say it? It's gonna be like 50.
Too much.
It's like $50 a clip. It's totally reasonable.
Tell me that wasn't
That was
perfect
spot
timing.
on. You didn't get the-
Perfect
you didn't
timing.
finish the first
Perfect timing
number.
because he didn't just answer. I was ready for the answer, but I was like, don't you say it right away because he might give some fucking preamble. You got to wait to hear the F sound.
The show is doing well. Okay, we have money coming
we jacked
in.
up the Patreon price on
We
everybody.
Jack it up.
Dude,
it's
just
a totally
use,
reasonable
just use
price.
Opus Clips. I've told
Use
you about.
Opus, what's Opus Clips?
I've
just-
tried using Opus Clips. They suck.
Is it an AI?
Yeah. I mean,
AI,
it's hit or
there we
miss,
go.
but it gives you like a shit
What is it,
ton of-
$5 a month?
It might be a
less?
little bit more than
Okay.
that.
Can we pay him an exposure? Can we put a little Opus Clips on a thing?
Yeah, you get the free trial if you leave.
Then we
Opus.
still have
that's-
to. We
there we
still have to
go.
pay a guy to run Opus Clips because I'm not gonna sit
Tony could
through
do it.
fucking Opus Clips.
Tony would love to.
Tony
I'm
is not
already
going to be
doing
our
it for
clip
my-
guy.
See, he can
just
Tony
do it
does
for
not
us,
want to
too.
do
I
it.
was in Dick. I was in the same position where I'm like, I don't have time. What can I do? And I found this thing that like AI. It picks moments. It's not great. It's hit or miss.
It's great.
But it
Sounds
takes
great.
out a lot of
It hits.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a guy making excellent clips. He's doing very good work. I just want to pay him. And I said, hey, Dick, can I pay this guy? And Dick went, oh, this is too much money. Just get AI to do it. Blah, blah. He's
Making you look.
I got
bad.
a kid.
Yeah.
I can't be blowing money on clips.
We're
I'm gonna
not
explain that
blowing
to
money.
my
Look,
kid.
The clips make us the
Where's
money
Daddy,
back.
Can I have some cereal? No,
I got
no,
paper clips.
child. By the way, I'm doing a gender reveal this Sunday.
Yeah.
You're gonna be there.
Yes.
You're welcome to come as well. But it's gonna be a gender reveal.
You're welcome
that
to come
80s
as
girl
well.
cooked up
Wait, on Sunday?
on my show.
Yeah.
I think I got a late flight just so I could do your show.
There
so.
you go.
Okay, so you should stay for the Super Bowl or something. Are
I
you
gotta
going
be-
back right away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you have to be back right away?
Can't talk about that on there.
Are you doing a mafia thing?
Yes, I'm doing a mafia.
You jacking a guy off for
He's
the
doing
mafia?
an OnlyFans.
You're
50,
doing a-
50 guys in 50 minutes. It's going to be the first guy who ever did it.
You're doing a honeypot kind of thing for the
50
operation
guys
to the
in 50
mafia?
minutes from Tony from Swallow the Movies.
I'm gonna have 10,000 guys come on my head
Yeah, I'm doing.
all over the world.
I'm just saying, I feel like we've had other things on the show where I've been like, hey, we could probably do this. And, you know, what,
Yeah, your
not a-
T-shirts. Where the hell are they? They're still out of stock. I would love to sell some T-shirts.
Sure,
Trucks
the
me T-shirts,
T-shirts.
and where are they?
I set that up. I've set up
out-
T-shirts. I've paid
Okay,
for
let's go.
T-
Let's
no,
go to
okay, I
Killdozer. Is it up or not?
No, it's not.
It's not up. Okay.
It's not up.
Okay.
because whatever. I'll do that next
Well,
time.
where's that?
I forget. I was doing something else. I did almost do it. I think, look, we have this show, and the show can grow. It can get bigger. And as it grows, there are going to be associated costs. And one of the costs is paying people to do things that will benefit our channel, such
That's
as
a liberal myth.
create
All
clips.
that shit that you're saying. There's no costs.
There are
You keep all the money. You got to keep it like
no. Well,
keep it in your hands, and then you squeeze it. The harder you squeeze, the more you keep.
Yeah.
That's the business rule.
I think we should pay a guy to make clips. I don't think it's a
I
big
thought you were
deal.
50% owner. Can't you just do it?
I mean, yeah, I can just.
I
pay
bought
it-
this camera without asking.
yeah.
You bought that camera?
This camera, where is it? I bought it with my money though. I don't ask you about this shit. It's like,
But we
whatever,
can
I'll
add-
buy
you
it.
can put that in the
That's
show
what I do. I'm
budget.
like, nah, I don't want to be that guy who's like, let's both spend show money on this. I just spend it out of my own money because I'm like a good guy.
Throw some Patreon money.
It's
at
not a
it.
good guy thing. We can have a business with expenses. It's good to have expenses.
I just like spending it out of my own money. I don't want to bother
It
you.
is a camera that's going to be in your house that I assume you're going to use for your show as well.
I mean, these are just like word
you
cell
go,
games.
oh, I bought a laptop for the show, and
I
you
did,
obviously
yeah.
but you use it for whatever. And I also said you can expense the laptop as part of the show. I have no problem with that.
I mean, I'm not asking your permission to expense it. I'm just saying I'll buy it out of like, the goodness of
Yeah.
myself.
so are you telling me to pay the clip guy out of the
I'm
goodness
not, look,
of
I'm
myself?
not saying to do anything.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just
You're
saying
basically
that
saying,
what I
Vito, you
do-
pay for it. Take it out of your half because I bought a camera one time.
What do you think these are? How many cameras do you think I have in here? I should rent them to us as the show.
Sure.
I should be the renter of the cameras.
He also
rent
got
by
new
the
lights.
hour.
He also got new lights.
I got new lights today. You don't hear me nickel and diming you for new lights, do you?
Can, if there are expenses associated with the show, we can add them to the budget. We can take it out of.
I don't want to be that guy.
Okay,
Is
but
it-
you should be. Okay,
I don't want to be that guy.
I know you don't want to. I know you don't want to. I know that this show for you is like, we don't have to treat it like a business. It's just fucking around and who cares, And I'm like, well, yeah, there's some of that, but I think
fucking businessman over here.
I just think we should invest in success. I think it would be good.
Okay, so what's the Opus AI thing?
I've used Opus AI. It just makes
Sounds
AI
great.
clips.
Because
amazing.
it finds moments that they think would be clippable. Again, it's not perfect. You got to fine tune
Okay,
it a
here's
little
the problem.
bit. But
His
Perfect
show-
is the enemy of
No,
good.
no.
Perfect
Here's the
gets
thing.
you a 3-year comic.
Because you feed his show into it, and it goes, oh, yeah, here's a perfect clip. The Goonies was the most Gooniest Goonies.
Sounds amazing.
And you feed in
There you
our
go.
show, and it's like they're just talking about black people and trans stuff.
Whoa.
And
It's like you read my
know what?
mind.
Honestly, it's probably trained to not highlight those clips.
No, but I'm saying when I feed it into the AI, it ends up with like 5 seconds of usable footage that is just us going, I ate pizza yesterday. Cool. And it's like, that's the only clip.
It's pretty good.
No,
the rest of it
they
is-
Why don't you
updated
stop
it.
talking about pizza
They
so much if
updated
you
it.
don't
They
want
up-
it?
They're updating it all the time. They have AI clip anything now where it makes even more clips.
Tell me more about the pizza.
You can edit it, adjust it.
I think we pay the clip guy. We'll see if there's a ROI. We'll see if it, if trends.
You believe in this? I think you should
believe
bet
in
on
this.
it and put your money on it.
I think the worst thing that would happen is that we break even on, new subscribers and people
That's what the
coming
solar
in.
guy told me. You're gonna break even. I said, why don't you break your neck and get the fuck out of my house?
I think it would be valuable.
Okay, why don't we do this? How about this?
Well, you don't. I think also.
Okay, never mind. Never mind.
You seem to think editing video is not hard at all.
Easy. Tony's doing it.
I brought up to you. I'm like, well, he's got to listen to the whole 3-hour podcast. Like that's work. He's got to download it. He's got to
listening to this show's work. What the
If the
fuck?
guy, if it's part of his
What? That's it. Well, let's end the show now. If this is, they should be
it's a
paying.
guy-
We're charging people $6
But
a
if
month
it's a
to
guy who
listen
has
to
to
show.
listen to it specifically to find clips, that counts as work. That's
You just
part
go
of
in
work.
the comments and say what was the good part. It's a
JD
clip.
on Howard Stern gets paid to sit and listen to fucking TV shows to find clips for Howard. That's still his job. He still gets paid for that. It's not just we'll just watch TV.
Well,
it's
he's also on like Sirius XM and has like.
Okay, well, yeah, but he has it. Yeah, you're right. He gets paid.
Yeah, he's got a couple
He probably
contracts.
gets like $80 an hour to watch fucking TV or whatever. I'm talking about.
$80 an hour.
Yeah, he's got a salary over there, right?
I don't know. You're the
JD?
fucking insider on
I don't know.
XM.
Have you heard Howard Stern lately? It's just him bullshitting about
No,
nothing.
I've not.
Trump.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Carl's texting me now.
Is Carl saying that clips are good? What did he say?
Nothing.
What?
Okay. This is what I want. All right.
Do you like clips on the channel?
Just be quiet for a second. I'm
Okay.
telling you what I want. This is what I need. I need to have 2 clips every episode
2 clips
that's
is reasonable.
subtitled,
Okay.
subtitles, and put out on TikTok, YouTube Reels, Twitter, all those things.
I do that almost every day. I schedule
There you
them
go.
ahead of time.
How do you do that?
I use the Opus clips. And some I know there's good moments for my show, and I'll clip those and upload.
If I can have that, then you have whatever you want, other thing that you want to have. I like the produced clip with all the stuff on it, but the thing people listen to is subtitle clips on Reels everywhere.
Okay.
That's it.
That's fine.
And you do whatever you want.
Okay, and we can do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do that. Not we.
You mean find a guy to do that? I'm
Me.
not gonna do
Whatever
that.
you're doing,
I'm
yeah.
not making shorts.
Yeah,
I, don't
I
wanna do it.
like the videos that he does.
He
But we
makes
gotta
great
have-
stuff.
Well, it's gotta have that thing that I said at the beginning.
You want the caption?
clips.
You want the captioned ones?
Caption,
Yeah.
blast it out everywhere with the Patreon thing on it.
Those are shorts. You want shorts?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I think in addition to
You can make both. I do it. I'll have like the widescreen version and the vertical version.
there you go.
Yeah.
Shorts.
how long are those though?
Well, YouTube just upped their short length to 3 minutes, so it's
But I'm
like
saying
3 minutes
you
across
never
the board. now.
But I'm saying like you never put out like a 12-minute like clip.
Once in a while, but I mostly just do the shorts because then you can.
Shorts.
You
I
can
think we should
upload
have
it.
shorts and long clips.
I told you you need to do my thing.
Okay, you want your thing. I said we
Yeah,
could do
then
both
you
things.
can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to pay for both things.
Mine's cheaper. Just take the clip, put it into the AI, shoot it out. That's it. None of this
I've
stuff.
tried-
None of this
You
artistry
would still-
shit. that
I
you're doing.
tried here's the other problem we have is the way we shoot the show fucks with that Opus AI thing because we don't have multiple cameras.
I don't think it fucks with AI.
It does.
Nah, I think the AI.
No, it's pretty good knowing who's
I think
talking.
the AI
Again,
has
you
it.
have
No,
to
but it has to
fine-tune
because
it.
we have all 3 of us on screen at the same time.
We don't
so it has
usually
to
have
zoom.
3 people on
Honestly,
screen.
this would probably be good for the vertical one.
There you go. It'll cut back and
Well,
forth.
the AI has trouble figuring it out.
You're talking me out of it.
You
You're
can
talking me
fine-tune
fucking
it, though.
out of it.
You can hit edit and move it around. I do it all the time.
Exactly. Someone has to go in and fucking manually edit it.
How
You
long
can't
does
just
it
have
take
the
you?
AI
How
do
long
it.
does it take you to do that?
Not very long.
How long's it not very long?
maybe like 5 minutes, maybe. To
I
readjust
have
it.
had people come to us to do shorts, but they want like $100 a short, so I said no.
Tell them to go fuck
Don't pay
themselves.
that at
yeah,
all.
exactly.
What are you talking
I
about?
said no. I did say no, but
Okay.
I'm saying that's what the people are charging for that kind of thing.
No.
100
They're
to
not
make,
obviously
like,
not because you're not paying.
If they gave you
The
10
other
shorts
shows
for
are-
100, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we should have more clips.
Got an email about a Nigerian prince charging.
And we are going to have to pay for it, and I'm glad you're on board for that.
Yeah.
And we're gonna,
I just told you. Clips
Okay.
with I know you don't like normal clips that are shot out like normal with subtitles. It's always got to have like extra shit all over
Oh,
it.
those are, no, they don't, and I get it. Yeah.
Okay. Is that your problem?
Penny pinchers.
Penny pinchers. I'll pinch you right in the fucking ground, penny pinchers.
I think what this guy was asking was reasonable. I think it was.
Then
Yeah.
pay him.
I told you what I wanted.
I
Clip,
know.
Subtitle,
Yeah.
no other shit. Just that. That you can do every week. All this extra stuff, that's not.
It's
The
not
good-
extra. It's
The good
like
thing with YouTube Shorts.
I love it, but it's not like you can just. Oh yeah, do it today. I gotta sit down.
No,
think,
you
and
can
go
get- you
through.
can- well,
Yeah.
you-
It's an art. It's an art piece. You can't rush. You know.
it's you never know what exactly is going to be the correct way to get traction. You got to try
Whatever
a
you can
bunch.
do
You got to try a bunch of
repeatedly.
different things. Okay.
Try mine. Subtitles.
Yeah,
Send it
that's
out.
a different type of clip.
Yeah,
We should
That's
do.
one
I
that's
think we
getting
should.
done.
I think we
Yeah.
should do both. Okay.
Okay, we're doing mine, and then yours if you want.
Sure.
I was going to say, the good thing about YouTube Shorts, you can click related video. So if people like it, they can just click right to the full video.
There you go.
Boom.
There you go.
They're
Right
like,
there.
that clip was funny. I want to hear
wanna
the
see the
rest
rest
I'm
of
not
it.
arguing with that. I agree.
Sounds
with-
like you are.
Okay.
Okay, penny pinchers.
Penny pinchers. Thank you, Drunk Idiot Studio, for all your work.
The clips are
They're
good.
great.
I feel bad. The clips are
The clips
really
are
good.
very
feel
good.
bad.
But if you want more, Vito, you just got to find ways to pump out more. You still
Yeah,
have
the way to
him.
pump out more is to pay this guy, and I don't mind paying
Nah,
this
nah,
guy.
nah,
Both of you
No,
can
no,
tag
no,
team
no.
it. Both of you can
You
tag
can
team
do
it.
one of those videos with all the stuff on it per show, but there's more shareable things
Sure.
in every show.
Sure.
The point is to get the shareable things out.
How many clips does Carl do per episode? It seems like 2 or 3 almost.
I don't know.
WHP does
You
great.
don't watch WHP?
WHP
No,
does-
I watch like
their
the
YouTube
full
channel is
video.
great for
Like I'm on their
clips.
Patreon or I listen. I don't really watch the clips too much because I see the whole episode.
I watch the clips
Okay.
because then I get to skip all the boring podcast ripping apart and just get straight to the Stut Joe.
And I, because he's watching, watch the whole episodes and I don't turn ad block off. And I'm a patron.
I watch and I jack off when Carl's talking the whole time.
Who else have they been covering recently? What's the Brennan guy?
Kevin
Brennan.
Who's that?
The
He's
less
Neil
successful
Brennan's brother.
Neil Brennan.
That weird director?
Neil Brennan's the guy who made the Chappelle Show happen with,
Yeah.
and he's like his younger brother. So Kevin Brennan's like also a comedian, and he's always like,
But he's, like,
the
terrible.
older brother, and he's always like, oh, Neil's not even that good. I don't even like Neil. He's like, yeah, but he created a Chappelle Show. That kind of sucks, huh?
Okay, penny pinchers. Your friends
Friends
embarrassing you.
Making you look bad.
Your friends making you look bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I had USAID.
I
Okay.
can't wait to get home to that bathroom. No door. No greeting me.
Well, let's see.
Curtain
What are we
shitting.
doing for the pictures? We're going to show one picture for every $500 we get.
One picture of my bathroom curtain.
I have
I don't know. Tony sent me some pictures.
I have a
Apparently,
picture
I
of
haven't
the
looked.
bathroom curtain,
Well, yeah, we're
Front and
not
behind.
giving those away. Come on.
front and behind the bathroom. curtain.
$500.
And I also sent you a picture of the mattress covered in rainwater.
Oh, it was
And
only covered in
cum.
rainwater because I
And
had to
cum.
inflate it outside, and you said it was comfortable anyway. So what do you
wasn't that bad.
care?
It wasn't that bad.
It's not my fault. It's raining.
It's kind of a thin mattress,
Yeah,
isn't it?
no.
How
It's,
are you?
it's an air mattress. Oh, you're saying because yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
I came in the middle of the night. I heard a popping noise. And shit.
Popping?
Yeah. And then I heard a guy scrambling around in the duct tape drawer. I came in. I'm like, how'd that air match work out? Great. Nothing's wrong with it.
No, I passed right the fuck out.
That's good. I'm glad it worked out.
Okay, here we go.
Hello, stars. I am going to agree. I am agreeing with Vito. Vito is having no bathroom door, just like in my country.
What
It's
country is
very
that?
good. No stress. Nana Go in bedroom. Nana grunt. Nana come back to
Nana
dinner.
grunt.
Ah, she never got up. Nana's still here. We enjoy Nana. Never have to go without her. Yeah. It's so
Yeah?
good that Vito is spreading my culture. He's spreading it to Mr. Hack the Movie Star, and we are all going to be
Mr. Hack the
prosperous
Movies.
because Vito does not want to install a door. Very good.
Very good.
Very good. Oink oink.
Very good.
Where is the book?
Very good.
Where's the book? Funny thing, this isn't my first experience with a bathroom curtain door.
There you go. He's experienced
I
this before.
dated a girl who was like living with her parents, and they got the wrong size door for their bathroom, so they did the bathroom curtain for a
okay.
bit. But like that was actually worse because they had like 2 dogs, and you would be taking a shit, and these dogs would just run into the bathroom, start licking you while you were taking a shit. It was awful.
It's a good point that I have the litter box in there, so having the curtain means that the door's never locked, so the cats can get in there.
Is
whenever
there
they
cat
want.
litter all over the ground?
No, there's a little
There's a
mat to
mat.
catch it. The litter's
Really?
not clean, but you know.
Is it a magical mat?
The litter was clean when you came in. It's not clean this morning because they shit in the middle of the night.
Exactly. Okay, so
Okay.
it's not clean this morning. Okay.
Whatever.
Thank you for letting me stay at your house.
You're
Just
such
like-
a retard.
I don't know.
I should mention, don't forget, biggestproblem.show, vote on all the problems, patreon.com/biggestproblem, and hackamadia.com, promo code biggest. Don't forget to check out our good friend Tony's YouTube channel, youtube.com/hackthemovies.
Yes, I put an episode out today. We did the original The Blues Brothers, and I did my Belushi cosplay. I was Jake Blues.
And he shaved his beard, which is why he had that big fat face, because he was Belushi.
Yeah, shaving the beard after putting on weight. I'm like, oh, that was a double whammy.
look
I
great.
mean, you did
You look
Belushi. You pulled
At the
off
end,
a
at the end of
Belushi.
I'll spoil it now. At the end of the month, we're doing Animal House, and we got the guy who played Niedermeyer. I interviewed him at the end of the episode.
wow.
But I wear
That's
the college
cool.
sweater and do the whole look for the whole episode.
And if this
Okay.
happens, there may be a Hack the Movies of Judge Dredd
Oh,
featuring
yeah.
Dick Masterson, and I think me if I have time to watch it tonight.
Oh.
if I didn't make you look too bad.
I don't know. I'll be fine.
Vito, that last week was disappointing. Those are some really bad problems, man. Like you gotta try harder in the future. Eye exams, man. Come on. If you really want that, just tell them that you might have eye cancer or something. Tell them that you get a lot of pain behind your right eye, and they'll
Hack it.
photograph the back of your eye, and they'll do all these crazy scans. They'll test I don't know, they puff air on your eye for pressure on your eye. They got the tools. They just don't give a fuck about your eyes. Okay, so fuck you.
Did the optometrist leave a voicemail like I told him to?
The optometrist?
Yep.
What do you mean?
I had a guy, he sent me a message, and he said, hey, Vito, I'm an optometrist, and you're 100% right about eye exams.
I don't know.
Okay,
He
well,
didn't identify
might not-
himself.
Well, maybe
as
I
such.
should have brought that comment in.
Yeah.
He said, I'm right, and everyone else is gay.
Oh yeah, bathroom in the living room.
We
Let's
did a
see that.
bathroom one.
Jesus Christ, are you fucking serious? What? Vito, you're a fucking retard. You have a bathroom in the living room. No, you fucking don't. I've lived in every fucking third world country for 2 to 12 months.
Mm-hmm.
Every
Every country.
Thailand, Vietnam, Argentina, Canada, Mexico. Like, you don't.
It's 5
You
of them.
have a bathroom.
Yeah, it's not
The
every
thing
country.
is that if it's a European style design, you have a separate toilet to shit and flush, and you wipe off. Cool. You get the bulk off. Then you sit on a separate toilet,
Yeah, but yeah, we know.
and it's a bidet.
Yeah.
It sprays your asshole.
Thank you.
You have a bidet.
Or
You have a
if you're in
bidet.
Asia or a poor country, you have
Squat.
basically the kitchen sink sprayer.
Okay.
Spray your asshole off.
So spraying your
Jesus
asshole in the
Christ.
kitchen sink is acceptable?
You're pissing me off, man. Like,
Why would you piss this
it's
guy
not
off?
like I really give a fuck about these other countries, but it's like,
What's your
I
problem?
don't know.
dude, they are so fucking cheap to live in. If I had your job,
Okay.
I would be phoning it in every fucking day.
Well,
getting
I'm doing
Starlink,
that.
writing it off on my taxes,
Yeah.
and
Your
doing
shit?
the shit that you're doing. Gee,
You're gonna write off your
God
shit
damn
on
it.
your taxes?
you're a fucking dumb, overweight retard.
This guy really
Both
lost
of you.
steam.
I
at the
don't
end
know
of this.
what. I can't follow this thread.
It's really like he
Overall
lost steam.
boy.
Yeah.
He had a
Almost.
point and he lost it.
Boy.
If I was you,
Why would you piss that guy off?
I don't know. He's like, they don't shit in the living room. They just go into the kitchen and spray their ass off. And I'm like, well, that kind of seems like the point I was making.
Eyes? Maybe
We already did an eyes one. It's all the same
You asked
shit.
if the optometrist called in. I have no fucking idea.
Whatever.
Okay. Irony.
Hey there, Dick. Hey, Beats.
Hey.
Podcast Prophet here. Holy Spirit is speaking through me once again.
Okay.
Just listening up to the tail end of the last episode, and am I the only one that finds the irony in the statement Vito said about doing things, maybe going to Thailand or whatever the fuck it was? But he said, once I get a few things off my plate. I mean, come on. That's just...
Because I'm fat.
Delicious irony.
I don't think that's irony necessarily.
I love that guy always says Holy Spirit speaking through me. I've been wanting to try to bring that up in life, but no one will get it.
Here's one that is just gibberish.
I think Dick's probably going to be regretting this whole getting rid of D&I stuff because of all these plane accidents we've been having. I think the diversity thing was really crucial for the aviation space. Think about it. You're like a pilot who's flying for 9 hours straight on a flight, from Istanbul to San Francisco or whatever.
Right.
And you're probably drowsy, delirious, and you just want to go to sleep and you're flying and you hear, oh hell no, and just, oh my God, I wake up and I gotta make sure I don't smash into this helicopter right now. I gotta make sure I don't hit this fucking tower. Oh Jesus. I don't know. Seems like we're having a lot more plane accidents without this DE&I stuff.
So you think having a loud black woman in the cockpit is keeping people awake?
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So you should have
white guy starts nodding off, and his black co-pilot goes, "Oh hell no, white boy, you ain't sleeping at the goddamn helicopter pilot."
She starts reading Twitter.
Yeah.
That most recent plane crash was right by where I grew up. It was nuts.
The Philadelphia
The
one?
Philadelphia one, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The airport is right by my sister, so now she's on edge. She thinks planes are going to be dropping into her house all the time.
Do you think it's you own the plane crash somehow because it happened near you?
Yeah, it is kind of weird that he was it was right near
It's
where
weird. Nothing like that has ever happened before.
Yeah, I mean, the big fire happened near us.
Yeah, but that's
what's a plane crash?
That's not as cool.
20
Do you think guys who used to live in New York saw 9/11? They went, I used to live in New York.
Yeah,
it's kind of like this
the guy's
happened to
probably
me.
getting stabbed right now,
That's true.
a mile away from here.
Making me
you
look
feel
bad.
like you own it.
Trying to do a relatable story.
Do you own any crime?
A cool story.
A cool story.
Yeah,
it's like I was a part of it.
It's not really a story though. It's just
that is a good problem. Wanting to be a part of a thing that you have nothing to do with at all.
It happened around you. It's like small town, co-op thing.
Did you see that 7-Eleven in the background? I bought a cola there once.
Making me look bad. My friends
Incredible.
making me look bad.
Remember where that woman got brutally raped in that alley? I peed in that alley once. Oh, it's kind of like you're part of the story.
It's interesting.
That was a weird example, but I get what you're saying.
Hey, Dick. Hey, Vito. So Vito was complaining about my last voicemail where...
calling in from the living room.
About the Joe Biden and all the leftist bullshit.
Okay, I can't.
This is terrible audio quality.
Right.
No.
Okay.
Wait, do the board game one. That's it, the last one.
Okay.
Hey, Dick. Hey, Vito. Podcast Prophet. Holy Spirit is speaking through me. This is for Vito,
Hi.
mostly. And, just to show that Dick is kind of right. You're talking about doing board game night and shit like that, and Dick made the point of, there's always one person who, knows how to play the game better than everybody else. Well, me and a few friends of mine do a game night once in a while, and, we play board games and shit. Catan, we did play Ticket to Ride.
I'm good at Catan.
The Die Hard game, we played the... Anyways, I won't go over the whole fucking thing. Anyways,
Thank
point
you.
is,
You already went too
we
many
were
of
bringing in
them.
a new guy, so we had 5 people, and the guy who brings most of the games brought a new game about being like a rock star in the fucking 80s. And nobody fucking knew what we were doing. It took 30 minutes to explain what we were doing.
It's a waste
and
of
then
time.
we played the game. The game took fucking way too long. And by then, my friend and I are a little too drunk. And it's just a mess. It was just... So my big, the biggest problem is...
That was the worst story I've ever heard.
Too far with game night. stick with the hits. You know what I mean? Like I said, Stan. Fucking,
You know, I
there's
complimented
other
him in the previous one. We shouldn't have
I
played this. We
regret
shouldn't have played
asking for the
this.
board game voicemail.
Board
You're
game.
making podcast
A guy
profit
brought a
look bad.
board game over, and we played it, and it took
I can't
a while.
believe the voicemail about board games was boring.
Well, I thought
what a fucking.
I have a lot to
how
say about board
crazy.
games.
Is any of it good?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Let's hear it.
Well, you know, there's a lot of Catan. I like Catan.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you mean? I
Board
don't
games.
know. You gotta give me a topic. You gotta talk about.
What did you think he was going to be talking about?
I will say, you want a good board game story? Here, I got a good one. One time we were playing, what is it called? Agricola, I think it's called. And my buddy was explaining how to play the game. It's a game about farming. And then he said, and then this is the bread baking phase of the game. Phase 8 is the bread baking phase. And I started laughing really hard. I said, that's the best joke anyone's ever made. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, you're making a joke about these complicated Euro board games. Like, can you imagine if there was a phase where you baked bread in an oven? And he said, no, there is a bread baking phase, and it is crucial to playing the game. And I said, oh, I'm in for a fucking time, aren't I? And I baked some bread. There's a variety of different ovens you have to buy and a variety of different types of bread you can bake, and then you have to sell it at the fucking market.
What the fuck is this
That's
game
a board
again?
game.
What's
that?
that?
That's all board games. What you're describing
Just the
is
bread baking
Why don't you
phase.
just bake the bread in
Yeah.
real life? Like,
Well, because you don't score victory points in real life.
I hate any kind of cooking in any kind of game. Video game, like I hate that shit.
What if you really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I hate it.
The cooking in a Zelda was terrible. The new Zelda games, no fun.
I really wanted to like the combat was awful in those games.
You didn't play any of those Zeldas there? You playing any games or no? Too busy with the baby.
No, I don't really play video games.
Yeah.
It's just a big waste.
Well, you were
of
playing
time.
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, for like a week or two in the summer, maybe longer than that. That's fun. Every couple of years, play one.
Well, you've been a snob about video games.
I usually only play games.
It's not a snob. They're fun when I was a kid, but
Yeah.
they're just a total waste of time for adults.
I only play them when I'm live streaming or like vacation or holidays. I'll play a lot.
Me and Tony played
Yeah.
the Dungeons and Dragons Sega Saturn.
Yeah, and I had no idea.
arcade
It's all in
port last
Japanese,
night.
so I had no idea what anything was.
Yeah, we didn't know which of our magic spells
It's like,
were.
use your item. Like, I don't know what fucking item I have.
Well, you had
It's
the
all in
bow.
Japanese.
It's all in Japanese. I'm like, oh, okay.
It was pretty fun, though.
Yeah, it was
Sounds fun.
He was the
was all
dwarf,
right.
I was the elf. I kept trying to make him kiss, and it just wouldn't take for some reason.
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons. Guys, vote on all the problems, biggest problem to our show. Patreon.com/biggest problem. Go to hackmania.com to get your Hackmania tickets. And go to youtube.com/hackthemovies
Yes.
to check out the upcoming Judge Dredd episode featuring Dick
Well,
Masterson.
it'll come out months from now. I want to put it on the 30th anniversary, but
Oh, when's that?
I forget. It's on my.
Oh, did I spoil a thing that they're not? Well, this gets them to
No, I
subscribe.
mean, we are shooting a Judge Dredd episode. Just,
Okay.
You made it seem like it was coming out next week.
I didn't know if it was like a secret, like
it's
a
good to
secret.
know.
Yeah.
I won't say anything, topical.
Yeah. I mean, you could probably guess some.
How about
Regardless,
these liberal pedophiles?
They'll be gone by then.
Well, even though Dick's episode is a ways off right now, there's already episodes featuring myself. We watched Face Off, and of course the first Evangelion movie, which is one of the
thank
worst
you for that.
performing videos on Tony's channel.
Why don't
Yeah.
you clip it? Why don't you make some clips?
You should have made some clips.
I should make some clips. Yeah.
You get to hear us talk about naked 14-year-olds and how excited Tony was for that part of the movie.
Yeah, the kid's naked. He's covered by a soda can. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Oh, you didn't
fuck
like
is
having the
this
soda
shit?
can in front of his dick? You wish he was just hanging out, flopping around?
No, I've seen enough dicks flopping around today.
It's
thank
for
you very
kids,
much.
though, isn't it? Like
It's
that
not
show.
for kids.
It's a cartoon.
There's a
It's for
naked teenage
kids.
boy. It makes me think it's for teenage
It
boys.
is not for teenage boys.
No, it's when did you first watch it?
When I was a teenage boy.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
It's a more mature anime
For
I'd
mature
say.
teenagers.
There is a smart penguin that reads, and it never gets explained why. And every time I ask him for questions
Cute
about
meta
it,
shit.
so he'll lecture me on all the lore. And I ask about the penguin. He's like, "Don't worry about the penguin. It's not important." I'm like, "That's kind of like a big fucking deal. It's a sentient, smart penguin."
Yeah.
And it's just like a background thing.
I
I'm
hate
like,
the penguin. The penguin is
I'm
irrelevant.
like, what the
to
fuck is
whole
this
thing.
penguin? It like reads. It like makes itself a drink. I'm like, what?
It's a smart penguin.
But they never explained like why is it smart.
Well, it came from the Antarctic where first impact occurred, so it's possible that the Angel Awakening created some sort of IQ jump in the surrounding animals, or maybe just the fact that it was buried there. Anything that was.
And it can talk?
No, it can't.
It can't talk, but it acts like a
drinks?
human. Yeah, it like
gets beers
drinks,
out of
it
the fridge.
reads.
But you can train animals to do that anyway.
They can live in an environment that it shouldn't be in. Like her apartment.
It has a refrigerator.
Most penguins are not Arctic. So I don't know if you knew that.
And it has,
I didn't know that.
And
I'm
it has
sorry.
its own refrigerator that it can sleep in that we see in the show.
No.
So,
but he'll lecture me on all the other stuff, and I just don't pay attention. I'm like, yeah, but what about the
you have to
penguin?
extrapolate out that the fact that the angel was buried in Antarctica, that any life that evolves in that area would probably have a higher IQ from the natural effects of the white moon.
And then the angel's got like a bunch of
It's the
eyes, and
black
it looks
moon.
like Jesus on a cross. Like, who put it on the cross? Did it just come to Earth on a
It's
cross?
a little on the nose.
Well, it is
the
an
angel thing I get, but crucified?
Yeah.
All right.
It is never explained if it comes on the cross or if it was later placed on the cross. I like to assume it came on the cross.
Anyway, super chats, right?
Yeah. Did we hit our goal? Did we hit the goal where Tony's going to take his clothes off?
I don't think we hit the goal.
When are you guys doing that Trailer Park Boys podcast?
We got to talk about
I don't know.
that.
We got to talk about that. Vinny can't call in now.
I thought
though.
of a great way I could contribute to that. So what I would do is every episode.
We're good. Maybe when we get to like the Tom Arnold seasons, you can come in.
Wait, was Tom Arnold actually on Trailer Park
Yeah,
Boys?
it sucked.
It was
It
pretty
was bad.
What season was that? Like 5, 6?
I think it was the second Netflix season. The first
Yeah.
Netflix season was fine. The second one.
How many seasons was it before it went to Netflix?
It made me
7.
not like Tom Arnold and Trailer Park Boys, and I love them both. And it made me
the
not
later
like
Netflix
them.
seasons, there's great moments in it, like when Ricky has to install the towel rack and he destroys
rips
it.
it
But like overall, like they're like I never rewatch those seasons. I'll
No.
rewatch scenes, whereas the first 7 I'll just watch like on a loop.
When that
constantly.
when that button pops up, this is, are you still watching on
Yeah.
the Netflix Trailer Park Boys? And I know
You just don't
I'll
even
just
keep
let it
going?
expire. Yeah.
Oh my God. Cardinal for 2. We love Vito even if he flashes his friends. Synthetic Shinobi for 2. Thanks for not killing yourselves. Synthetic Shinobi for 5. Biggest problem is having to use manually operated public urinals and toilets in the modern day. What are we doing? I'm telling you what I'm not doing. Not flushing.
I'm gonna get a beer.
Koof for
Can I have a
5.
beer?
Yeah.
Thank you for
Thank
not
you.
killing yourselves. Let's give a warm welcome back to young Klippa. I'm looking forward to Sturgis's mom grounding Eric's #1 fan.
Dude, I love that young clip is back.
One
It's
more
amazing.
time, his Twitter was CG
Scumlord. And
Scumlord.
actually, he did a anniversary. He did a tour of the warehouse.
There's a warehouse
There's a
tour
warehouse tour.
available. Is that on ASE Presents? Or
I think it's on that and also the Twitter.
on the Twitter as well.
Watch that video.
Brits Man for 2. Dick spraying beard is like a memento mori diet. LJ Clobberino for 2. The biggest problem is heart palpitations at 27 from cigarettes and booze. My God.
Jeez.
Martin O'Keefe for €5. Thanks for resisting Vito's relentless push to make lazy hangouts sell content. I get secondhand embarrassment from him trying to leech on more fat.
Wait, what was that?
He doesn't want to make. I suggested we should like stream games and stuff.
I
Diamond G.
asked you if you wanted to live stream a game last night. You went, nah.
I was tired last night, and I'm still tired.
Oh, wow, you were tired last night. How's that different than any other time you're tired?
Well, I had woke up.
I got off a flight. I was like, you want to live stream, buddy?
I didn't want to live stream last night. It wouldn't have been good. I didn't have any energy. I only had enough energy to eat a big pastrami sandwich and fall asleep. And I did that expertly.
You on a Pacifico or a street cart?
I'm a street cart. I never had one of those.
Diamond G for 2. Vito's no drawer policy led to the snossage incident. For another 2, he says, was it snossage or gunt? Never mind. Here's $2 though.
Thank you.
J-Rob Detailing for €10. Hello, lads. Well, Ireland has reduced its speed limits. My local road to work was 50 miles per hour. Now it's just 37. Total balls rant over. Oh, what's going on? You guys got to elect a Trump.
What is going on in Europe?
Yeah. You guys got to
They're gonna need
move.
something stronger than Trump to Ireland.
Cardinal for 2. Superkiller is Vito's Mega Evolution. For another 5, he says, but for real, we need an update. When will Superkiller hit print? And when's it going to be ferried for... Oh. LJ Clobberino for 5.
I suck, Hawks.
Vito missed his window to fund Superkiller with DEI money. You weren't gay and ethnic enough.
Yeah, wouldn't that have been awesome? Another comic
been
DEI
smart.
funded that didn't come out.
I should have made a DEI
Just
comic.
pocket it.
That's okay. Rippaverse has given us all the DEI comics we could ask
Oh
for.
man,
Blood Ruth.
Sorry,
Saoirse.
Yeah, I saw him 3. I can't. Is that announced
Can't
yet?
he have one that just is like a normal name? Actually, the closest it comes to a normal name is Alpha Core. I'm like, at least those are 2 words
No,
that
but it
I've
should
heard
be
before.
CORP. The thing, it's not
Yeah,
CORP.
not right.
Yeah.
Is it true that he's also making like Delta like Omega
Delta Force?
buddies or something?
Well, now there's one that's like the
There's like an
history of the
evil
Civil
Alpha
War.
Core?
Beta Central.
Yeah, the Great War of Separation he's doing.
Where they like drew a building on fire, but they just added the fire later, and the building doesn't look like it's
Right.
actually on fire.
Somebody-
Ryan Solari's time of being in the military.
Oh. I forgot.
Everyone's favorite character who we're all attached to. But the fact, don't they have an Alpha Core art book, a comic that has one issue you can buy an art book for?
Solari, save us.
Did you see one of the Rippatards wanted to buy those Dakuman cards?
It said they're too expensive.
And that Eric should release them one at a time so he can spend $8 per card instead of $75 for a 12-pack of cards that say ISOM's name and history.
And the color of energy he uses.
Like the manual of a Street Fighter game.
They put out a video recently with that Gothic chick, and she's like, Isom's powers are still a mystery. I'm like, how are they still a mystery? Just tell us what his powers are.
Did you see? I watched some of that video.
Yeah.
Did you know that Gothic X also can't read, like Eric?
Yeah.
That Eric, who made the Rippaverse, can't read, and Gothic X TV, the spokesman or person, can't read. Isn't that crazy?
Here's what I don't get. I mean, I think I've brought this up before. There are guys who are deluded into thinking Eric is making good comics, and they're like, at least read them and know what's going on. I know Eric just wants to give a job to his friend or whatever, but...
It's also not that many comics.
No.
Like, you could read them all in like a day.
Is Eric already balls deep in the one Sasuke sister right now in Megacon?
I have no idea.
Has Gothix read the comics yet?
Can she?
She's the spokesperson. She has to read them all, right? He probably said, hey, you should read these because you're...
going to make it worse.
She went on that stream complaining about gatekeep, and I'm like, wait, you guys are using the SJW language. I thought you all hated that.
The gatekeeping argument is the most confusing in the world, where they're like, well, the problem is that Ethan Van Sciver is gatekeeping comics. I'm like, Ethan Van Sciver is just a guy making... He doesn't choose who makes
just a
comics
guy that makes
or not.
apology videos to child pornography.
Nothing at all. Normal, regular people. Jesus Christ.
Child pornography fighters, I was going to say.
mention, I'm not actually-
guys unfairly
non-publishers.
accused.
I'm not a
I didn't
member
say
of the
which
show.
guy he was. I said in general, he makes videos about not child pornography. Is that true or not? He said he defended you for not making child pornography, and he defended another guy.
He defended me for not.
He said that you're not a pedophile. He doesn't
That's
think.
different
and he
from
better
defending
not be.
me for not making. That's a whatever.
Why is it different? You're the same as the other guy that he's talking about. He said he went on stream and said you're not making child pornography. He went on stream and said that other guy, Pee-Pee's not making.
Pee-Pee is not making.
Pee-Pee's not making child. So if Pee-Pee's not making child pornography, and we know you're not making child pornography.
Why did you pause after saying that? Yes, I am not making child pornography.
Okay, so then
Thank you.
Pee-Pee is the same as you.
No one is making.
Neither of you.
I have to hope that no one in any of these comic areas is making child pornography.
And if you did, you
Except
would
for
have
that Raging Golden Eagle guy
competition.
who Yellow Flash hangs out with, who does make child pornography. But that's
well, Yellow Flash reads it, you know, and grades it and
does
says
like
it's a
that.
12 out of 10.
Yellow Flash has promoted his friend who exclusively makes lolly comics.
So Yellow Flash consumes child pornography.
A lolly of some sort he seems to be okay with. I don't know.
Little kids getting raped is child pornography.
According to those guys, yeah.
It's according to me.
I
According
think
to
he
you.
would probably say
When it comes
that.
to drawings, though, but yeah.
I mean, it was shocking to me when I saw that he streamed with a guy who just made lolly comics. And I'm like, dude,
Well-
this is infinitely worse than the shit you talk like shit about.
Again, it's weird that
These guys are...
All I'm saying is I got to dig deep.
it's just they're all doing the social justice stuff now, but since they're doing it, it's okay. And I'm like, I'm hearing gatekeeping. I'm seeing woke like DII comics and
Okay,
bitch
but
is
seriously,
retarded.
Gothics has to read the comics to be the spokesperson.
Nah, it's gonna make her job harder.
She
needs to
can't
have-
not read. She must have read one of them, right?
No, I'm gonna tell you why. When people,
She knows Isom. We don't know his powers for some reason, so she knows that. Maybe she read the Dakumon cards.
that's fine. But if
Okay.
somebody tries to fuck with her and ask her specifics about the story, she has to have a blank slate on her. Like she has to have no reaction.
Why
Or else she's gonna go, oh hell no.
Why didn't he just get like an actress? Like WWE has like girls interviewing the wrestlers. They don't know much about wrestling, but they're just there to.
Too expensive. Gothics is practically free. It's conservative
That's true.
influencer.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
You know, $500 a month, whatever.
And
for
getting
that
paid
shit.
in exposure.
Yeah,
Well,
Which is good.
it's a good.
Which is good.
Shouldn't you get a white guy to do it? The white guy's the one's buying the comics. Shouldn't you have one white guy who goes, "You got to buy this black guy's comics"?
No, the
There's a black lady doubling up
Rippaverse
on
is just white people
Buying-
who are obsessed with black people.
right.
So there's more black people to butter.
He's got a lot of black people working there, so
Laser eyes.
yeah.
Is that the one who adjusted his pants when he like pretended like he was about to fight Riley and then
Yeah.
just did it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I love-
Devo.
That was my favorite. Riley just stares at me like, "Are you gonna hit me?" And he's just like,
The guy said, "Hold on, I got to focus in on you."
How many of you all do?
Speaking of friends making you look bad, it turns out I had fans who were liked Rippaverse stuff, and they want me to hate Riley so bad.
I understand that.
They're like, "Oh, he does this." I'm like, and I've never betrayed him. I was just like, "No, he's just a cool, funny
Well, you still
guy.
get the people who go, "I can't
funny
believe
guy."
that Riley guy went and peed on 100 graves," and you're like, "Yeah, I know."
And I have to keep one
That's
of them was
the
like,
worst.
"Sorry, how would you like if someone did that to your grave?" And like an ancestor from like the 1800s. If you could,
No, your grave.
not
Your
my
actual grave.
I wouldn't care. I'd be dead. But if someone wants to pee
what
on
you
my
say now,
my
but-
great grandfather, you gotta go somewhere in Italy for that.
Can you
Have
believe
fun.
Riley cut off the head of Eric's grandfather with a
He
fucking
sold it
rust?
to me
Yeah,
for his bail.
he just went in.
I have the skull.
with a hacksaw. And he cut the skull off the corpse.
still
I
like-
dress up like Calvin Candy and
They're
do
still like, he
phrenology
should be-
on it every night.
They're
Talk
like,
about
he
how
should be in
stupid
jail. And I'm like, well, then the star witness should have testified instead of ditching the subpoena.
Instead of pussying out.
No.
Yeah.
Anyway.
He's been a bad boy. Black Crimson for 5. Thanks for snacks. Thanks for not killing yourselves. This may be controversial. From Tony Frack, the movies is better than Frog Tony, Big Head and all.
Oh, wow.
We love
start a
all.
fight
We
with
love
Frog
all our
Tony.
Tonys. Chris Jackson 5 says Ralph said Vito is 400 pounds and got mad when I said he's 285. Ralph seemed to genuinely believe I weighed 400 pounds. It was weird. And then I said, no, Ralph, I've thankfully never weighed 400 pounds.
That's a lot.
So that's a lot.
That's a lot. I knew a guy who weighed 395. He was big.
Well, that's what's It is actually
And tall.
like that's the weird thing I think as a big fat guy is I go, but there are like bigger fat guys, which is surprising. Mm-hmm. It's actually surprising to me that I don't weigh 400 pounds because you're right, I am terrible with food or whatever. I'm like, how have I not gotten to like super balloon weight? I'm
You gotta
horrible.
eat like
move
the
around
whale.
more, man.
What's that?
You gotta move around more, man.
But well, that's the thing is I think I do move around a bit. Like I'll go places and walk around and shit. So
Yeah, you do go a lot of places.
yeah. It's just I eat like an idiot. You know,
Calories in, calories out.
Calories in,
He's been
calories
making
out.
fun of me for counting calories this whole time.
oh, it is gay the way. He
Yeah,
does.
what do you count? Too many.
Yeah.
What do you mean you're counting calories? What are you counting?
I'm trying to be less fat.
Dick, when I
Just
said
don't eat.
When I said, "Do you want to
Oh,
eat
just not
something?"
eat.
I said, "Do you want to get Jack in the Box?" He said, "Oh, that's great because they'll probably have calories listed on the
That
menu."
is the worst part when you're
And I
counting
said,
and
"Bro,
the places don't
just-
have the calories. I'm like,
Tony, what do you need to
Tony,
count
you
of
just
the
guess.
calories?
If it's a taco, you just go. I don't know, 500, 600 calories. Just guess.
But what are you counting for? Do you say like that's my limit?
No, I got the monitor and everything. I'm tracking the calories in, calories
And then
out.
what do you say like that's too many calories for me today?
Yeah.
Huh.
And then you just stop eating.
Why don't you just stop eating good things that you like?
I mean,
That's
yeah.
the same thing, isn't it? Like high
guess.
calories or
I don't know. I'm counting calories, guys. Do you want me to lose weight or not?
No, I don't want you. I absolutely don't want you to lose weight.
I want to know the thought process.
You're in the
That helped
shit.
me
You're
I don't
in the
know. I
shit
got a
with me.
calorie counter to let me know what I'm eating, and then I just.
It's like a woman
Stay
over
under it.
here. You got. Oh, I
Let's
got,
see it.
I got my calorie counter.
What does it
Let's
say
see.
for today?
How many calories are in semen? Oh, only 5. So I can eat like 100 dicks a day. Oh
I
my
think
god!
there's a lot more than that.
You think?
Are you getting on the scale
semen?
today?
Yeah.
You getting on the scale?
No, I'm not gonna get on the scale. Oh, maybe I'll get on the scale. We'll see.
I got something good for you in Vito's booty.
Oh, I'm excited.
There's a guest here, so it has to.
It
be
has
good.
to be
It
good.
has to be good. All right. Counting calories with Tony from Lose the Boobies. Baron Jugen von Hilden for 2 says, it's my box. It's now or never. I'm gonna be a pig forever. I just want to have what's in the box. These are all individual $2 super chats, by the way.
How
It's
do you
my
do this?
box. My heart will need an open bypass. If I don't get off of my fat ass, I just want to have what's in the box. It's my box. And they put guitar solo.
He could have spelled it out.
For their 5, he says, Vito, you're the one that's holding you down. Don't bake no cakes. Put the door dash down. How
How did you do that in a row like that?
Because nobody else put a super chat. He's just
Nobody
running
messed
with
that
it.
up? Reckon didn't mess that up?
No, he just kept
Wow, that's cool.
going. Good work, man. Chris Jackson for 5 wants the Vito's Cat song. I think you got to pay more than 5 for that.
Yeah, you got $20 minimum.
Come
for
on,
requests.
that's a long
Come on,
stinger.
give me a
Cameron
break.
for
and we got to
2.
get Tony naked, so we need those $20.
Cameron wants.
If we hit the goal, though, you might. You
what
said
was the
you
goal
might.
again? It was like what?
You got to take
50 orange
$20
chats.
super chats. I think you're
You'd
safe.
go au natural.
Cameron wants to know, was my penis like an acorn in a forest, Tony?
I didn't stare at it
No.
enough to memorize it. So.
Yeah, right.
It was
you
hanging
know, when
low,
you see a
baby.
dick, you're like
It was hanging
frozen
low.
in time.
I had the
A wrinkle in
towel. I had
time.
the towel over it. Antagonist for 2.
Could you tell where the towel started? and where
Vito's
the penis began?
fat is like a memento mori diet. Frank Lucas for 10 says, thanks for skipping my super chat for the second time, Vito. You will not be getting any more compliments in your videos. You are fat RSK. I don't know what RSK is.
Fat RSK?
Othan for 5. Looking forward to tonight's episode. Dick and the Wide Loads.
Fuck you guys.
Manny Muskets is here for 2. He says, Tony better promote his Black Dynamite episode.
Monday.
He did.
Black Dynamite.
Oh,
I think Black
okay.
Dynamite will
Black
be Monday's
Dynamite
episode.
featuring
cool.
Manny Muskets, who I said should come to Hackamania as the only black person, and for some reason Dick had a problem with that.
Oh, remember? No, you didn't call him the black person. You said, "What's that one?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
I had to text him like, "Did you hear Vito call you that one?"
What other black person was in Philly? He was the one.
What other black person lives in Philly?
No, at the Philly live show.
Tons of them.
There was
I
a
would've-
lot of black guys.
I would have said his name. It
was
I don't know,
nighttime.
That's just
You
me.
couldn't see him.
I would have said his name.
But I didn't say his name because I couldn't remember it. That's why I said, what's
How
that
could you not
one?
remember? We
could you
brought him
not
up,
remember
introduced him. He's been around forever. We're like, that was Manny Muskets. Let's
He
bring
almost,
Manny
he
back
almost
out.
ruined the show because he kept kicking the audio box with all the XLR cords.
Oh, I do
in it.
remember that.
Yeah.
I like Manny. I promoted Manny. He said, yeah.
If he had more followers than you, you'd have remembered his name like that.
You're right.
So anyway, that
means
one will be
nothing
on
to
my
me.
show Monday.
That
will be
one.
on-
The good one. Cougar for 5. Do a mouth cutout picture for Ye, then have Dick read his tweets. I don't think we can read those tweets on YouTube. I'm sorry.
I can't outdo Ye, though.
Yeah,
He's-
well, that's the problem.
I mean,
It's already too good.
Yeah.
Riley for 2. Tony has a comically large head.
I should make a comic.
Nate
Heado.
Nate H for 10. Yeah, the heado. I was fishing with
Super
my
heado.
Okay, this guy's trying to get me to say some nonsense. Thank you, a guy
It's
with.
a $10 super chat. You're not
Oh,
gonna
okay,
read
you read it.
then.
There you go.
I was fishing with my friend Nick for
Gar. Fish.
hurt my knee catching. You know, it's boring. Let's go to the
Yeah,
next
it's scoring.
one.
Is it too boring for you,
Catching
Tony? Why do you not want to say something about knee guards and catching bar?
He doesn't have them together.
Yeah,
like
it could
that.
be
You said
anything.
that.
Yeah, Cameron for 2. My second favorite Tony Ribbit. Frog Tony will be back. I saw he's streaming again or something, right? Like, what happened? He did a big return.
He's been back for a while.
I know he's been back
now.
for a
He
while.
only left for like 2 weeks.
I know he's been back for a while, but somebody said, I thought he did like a big show in the last like week or something. No.
I don't know. He had something out today called the Frog Tony Show episode 1. I'm like, isn't it always?
Okay,
Are
well,
they
Frog
called something
Tony
else?
show is
So
now.
one. There you go.
I guess.
Everyone
Got a lot of
loves
But
the
he's
first
been
print.
back for a while. He only left for like 2 weeks. So.
Yeah, no, I saw he was back, but I thought he was doing some. Here's another Nick, whatever joke. Got it. Chris Jackson for 2. Tog Froney, Spider Eternal for 2. When y'all coming to Texas? We need comedy. Maybe. I saw you. Are you going to do you're talking about doing a show with Carl?
Yeah.
You guys you haven't talked about where yet?
Probably in like the north. Probably in the northeast. Carl does everything over on that side of the country.
DabbleCon was a lot of fun.
Where was that?
I was in his hometown, Rochester.
He was in Rochester?
Yeah.
Wow. How many
They
people were there?
It was a decent amount. It was
In
a lot of
Rochester.
people.
Can we do some in
Someone in the parking lot broke into like 13 people's cars. But other than that,
God
it was a lot
damn
of fun. It was a lot of fun.
Is there a
I
lot of,
got to watch me and you on the screen and everyone making fun. Mostly you.
I did
From the
fine.
Biggest Problem episode.
The episode where I expertly
That
hosted
was your
Tony.
friend making you look bad. I was just like, oh, I'm going to be a guest host
Oh,
on the
nothing
show.
matters.
Oh, it's the worst episode.
What was I going to say?
What did you do?
I didn't do
No,
shit.
it was the
one
they
where
played
you-
it. They played a
yeah, I
clip
remember
from our
that
show.
one. Oh, man. Yeah, that was a disaster.
Would anybody ever do anything in Boston? I know Boston's like so hard to like get venues.
What do you mean? What
We
do
do
you
like
What are
Boston.
you talking about?
I'm saying it would be great if a live show, Massachusetts, my stomping grounds. I'd have fun.
You want to do a live show in
I would love to
Massachusetts?
do a live show in Massachusetts.
I
I could look into it. I could see if I know any venues or anything.
For what? For this show?
Could be for this show. I don't know. I mean, I guess if I'm doing it, it would be for this show. Yeah.
Have like do we need to send the T-shirts there in advance?
If we're
So they're ready
selling
to-
T-shirts, do we want to sell T-shirts? We sell.
Well, it's gonna happen.
No, Tony can
anyway.
just. We'll pay Tony to show up and draw the T-shirts for us. That'll be good.
That was me making you look. I designed
Thank you.
sell-out
Thank
merchandise
you
for you.
making T-shirts.
And Mid Salad. Thank Mid Salad.
You, Mid Salad,
Yeah,
for
she
drawing
worked-
the
she worked hard
T-shirts.
on that.
Very hard. Yeah.
Back before she lost her mind.
She never lost her mind. Mint,
Isn't it
you're
amazing?
perfect.
Isn't it amazing?
It was great.
Mint,
there
you're
was
great.
the halcyon days before everybody went
We
crazy.
all love you, Mint. You're great.
Before everyone became an asshole.
Yeah, except for me.
Yeah.
Mint has always been good to me. She never yelled at me for an hour on the phone before. She's great. We all love Mint.
I've learned that you just can't apologize to a woman, and you got to accept that. Strategy for 2. Dix and Veets are ahead of the game with this guest. Can he put head in bold because you have a
Yep.
giant
Yeah, I saw
head?
it.
Pace Pop Pete for 2. Tony's head is so big it needs 2 cameras. Jerry and Coke for 10 says, Tony, how's staying at Vito's house? I feel like
I think
we've
we've
answered
covered that in great
How-
detail.
if you could summarize it in one word, what would that be?
I'll give you one word. Free! So shut your fucking mouth. I could have made you
pretty
get
bad.
a
It was free.
I could have
It
made
was
you get a
free.
hotel. Oh, shut up. He's having the time of his life. We played Sega Saturn. He got to edit a video on my computer.
I did. It was great.
How are those cats? Pretty good.
The cats looks very happy.
They're
The
nice.
cats
They're
are
happy
very
cats.
They're
yeah, it's
very-
getting jacked off every day.
I was rubbing the cat's belly, and I look at Tony, and I go, hey, Tony, can you go grab the Q-tips from the bathroom for me? And he said, no.
I'm like, aren't they
"Oh,
boy cats?
Now
What the
you're
fuck?"
fucking me over here. Dominic for 20 says, y'all ain't getting $1,000 in super chats. Well, I guess no one wants to
well,
see
then
Tony.
you're not getting.
Yeah, you're not getting
Vito's
naked Tony.
apartment or house.
You're not getting
whatever it
anything.
is.
Lemon Trashy for 2. Talk about the bathroom curtain.
We've done it.
We've covered that. Hot Fire Dingledorf for 10. Soul Calibur 2 wants to make a 2B joke. Aklovich for 2. How'd you make Tony's head 10 times smaller?
Oh, come on.
Jav City for 3. What's it like shitting in a doorless toilet,
I think we've
Tony?
already talked
He had a
about
great
it.
shit.
I've had
Blakey
experience with it.
for 5. Hey, Tony, did Vito teach you how to Q-tip cats?
There are Q-tips in the bathroom, and I was like, I should auction this off to like Kiwi Farms
I need
or
those
something.
Q-tips, so don't take them. I need those to wipe my ears. LlamaCore.com for 2. Tony, can you teach Vito to hack some salads? There you go.
Hack a salad.
Johnny
Yeah.
Rico for 5. Dick, I went to the food bake. I got canned pork and beans, a loaf of bread, and some butter. I'm eating like a cowboy tonight.
Oh, fuck you,
Here's
man.
for the $5 I saved.
Where'd you go? Like a church? Where'd you go?
Probably went to a church.
Fuck you.
I haven't gotten this one in a while.
J-Lo for 2 says, I thought Tony was Asterios Kokonos.
It's a throwback.
That guy disappeared, man. He's
They have
nowhere.
slightly different body shapes.
Yeah, now we do. Yeah. Well, no, we
Yeah.
never had the same body shape.
Yeah, Sirius is more like, like a barrel.
Yeah.
See, we should have done the authentic Tony from Back to Movies experience and forced him to eat a weed cookie immediately before the show so he could
I was
sleep
smart
through the
enough not
rest
to
of
do
it.
that. I was smart enough not to do that.
You know what? You know what I remember
I'm
about
banning
that?
drugs from
that
my
we never
show.
bring up is that after the show, we all went to a fun bar, and Tony was in a car in the
Oh, dude,
parking
that
lot.
is my favorite moment.
Sleeping.
I tell Riley
outside the bar.
I told Riley and Mint, I'm like, yeah, I'll be in like 10 minutes. It was me and Cranberry Dave.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, we'll be in like 10 minutes. And then I wake up to him and Riley taking a selfie. I'm like, oh, I'll come in. They're like, no, Tony, it's been like
Yeah,
an hour
Tony,
and a half.
literally-
We're going home.
You
so
just-
me and Cranberry Dave were high out of our minds, and we're just staring at the like the front seat, not talking for over an hour.
Everyone is inside the bar having a great time, and Tony from Back to Movies in the car going,
You know what the worst part of that night was? I always wanted to meet Keanu, and apparently I did, and we had a good time, and I have no memory of it.
Weed cookies, man. Bad news.
And
bad for
Mint
you.
told me they were 250 milligram. I've been saying
That's
100.
way too much.
That was way too
Both
much.
of those are way too much.
You're not supposed to eat the whole thing.
But I love Keanu, and I was so happy
love
to meet him. And like, I
cookies was the
have no
problem.
memory
I
of
told him to
meeting
come here tonight.
I forgot.
Maybe he'll come in.
Maybe he'll
on
come in
Sunday.
Sunday. Yeah.
I'll
Mind your
remember
manners.
meeting him this time.
Commit some crimes.
Oh, that's another question.
I had to tell and so Riley, I'm like, did we get along? Yeah, look, you guys got along. Like, all right, that's good.
Are you trying to do a meetup tomorrow, perhaps?
So we're thinking Frankincense?
I don't know, maybe. Frankenstein's,
I don't know.
It's a little out of the way, but it is a cool spot.
Okay, do you want to just do Barcade then?
I think you should figure it out and post it on your Twitter.
Oh
You don't have to figure it out on the show right now.
Tomorrow there will be some
Chippendale.
meetup.
Tomorrow
somewhere.
there'll be something going
in
on
the
somewhere.
Los Angeles area. There will be a meetup.
Yeah.
After we
Just
do
drive
Dread.
around.
I mean, it's your fans. I don't know your fans. I don't know where they want to go. You would know better than me.
I don't know. They meet me at like Planet Hollywoods and malls and shit. Then
Well, we
Yeah.
have Planet.
Well, I was going to say it's L.A. He's got a movie channel. What's like a movie location? I don't fucking know.
Hollywood.
Hollywood, yeah.
I don't want to go to Hollywood. I'll figure it out.
I also
we'll
don't want
figure
to
it
go to
out.
Hollywood.
We'll figure it out. Follow all my socials.
See, I was suggesting we were going to go to the Back to the Future Mall, the Puente Hills Mall.
I didn't realize how far away it was.
It's a little far, but I mean, if people got nothing to do, you hop on the highway, you end up at the.
It's a shithole.
Yeah, but
in
it's
the city of industry.
It's the Back to the Future Mall. You go to the parking lot and you go,
you're gonna tailgate in the fucking parking
plutonium.
lot?
Yeah, they do. Do you know they do that every year? They have like
do it in
if
Pittsburgh.
you planned that, then yeah, but tomorrow, no.
They have like I think it was for the anniversary that everybody got dressed up and they all met in the parking lot. And
that would be cool.
There was like 20 docs running around going, Marty, the plutonium. I mean, just 20 of them, and there's like 50 Martys going, oh, geez, Doc, oh, geez. And they're all riding the skateboards. I was like, that's pretty funny.
The last meetup I did was at Monroeville Mall in Pittsburgh with Dawn of the Dead. The original Dawn of the Dead.
Well, we'll try to get something together. Check Tony from Hack the Movies on Twitter.
I will let you all
where
know.
That is.
Unpleasance for
and also,
5.
if you're in LA, you could tell us if you have a good idea for something.
Tony's what you get when Dick and Vito do the fusion dance. Strategery for 2. Today's episode will be extra cerebral.
Oh, fuck off.
Chris Jackson for 5. Tony from Hack the Goonies.
I
Johnny
don't-
Rocket for 5. Tony from Hack the Movies is the greatest hero ever. El Clavarino for 5. In an alternate universe, you 3 are gay for each other, and that's okay. Black
Alternate
heart, black
universe?
thumbs up.
Come on.
Johnny
Dude, we were bitching like a gay couple at the fucking Jack in the Box.
Yeah, because he wanted to get a small curly fry.
He's
I'm
like, let's get a large one.
Oh,
and
we'll get a
split
large
it.
and
I'm like,
split
just
it.
get your own fries.
I don't wanna get
and the
two
guy, the
small
old guy is like
fries.
staring at us. I'm like, we're not gay. We're just angry.
If we're going to eat at the Jack in the Box, we split a fry. We didn't even finish the fry. If we got 2 small fries, it would have been a complete waste.
You're maxing? Fry maxing?
Why were you worried about sharing fries with me? What did you think I was going to do?
Just wants to have control over the calories. I can't count half a large.
That's true. The
fries.
counting would have been hard.
I don't want to start getting in the habit of ordering a large. Johnny Rocket for 5. Tony is it true when Vito was naked, he said, here, kitty, kitty?
No, he did
The
not.
Jerry and Coke for 2. Two big mooks versus a Mexican. Chris Jackson for 10. Vito is a hijab hat.
Yeah, is it a Jabba hat?
No.
I hate, I Nate Higgers for 2.
Don't say it that way either.
Why? Those are
Whatever.
different words.
I
Play
Nate.
Vito's cat song is gone for not for $2.
Not for
Strategery
$2.
for 2. What Tony calls a hat, I call a parasol. Oh, no mas. Okay, no mas. Chris, I get it. Chris Jackson for 5. Why does Vito live like he's in a third world country when he makes $100,000 in an unreleased comic? That's a great question.
That's a good question.
Lucha Steve for 2. What's up with the guy with the big head?
He might come to the meetup. He didn't want to meet you though. He's like, "Can I meet you without Vito?" And I'm like, "You probably."
Which one
could.
is that? Chris Jackson?
No,
What do
Lucha,
people
Lucha
think I'm going to
Steve.
do? What is this?
I'm like, you're probably gonna have to see Vito. Just
Give
a heads
them,
up.
tell them about your ideas, probably.
I told Tony about some of my ideas. He liked them, I think.
How many ideas
He might
are
have
you
just been
at?
entertaining me.
I won't say what they are.
You told me about some of your
Well,
ideas.
nobody wants to know what
I
they
liked
are.
your idea. We shared
How-
ideas.
what's the
I told you
number
some
of ideas?
I told you like one of my ideas.
Christmas parrot.
Well, don't say the fucking idea.
Oh, I thought this was well known. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, Vito's got another comic, not a sequel to Supergirl. He's got another
already said
comic
that.
he's whipping
I already
up.
said
You should make 5 or 6 comics.
I think I will.
And then make an art book for the comic.
I'm going to make a lot of art
You
books.
should release the art book
It's gonna be
before
a
the comic
lot of
comes out.
that.
And it's just the sketch.
Just make a podcast that's a comic. Like, don't do all this shit. Just get on the show
An
every week
audio
and just
like an
talk
audio
about
play,
it.
an audio
like, okay,
drama.
Super Killer is a guy. He's like coming in. He's all fucked up. He's got to do super killing, and he hates this guy. And then we'll
He's
have
gotta
like
fuck a lady.
there'll be
with
like a
his
fucking
big
demon
penis.
that'll come out. Like, just talk through it, and then every week you come in and you talk about more shit. It's the same thing.
Sorry,
but
I
it's
spelled
better.
Christmas parrot. I didn't realize that was one you were holding close to the chest.
No,
there.
I think I've talked about it. on my show
Okay,
before.
good.
No one cares about these ideas, guys. It's just
What are you
stupid
talking about?
shit
Everybody
that
wants
you
to talk
guys
about
tell each
ideas.
other.
I usually don't make them public, though. He's the one who's like, I got all these ideas. And it's like, well, people are going to get mad if you don't release them.
Strategic
Well, I
for
pitched
2.
you Daughter-in-Claws about Santa Claus's daughter has to save Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
So
I
that's
did hear
pretty
that
good.
one.
That was you liked that.
That was Ernest Saves Christmas.
There's a lot of saving Christmas movies.
Yeah, but that
Did
one was
Ernest
already
Save Christmas involve Santa's
done.
daughter?
Well, Black Girl.
Wait, what?
I didn't like that one. I didn't like Ernest Saves Christmas.
It was good.
It wasn't that great.
I remember Ernest Saves Christmas. Where it had a
Prison's
little
good.
black
Prison's
girl.
good.
Prison's goofy.
No, Prison's good.
It's
Ernest
good.
Goes to
It's
Africa.
Scared Stupid.
Nailed it.
Scared Stupid's
Scared
pretty
Stupid's
good.
great.
Yeah.
I saw that in the theater, and it was just me and my sister and his Mexican dad and his daughter in the whole theater. I don't know what we told our mom to take us there, but there was one theater showing it, and we're like, we have to go see Ernest Scared Stupid. Mom, you got to take us.
And Ernest goes to Africa. That's a great one.
That's what
Is
I was
that real?
saying. That's a real
Oh
one.
yeah, and he's in brownface.
He's in brownface for a lot
and he
of
does
it.
like the
And
Indian
he goes,
accent. And everything.
we must. I must come through, and yeah, and you're like,
that's a real
oh,
one.
Ernest,
That's a
you're not
real
allowed
one.
to do that now.
That might be the last one. That was like the direct-to-video era.
Oh, we're in a lot of trouble here. Oh,
Ernest fucks Africa. That would be
Ernest
great.
fucks Africa.
Lucha Steve, what's up with the guy with the big head? Strategic for 2. Classic Veach showing up today with the UCOG hat.
UCOG, get it done.
Oh, you're backwards.
I'm backwards.
Read us the riot act for 10. My wife went into labor wearing the Trucks Me shirt.
Get a picture of that.
That's funny.
Cardinal for 2. $2 Balder holler. Drunken Atheist Studio for 5. Vito, Tony, and I are members of a Red Letter Media Facebook group that is moderated by extremely angry women who hate me. Shout out to Endless Trash Post.
Someone made me a moderator of that, and I always forget. And occasionally, like the Reddit that hates me, they'll be like, and he's a moderator of that group, and he's just trying. I'm like, I forget I'm a moderator of that fucking thing. I didn't make myself a moderator.
It's like a pretty big group, it feels
huge.
like. Yeah, and for some reason there's one guy on there who's like a really prominent poster, and he's constantly screenshotting my tweets and posting them in this Red Letter Media group to be like, look at this fucking Vito guy, what he said. And
I think I know who that is. I think we both know who that
dude,
guy
and I'm
is.
like, what the why
is
did
it?
I want to double check before I say his name.
Check now.
So then
I
there's
don't know
like
if he's posted
hundreds of
anything
RLM
recently.
fans, like, and I'm like, stop posting my tweets in this
both know
RLM
him?
group.
I think so.
How would we both know him?
I'm just here to
anybody.
post memes, and I keep seeing my tweets, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
How strange.
This is not a Vito group. It's a fucking Red Letter Media group.
The Jerry and
I think he
Coke for
stopped
5.
recently,
My
but he-
mistake. 2 fat mooks versus a Mexican.
Yeah. That's
not
Alec
even
Martinez
loading.
for 10.
No.
Go on my guest network.
Oh.
Maddox Law.
Alex Martinez for 10. Video any tips for my friend Brad on how to get with trans women? He's in desperate need of some booty. Yeah, they. I think they want to be demeaned and told that horrible things about themselves.
Trans women?
Yeah, I think they're getting to the point where the transphobia turns them on a little bit. They're kind of into it now.
Should you be speaking for that community right
I'm just
now? I
saying
don't
this is
know
a
if you should
trend.
be-
This is a trend
He's the
I've
only
noticed.
one that should be speaking for
No,
that.
you don't know.
community.
Making friends look bad, making trans communities look bad. You really got to verify these things.
Maybe I'm talking about my ass. It seems like it's picking up steam. It's like a new subculture within there.
Abusing them?
Yeah, they're kind of like all the hate online of like, well, because they're into like some people are into like humiliation and degradation. What's more humiliating than being told you're not a woman, you're a fucking guy, and they're like, oh man,
That's what you tell them?
No, but I'm saying I haven't done any of this, but I've seen that there's becoming like a trend in these communities.
But you can imagine.
You can imagine,
God,
perhaps.
on.
I haven't been flirting with a lot of trans people. I just check out their Instagram
I
profiles.
can't find it.
Lorenzo Areola for 2. Tony, change the name of your show to Head the Movies.
Head the movies.
I fucking love Lorenzo.
V-Toby Goblin Cox. Hack the Movies? More like Hack These Nuts.
That's
Johnny Rico for
very
5.
good.
Why did Vito walk naked into the living room, fully aware that Tony was staying there?
I
That's
thought
a good question.
he was in the office where he was sleeping because that's where the bed was.
You couldn't wait 2 seconds to take the towel off after you went into your bedroom. You had to do it outside the door.
Normally, when I leave my bathroom, there's no towel on at all, and I just walk naked into my bedroom. So the fact that I had
dripping.
What's that? No, you drip on the carpet.
Yeah. Charles Baker for 5.
Look, I put it out there, okay? I put my feelers out. I said, will Tony react positively
think.
Oh,
to
and
my
you walked in on
penis?
me when you stayed at my house.
Did I?
I
Where?
forgot. The light was on. The door was shut. You just opened it while I was taking a shit. What's your deal,
Why
man?
did you not lock the bathroom door?
I thought the door being shut and the light being on would sign
What
it up.
light was on?
Also, the lock doesn't work on that door. So the bathroom.
What do you mean, what light was on?
The light for the bathroom.
How would I have seen that if the door's closed?
Through the door cracks.
Yeah, the door cracked.
Come on.
Was it at-
There's
was
like
it
an
at
inch-
night?
That question makes me. That's sus. That's a sus question.
I'm okay with it being.
Also, there was
sus.
like a fan on in the bathroom. Yeah.
Guy
I
shitting.
have no sexual feelings for Tony from Hack the Movies.
It doesn't have to be sexual.
I'm just saying.
I just get off on the exposure.
I mean,
No,
yeah.
I don't want anyone to see
Maybe.
I don't know. That was that
You're
was
an
a mistake.
exhibitionist, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, it's more that I
They'd
just
never expect.
I mean, let's be real. Nobody's ever in my house, so
You get a little too. You should have some more visitors. You're getting a little too used to being alone.
I'm very. I
You
got.
should have some visitors once in a
What
while.
are they going to visit and do? There's nothing to do there.
Make some space.
Watch the Sony display thing.
Yeah, stand next to the Sony.
Or, like
PS2.
turn your
stand
house
in
into
front
a
of
We
the-
were
museum.
watching The Simpsons, standing up, watching the PS2 display.
I did put on The Simpsons on the PS2
like, I got all
display
the
so I could
Simpsons
show
on
off.
here.
You can watch The Simpsons on there.
Charles Baker for 5. Hey, Tony, I showed my wife your videos because she talks about movies like you do, and she didn't like them. Sorry, dude. I know you'll get through this.
Yeah, women are hit or miss with my show. I have a lot of women on the show.
Should be more hits when it comes to women.
Agreed.
Strategery for 5. Frog Tony disappointed me by not being an actual frog, but today you guys brought in that smiling moon from the Honeymooners intro. He's all right. Wow.
I like that moon.
MC Lightsaber for 10. The Black National Anthem should be a Menace Clan song. Record deal or kill Whitey. Record deal.
Peter Hansman for 5. Eggs are expensive because they killed a bunch of chickens, but for some reason wings are still cheap. Chicken wings come from dead chickens. Well, I explained what the actual reason is, but sure. V. Toby Goblin Cox for 2. Uncle Tom is a famous black American. I think that'd be hard to get him on the national
Boomies,
anthem.
come on.
Captain Boomies for 20 says Tony's head! Exclamation point. Aklovich for 2. Puppets Not Math is the real universal language. K. Swindle for 5. My smoke alarm is beeping, and Whitey's on the moon. Silver the Cold Steel for 5. Vito, stop being autistic about the colors.
Smoke alarm is beeping.
And Whitey's on the moon.
And Whitey's on the moon.
My sister won't stop sleeping, and Whitey's on the moon. You gotta hear Whitey on the moon. It's a classic. Just make it black and white like manga. Yes. G Money Pants for 5. 20 million for gender transition surgeries for Congolese hamsters. K to the Swiss with a $5 super chat. Mr. Poop Snorkel for 2. Cunny.
Tony, do you think Super Killer will come out before Christmas?
I don't know how many pages colored so far.
Let's see how many pages are coloring. You know,
Yeah, but he's got to like perfect the colors.
I'm not perfecting
You know?
the colors. It's just a couple panels that I'm changing the colors.
Yeah, but you were doing that last week,
Yes,
and now you're still doing it.
I am still doing it.
So how long does that take?
It takes me as long as it takes me at this point.
Yeah,
You know,
see,
I'm gonna be very positive and be like, yes, it will come out.
you
before
still,
Christmas.
yes, it'll come out before Christmas.
Yeah, very positive.
I would.
about
I think I would. I think that's a good cutoff point. Like that's a good over under.
it. Yeah.
I can't say for sure.
Before Christmas
gonna
is
be-
what you guys are saying
it's
now?
gonna
Well,
be
it's gonna
close.
take,
It'll be close.
You think it's
It'll
going
be
to take
close.
another year? It's not going to take another year, okay? It's almost done. Everybody calm
it could
down.
never come out. Like it could.
Could never come out.
Well, like you could obsess about it so much that you're like, I can't. It can't even live up to the hype now. So I just won't do it.
No, I'm just doing a final pass on everything.
Okay.
But yeah, it'll come out before
Okay. Christmas.
Christmas.
It'll be close. I think. I agree with you.
The real question is going to be, when does Super Killer 2 come out? And I'm hoping that
Well, you got to do that other comic.
I hope that comes out. Well, that one will be.
My favorite thing is like
Just go to 3.
Super Killer was the first comic I ever backed, and then I backed 2 more, and I've gotten those before Super Killer.
We ran into I've ran into issues, you know.
Where'd you run into those issues?
Where did I run into those issues?
Like you're running.
It's just, again, it's my first time doing it, and I've learned a lot. But here's the other thing: is I am too hands on.
What'd you
It is
learn?
true.
Yeah.
I've
Well,
learned
it's your. It's your.
right, but
comic.
I need to hire more people to, like, the fact that I'm going in there and doing colors, and that I storyboarded the whole thing, and I lettered like an alternate and then I tried a different whatever. I did too much
By
stuff.
the way, I went
that
on a different show recently. They asked me if I wanted to make my own comic, and I went like, not anytime soon.
No,
I'm
never.
Good. I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
good. Maybe one
Why?
day. Not anytime.
Why don't you
soon.
want to? Why don't you want
There's
to?
just a lot going on with YouTubers trying to be comic people, and I'm like, I'd rather not dive into that pool yet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait a little bit.
Here's what
It's like writing a book for retards,
here's what I'm
isn't
gonna
it?
I love comics. I think I could write one, but
Well, that's
Really?
it's been
You
written.
think you could write a comic? Have you ever written one before?
not a comic. I've written other narrative stuff, but
I mean, that's offensive to me.
it would be a challenge. I don't know if I'd be good at it.
I
would
listen
at
to
least-
radio. I could play music. Like, nah, it doesn't work like that.
Here's
Point is, I was smart enough to be like, no, I don't
Nah.
want to do that. I don't want to do that.
Hey, can you do something you've never done? No, I doubt it. I'd have to practice.
Here's how I feel about it. There's fast, and then there's like
Good.
not good. I don't know how to put it.
Okay.
Well, whatever. It's
Passable.
Are you not-
it's a quality versus
Caitlyn Jenner.
Don't-
time issue.
I was going to say quantity over quality over quantity.
Well, but here's the thing.
That excuse has been used by so many lazy
But it's
people.
not. But it's shut up. I'm not making that
Yeah.
excuse, because here's the thing: is I did focus. I need to find the sweet spot, and I haven't found the sweet spot.
Hold those at which one is which? Which one is that? Time. Okay.
Quantity.
Okay.
Quality.
Tony, you hold up this.
No, we're not.
All the way over there.
Between
That's where
fear and love.
That's
no,
where
put it
Superkiller
between
is.
fear and love.
See that?
Fear
Your
and love.
scale?
Between fear
Time
and love.
and good.
Between fear and love.
These are cool.
I know. Who made those for us?
Fingus.
Fingus
Fingus
Taylor.
Ratzelpuff.
I like him.
He's a child pornographer, not like that guy, not like Pee-Pee, that Ethan Van Sciver had to apologize for.
Pee-Pee did not do anything.
He's a child pornographer, totally unlike the
I'm going to put
Pee-Pee.
down the child pornographers.
Yeah, the child pornographer thing. He's unlike Pee-Pee.
Okay,
He's not a child pornographer, according to EVS.
As I said,
I didn't know.
Let me finish my point.
I thought he was a huge child pornographer, and then I watched that video, and he's like,
Right.
he's got no child pornography, and I was like, I was totally wrong about Pee-Pee.
Back on the point I was trying to make. When I look at fucking Achromatic Chronicles Green, I go, well,
Tony, can you call an Uber?
That's
And
one of
then
those
drive this
things
down the street. Drive it.
where I wish you had
Drive it to
spent
the
more
ocean.
time on it. Okay.
And then that's where it is with the good, like the planetarium, you know? Here's the orbits.
I could put out an ISOM. It would suck, okay? But there again, you have to find
It
the
wouldn't be
sweet
as bad as
spot.
ISOM, to be honest. It wouldn't be as bad as ISOM.
What
Someone
would
who's
not
like,
be?
you're coming. Nothing
Thank
could be as
you.
bad as that.
Well, but nothing's bad if you don't release it.
It's coming out. I need to find a better sweet spot between. But a lot of these guys.
Better sweet spot.
I'm saying. But look at the shit that's coming. Oh, we're back?
We're back.
Okay. I look at the shit that people are putting out. I looked at Yellow's Flash's comic, and I'm like, this looks really bad.
Yeah, but it's out.
But so is that what you want? You just want it to be out? I'd rather.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's crazy. But
Well,
again,
but you didn't pay for it, so all of us,
we
you
paid
just
for
made
it.
a bunch of money. We all want a comic that we paid for.
I would hope that sure.
What do you
but-
mean? I don't want commercials about shit that I paid for. I want to go see it.
Yeah, all right. I mean, I could put out a really shitty version, but I'd rather give you a good one. Like,
Nah, give me the shitty one.
Do whatever you like. Go back and touch it up later
Yeah,
on.
touch it up later.
I mean,
do
you
a
know
Lucas.
I
Release
want
a
one.
special
I want
edition.
5 okay ones versus like maybe one Perfectamundo one.
Well, no, I'm not trying to do Perfectamundo. That's what I'm talking about. Is trying to find the sweet spot of like just getting the quality to a level where it's like this is very good. Obviously,
I don't want very good. I want just like passable.
Release like
that's ISOM. You have that.
No, ISOM's not passable.
ISOM is
ISOM's
not passable. Yours was actually like drawn. Like there's a difference.
Well, you got half of it so far. Or what? You got the first
That's
act.
I don't know what I got.
Release an extended version. I have like the Crow, like the original Crow run, but like the collector's edition. It's longer. He added more stuff.
Ooh,
Yeah.
like George Lucas with Star Wars did.
Yeah.
that was cool.
Only not bad. But yeah.
Yeah.
People still went and saw those. So
It was cool. Like I hate it, but at least it's something to do.
I'm so mad those are like the only official versions we have.
I can accept that.
You gotta
I
torrent the
understand that people
unofficial
are
one.
disappointed in me, and it has been a challenging process.
I just want it out because I know it's going to be great.
Shut up.
I'm being a really supportive friend.
No, you're not.
What are you talking about?
I don't know, man. I'm how do I feel about this?
Good.
I think it's
Think
going to be
about how
great.
to put this.
I think it's going to be great.
I think it's good. Oh, I don't know how to put it. I think that it's one of these things where, look, I think I've lost people's trust. They go, "Oh, Vito's just fucking around." I wish I could show you all the stuff behind the scenes I'm doing, but it would be weird and
You're like
spoilery.
emailing.
Yeah, like
like-
there's like emails and talking to people, and also the fact that I storyboarded the whole thing, and I'm going in there and adjusting pages and whatever. I'm doing
Yeah.
a lot of stuff that will never be seen by people. And people go, "Oh, well, he's just jacking off into lunch boxes," and I go, "No, there's a lot going on."
And
Okay,
The lunch boxes are still in boxes in the garage. I've seen them.
that's true.
They're gonna be all rusted.
They're not
By
going
the
to be
time-
rusted. You guys are retarded. They're fine. Okay.
They're gonna be all rusted up.
Well, if they're rusted, then that'll be a cool little, detail. From
Yeah, it'll be like-
they went through a time portal. How's that?
Storage wars.
Storage wars. There you go. No, I'm really excited, and I hope the second one comes together a lot quicker. And the second one, I guarantee you we will not have the problems we're having on the first one.
What do you mean?
Well,
how can you guarantee that?
Well, because the guarantee will be that when it is launched, it will be very close. It will be in a position of production where I know it's like completely on track and ready to go.
Will it be printing?
No, I'm not doing.
Okay,
I'm
so
not
it
doing
won't be done. The second one won't be done.
Well, I thought you specifically told me you don't want that.
Well, I want it to be done,
but not when you launch the crowdfunder.
Yeah, for you, yeah, I do.
Okay.
I need it to be, yeah, after this. I mean, I need it to be done.
That's okay. I mean, there's a lot of guys, whatever, man.
I think it's going to be. I heard what the second story
There's
is.
guys shitting in, like, their hands down.
That's true. I told Tony what the
downtown.
second issue is, and he thought it sounded pretty good, so.
What was it?
Oh, well, see.
It's about a
there's
Christmas parrot. Who, I still did plot for Christmas parrot.
That's my dumb idea.
Sounds pretty cool.
Christmas parrot. It's a great idea. Girl's sad about Christmas, and then a parrot comes and only speaks in Christmas songs, and it makes her love Christmas.
You're
again.
ruining the idea by fleshing it out.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm ruining Christmas parrot.
Yeah, you're messing it all up.
The shittiest idea I ever came up with.
It's pretty good.
It's a parrot that goes around and says,
It's a parrot that knows Christmas stuff.
Yeah,
that sings
what
Christmas
you want for
music.
Christmas.
No,
Right?
you can only speak in Christmas.
Okay.
You can only speak in Christmas-related parables.
Anyways.
That's your
songs.
idea? That idea sucks.
No, it does suck.
Can you imagine retarded?
No, that's good.
No, that's a stupid idea.
It is a very dumb
A
idea.
lady goes, she's like, man, I'm so sick of Christmas. She opens the door and a parrot's there and it goes, oh, hark the herald angels sing. And she's like, well, tell me more.
Maybe not that song, but, you know, a better one.
That's a horrible idea.
It is a terrible
That's the best idea you have?
No, that's not my best idea.
What's
This is
your
the best
best
idea
idea?
he's told me all weekend. I haven't heard anything better than Christmas parrot. What are you even talking about? This is the top thing.
How did we get on Christmas parrot? We were talking about Super.
Because you pitched Christmas parrot, and I said, you got $1 billion franchise here. I said, wait, the parrot knows every Christmas song?
Every Christmas song.
Wow.
I'm not
the
making
weather
Christmas
outside
parrot.
is frightful. Bark! And the fire is so
Anyways.
delightful. Bark!
It's just like a Christmas station.
Yeah, well, yeah. And then the girls goes, well, you know, I didn't like Christmas before, but this parrot keeps singing about it.
Guys, I didn't flesh out the idea that much, all right? I just
Yeah, don't.
shouldn't.
What do you mean
Yeah.
flesh out? It's all there in the name. Christmas parrot. 100% I'm in.
I remember I did pitch it to a guy who directs a lot of those Hallmark things. He's like, yeah, okay.
Let's get it done.
it was too much.
The idea pitching makes me want to just shoot people in the head. Anytime I get an idea pitch, man, I
do it
wish I had a
often.
gun.
I don't do it often.
You know, if the president dies, his son becomes president, right?
Okay.
But what if his son's a baby? President baby.
Isn't that Asterios?
That's an Asterios. That was
Oh,
my
yeah.
favorite Asterios joke of all time. And he actually pitched that at one of those like conventions where you go around pitching people different movies. And the lady listening to him was like, "Yeah, I knew that about the president." He's like, "Right. But what if the son was a baby? President baby, and how's he going to be the president?" That was good shit. Aklovich for 5. The government should have given money to the Hampshire guy instead of giving millions to fund community garden, drag, beauty
Whatever happened to
pageants,
that guy?
or whatever.
He got me too.
I think all the Hampshires.
What?
Yeah,
Oh, did he?
I think so.
Oh,
JJ for 5 says, how many degrees of separation between ISOM and the Peru trans comic book? Somebody said that the ISOM artist
One.
did do one of the trans comic books.
oh, that's funny.
Ricada Law is here for a big 20.
There
He
you
says,
go. That's the
who's
Get Naked
the
one.
fat guy? Oh, wait, I like these odds.
Ricada, another guy I defended.
There's
and
nothing to
making me
defend.
look
He
bad.
did nothing wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah, you should
That
be
was my
celebrating.
point.
Just asking who the fat guy is.
Yeah.
Could be talking about me.
He said, why is there 2 vetoes on this show now? Hot Fart Dingledorf for 5 with a dick and just a bunch of stuff.
goddamn
Okay.
Cooming. Spirit.
Pineapple Man for 5. Missing DoorDash items is the biggest problem. I'm fuming and my night is ruined. At least Bag of Schmidt sent me a funny meme this morning.
That's cool.
Captain Boomies for another 20 says, being supportive, happy Friday.
Thank you.
She's
Thank
one of my
you.
best
Thank
guests on
you.
the show.
We
She's
love
great.
Captain Boomies. Terry Hasticles for 2. Vito is highly regarded. Captain Boomies, you should come do this show. Darius for 5. Italians in Italy aren't this fat. Frog Tony for 5 says, I
true.
actually know one of the former higher-ups at Arcade 1-Up. He was horrified at seeing Vito peel
Yeah,
that
I
plastic.
believe
Bullshit.
you.
And his
Fuck
uncle
you.
works at Nintendo.
Luke Calvello for 2. Vito, when are you going back on EFAP? Probably never. An Absurd Existence for 5. Hey, Tony, how's it working with James? Also
Great.
wish you were in the rental review you guys did with Scott the Woz. You would have been perfect for that.
Oh, yeah. I was out of the Scott Pilgrim review, even though I know the most about Scott Pilgrim. But that's fine. I review Scott Pilgrim on my show.
Oh, you're a big Scott Pilgrim guy?
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah.
Oh, but did you read the comics?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yep.
Cameron for 2. How much does PKA pay their Clippers?
Too much.
I don't know. Human Dynamo for 2. I just got here. They cloned Vito. Yes, they did. Jax for 5. You guys should one-up the OnlyFans girls doing the 1,000 guys in 24 hours with Manned Wolfie doing 1,000 cummers on a pizza.
It's a lot of guys.
That would sell.
I could find 1,000 guys to fuck a girl. I don't know if I could find 1,000 guys.
You can
to
get
fuck
100
a pizza.
furries to jack off on a pizza, though. You just go into
100, sure.
100.
Yeah.
1,000. I don't know.
If everybody at the furry con, there's just a pizza to jack
At
off
some point,
on.
the smell would be just too bad. Right?
They're at a furry con. The smell is
The
already
smell's
horrendous.
atrocious.
Come on, they're in a suit all day. On the John for 10, that Clipper AI better be made in America, Tony. Utah Baser Meeting for 2 says Kanye really hates penny pinchers too.
Yeah.
I get that joke. Surgery for 2, imagine show expense that chucks clips in my ass. Clips on for 2 says it's not that hard to clip stuff. Well,
There
why do
you
you only
go.
upload
Thank
like
you,
one every 2
Clipsama.
weeks? Clipsama, you're not clipping nearly enough. Pay 10 for 10. Thank you. Jerry and Coke for 5. Tony looks like an alternate version of Vito with more hair, less fat, nicer beard. Looking good, Tony. And thanks for starting the Eric July Arch.
Thanks for that.
Pays
I
the
didn't
arch.
realize it would. Yeah, the arch. I didn't realize it would go that far.
Who knew it would be that bad?
Who knew?
And that he would be such a bitch.
I just wanted to make one phone call making fun of
You
Vito,
really,
and
you really were defending Eric July. You were like, oh, I don't know.
I was just making fun of you tweeting too much about him. I didn't think it was going to snowball.
No, I remember
No
when
one did.
I remember when it started. And you're like, Vito, I don't know why you, why do you care about this kind of? I'm like, I don't know, it just like shit.
I think secretly I was like, well, yeah, his comic does look like
Yeah,
shit.
it
but
looked
you
like
shouldn't be
shit, and I
complaining
said it
about
looked like shit, and then
Little
all
did
these
I
people,
know, I created a whole thing where you
all
just
these
make fun
people
of Eric
kept
July.
telling me, they're like, oh, Vito, I don't know why you're gonna say it looks like shit. It might be good. It might be good. I'm like, I think it's gonna be shit. This guy's an idiot. It's gonna be shit.
No, you're right. It's just the jealousy was.
It's not jealousy.
It became
both.
jealousy
It was
when your comic
never
didn't come
jealousy.
It was both.
Wait, what the fuck are you talking about? It has nothing to do with jealousy. I don't want to make
Yeah.
ISOM. I don't want to make the Great War of Separation. I don't want to make Yaira. Nothing Eric July is doing is something I want to do.
out. No, that's false. Because you want to be this guy that creates like a universe.
No.
You
No.
obviously do. You have
No.
lunchboxes and pogs
No,
and
that's not a
shit.
universe. That's one story.
No, I
wanna create
I think that you
one-
and Eric both want to be the
Eric
guy who
doesn't
makes an
do
empire.
that. He doesn't write
Yeah, but
the
neither do you.
stories. I'm writing it.
I mean, you're writing one issue over and over and over.
No, I'm already writing the 3rd fucking issue, okay? I have more of it.
3 issues.
Okay, whatever.
You should have like. I mean, you should really have like 100.
Great. I will have 100.
Shouldn't he? If you're like a prolific, like for a lunchbox,
It's a long
You should have, like,
first
at
of
least
all,
100
First of all,
issues.
every issue is like twice the length or 3 times the length of a regular comic. They're 60-page comics. If I was selling them regularly, I
a
would
story.
break it up into fucking each act would be its own comic, but I'm selling it as a graphic novel.
See, but this is what I'm talking about. Like
When
what
I
you're
say
describing
I
is stuff
have-
that doesn't exist.
But when I say I have
I gotta pee.
yeah, go pee.
I'll be back.
when I say
Okay.
I
Why
have
not
3
break
of
the
them
show?
written, that's like the equivalent of 9 regular comic books written, okay?
But it's the equivalent of none.
It's not.
None comics are out.
You're right. None comics
I
are
do
out.
think that both you and Eric want the same thing in a weird way.
You're fucking nuts. What do we
Nah.
want? I've already
You
said.
both want to be Stan Lee.
No.
You both want to be the creator.
No, you're insane.
Why is it insane?
'Cause I said I
you
wanna-
don't want to be Stan Lee?
No, I want to be Ken Penders. I've already said
I don't know
that.
what Ken Penders
Ken
is.
Penders is the autistic man who made the Sonic the Hedgehog comics for Archie Comics until he claimed he owned Knuckles and all of the characters, and a court said, "Yeah, you kind of do."
So it's like a joke?
No,
that
it's
you're
not
making?
a joke. It's
Yeah,
like literally.
What sort of creator do you want to be? Ken Penders?
Yes.
Because of the autism joke?
No, because I want to sit at the comic convention and make my little comics.
But you haven't made a comic. That's my point.
Oh, you asked me what I want to be, not what I
Oh,
am.
okay.
Cocksucker. I want to make comics, but you haven't yet. Yeah, okay, I know.
Yeah, you got paid to,
I did get paid to.
and you haven't delivered.
I haven't delivered.
Well, that's what Eric got also. He got paid to make
I got
comics,
paid
and
to
he
make
just
comics.
makes like shit.
Okay, well, I
And
guess
he makes merch
I'm like
and,
Eric
like,
July in
hype.
that way. Yeah.
Right. That's what. The Penders part is like a. I don't know. It seems like
It's me saying I am not
splitting hairs.
It's not splitting hairs because Eric genuinely aspires to be a industry leader in whatever the fuck. I honestly, right, and everything I make, I go, I'm insane. There's no way anything I make will ever connect with a large whatever the fuck audience. So I'm just going to make weird, stupid art for me and guys who kind of like the shit I make.
That's it. That's right there.
Okay.
That's what you want, right? What you just described?
I think that's realistic.
Well, that's
yeah.
what you're saying. That's what you want, right?
Sure.
Okay, and Eric wants this thing where he's this creator and he's made an empire and this like merchandise empire and all this shit.
Yeah.
And both of you have not done that.
So
both of you have not made
So the
comics.
reason I'm like Eric July is we both suck.
I don't think it's sucking.
We're both,
it's hard to pin down.
We're both failures.
No, you're not a failure until you quit.
Okay. So I should quit.
I mean, I don't care. I'm just saying that's what the similarity is.
I don't think
There's
I'm like
definitely like I want to be this and I'm not doing it. And I can't like accept that.
Okay, here's what
There's an element of that.
Here's what I'm going to say is I am very committed to learning this craft. Okay?
Okay.
I am like, I have bought books on comic creation I have a whole book just dedicated to like lettering because I'm trying to figure out how lettering
and Eric just
works.
pays people to do it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the same. It rhymes.
It's the same that he pays other guys to do it, and I'm deeply committed to trying to
You bought
learn
books.
how to do it myself.
Yeah. Yes, actually.
So how is that the same?
Because it's not working.
Okay, it's not working.
It's like I'm doing this because I did these steps.
I'm in the process of learning an industry for which I am obviously a novice, okay? I'm trying to learn how to color and to letter and even to draw a little bit and like help out wherever I can. I'm learning how to write scripts and communicate them to the artists.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I haven't mastered any of that, obviously.
Mastered,
It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
I will
That's a
I will
big-
never master any of it. You're right. I won't.
But I mean, don't you think that's presumptuous to say like I haven't mastered it, like the very best you could? I haven't done the absolute very best job anyone could do at this.
If you want me to
do you
say
hear that? Like,
I am a novice retard in the area of making comics, you got me, buddy. 100%.
I'm just wondering the way you phrase it. Don't you think that's a bit odd?
No.
No one was expecting
Because
you to
I'm saying-
master it. We just wanted
Yeah,
to
master it.
Well, that's
like,
what I'm
just make the
okay,
one
so we
comic.
agree. Then I said I'm not a master, and you're saying you're right. You're not, and I'm going. You're
No,
right.
I'm saying it's preposterous to say I'm not a master. Like that
I don't
is-
think it is
That's
preposterous.
like an
I think
egregious.
I think it's a very
it's
common
presumptuous.
way of saying I've never claimed to be a master of any of this.
No one's accusing you of being a master.
Right, and I've never claimed to have been one. So it doesn't matter who accuses me of
Well,
it or
then he's
not.
lighting fires.
I
while
know,
doing
I was
this.
fidgeting.
Getting me on edge. I'm like, don't light that paper on fire, buddy. A new California
look,
fire
he's not the
erupted.
greatest fireman in the world.
A new California fire erupted because a guy was arguing about comic books.
Oh, look, at the end of the day, if you want to say I'm like Eric July, okay, I just don't see it, and I don't agree.
Neither would he.
Okay.
Can Captain Boomies be your spokesperson?
You're right. I'm exactly like Eric July.
I don't think
100%.
exactly.
No, I'm exactly
I think there's
like
a lot
Eric
of similarity.
July.
Well, that was what Tony was saying, right? Like you were just saying.
I just thought initially you were just jealous of it. You were right, but I feel like the jealousy
Yeah.
outweighed the
right,
other stuff.
right.
I think I just like writing, and I think I like writing, telling stories and stuff like that.
Comic books, though. I mean, that's not writing.
I like comic books. You don't.
Yeah,
what are you
I mean, it's
talking
just
about?
not writing.
Why is that not writing? What are you talking
It's a
about?
fucking pamphlet with pictures all over it. It's not a book. Like, it's not writing. Okay.
Bro,
Sorry.
what are you talking about?
The art of writing, the craft of writing.
All right, you want to read my book? I'll send you that.
No. All right.
I mean, I wrote that. That's a whole fucking thing.
I mean, I'll read books of like people who write books, not one book,
Well, how many books did you write?
just one.
Okay, so you're not a guy
He
who writes
mastered
books.
it. He
Yeah,
mastered
son,
it.
I
why would-
mastered
so
it.
why would
Master
people-
was
why
on
would-
the book. Dick
Why would,
Master
people read,
Sid.
why would people read your book if you only wrote one
I don't give
book?
a fuck if they read my book. It's only like I only get paid like $1 if they buy it.
You make very abstract criticisms that I can't wrap my head around.
That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. Cameron for 2. Less clips, more Super Killer. Pay 10 for 5. Super Killer is like Sam's World Peace 2. It's never going to happen. Vito's slowly becoming George 2.0.
They shot World Peace.
It's done. Yeah, there you go.
Somebody
They
told me,
finished.
I don't know what they said.
Dean Shock for 2. Thanks for the laughs, boys. Too much Italians, though.
Oh.
Brandon Robles for 2. Vito is a rapper with 1 P. Cameron for 50. Walk the plank. Stray Beans for 3. The Isom artist drew a USAID Peruvian trans comic. Is that
Oh, no.
Cliff Richards?
I believe it. Yeah.
Cliff Richards drew the trans thing? Wait. I think
Cliff Richards like a stage name because it's a Brazilian guy, right?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's
I
all
don't
from
know.
that Glass House shit.
Let me see. Ethan. Oh, wait, actually.
I think Cliff Richards is like a stage name because do you ever meet a Brazilian guy named Cliff?
I can't say that I have. Let's see here. Here it was. Ethan Van
Ooh.
Sciver posted it. Wow, that looks gay as hell.
Well, it says allegedly, so he hasn't been able to confirm this. El poder de la educación.
That means the fucker of education in Spanish. El Embajada de los Estados Unidos en Pero presenta. Oh, that's got to be fake.
What do you mean?
The embassy of the United States presents. You think? Oh, maybe that's real.
No, that'd be real for sure.
El Poder de la. What does Poder mean? The
Pedophile.
can-doer?
The pedophile of education.
The pedo of education.
That's him.
Wow, it must be some pretty steep competition. If you're going to be the pedophile in education. Okay.
All right, super chats. Lord Pepsi for 5. Oh, we got a lot of super chats to get through.
Here. Oh yeah.
Walk
there.
the Plankersburg.
Lord Pepsi for 5. It's so hard for Vito. So hard. Claptrap for 5. Tony from Fat the Movies on Biggest Problem in the Universe. Hot Dog. Jerry and Coke for 5. Blues Brothers 2. Jake and Jake, starring Vito Gesualdi and Tony Peluso.
There was a Blues Brother. Oh, on Kaylee's channel, who's on Carl's show.
Yeah.
We're doing Blues Brothers 2000.
Right.
So if you want to hear me talk
That's
about,
fucking sucks.
it's awful. It's so fucking bad.
Can you talk about the N64 game, which I saw at a flea
I
market?
did mention it. I never played.
I don't
it,
know.
though.
I don't know what it is. It's about. I don't know how
It came out like 3 years after the movie. It's like,
Yeah,
oh, God,
I
you
remember
should've
that. It was, like,
you should've
late.
Just shelved this piece of shit.
I remember people being like, "Why is there a Blues Brothers 2000 game?" Just randomly. Jerry and Coke for 2. Nihan Vito, Kaigun Vito always with the Jap shit. Trio Doug for 5. I made shorts for free and still will, but Vito has to actually post them.
We got shorts right here. What the fuck?
Okay. M Sandwich for 2. Vito didn't write. Cyberfrog. Frank 12 for $9.99. Biggest problem is nerds taking offense if you say you don't like video games, then trying to say everybody likes them. It's for people with nothing better to do.
Yeah, I just can't. Like, if I spend time doing anything that's not like working around my family, I feel just like I wasted the time.
I get it. Dean Shock for 2. Vito gets around well on his Disneyland Rascal. Not Riley for 2. RSK is for Grape Squad Killer. Okay. Johnny Rico for 5. Arg, bring on the fog, ye
I thought we said
scallywag.
20 was for doing stuff.
Yeah, these $2 asking for $5. I come buckets for 2. I'd clip this show for a 30-second shout-out weekly.
He's lying.
Antagonist for 5. Boston sucks.
That's the guy that freed the cat girl. He bailed her out. Big mistake.
Antagonist.
That was so terrible. That was one of the. That's like one of the few times like I had to like fast forward an episode. I couldn't stand
she's
her.
so fucking bad. I think she's still. In
I
jail.
still haven't listened to that. Nonsense.
She should be on death row anyway.
Yeah.
Antagonist for 5. Boston sucks. Never go there. Go to Springfield and have a meetup at MGM. Springfield is a shithole. Why do you want to go to Springfield? Jerry and Coke for 10. We could do something in Northampton. Biggest problem in New England live show 100%.
Oh.
Doing a show in NoHo would be fun. We could rent the Iron Horse. Rocking the Casbah for 2. Vito, how much thrift would it cost for me to be your boyfriend? I don't know. The Deep Striker for 5. Eric July is in the Black Stan Lee. He's the Black Dave Meltzer. Davey 2 dope for 5. Now that Trump's getting rid of all the illegals, that should free up a bunch of jobs for Krim.
Get a job.
Fad
Krim, you gotta
for
get that job.
100 thubs. Tony, do more Christmas movies. Best one has to be Fairy Tale Christmas, and you haven't even done
I
that
don't know
one.
what the fuck that is.
Lord Pepsi for 5. Go to the bondage ball at the Mayan in downtown LA tonight.
No, a bunch of fat chicks.
Nah, we're good.
At the Mayan, no thank you.
I will be at the Mayan tonight. Kyler for 2. Get AVGN into the sector, Tony,
that'll
please.
never fucking happen.
No, he's already moving in there because of fucking what's his name? Because he was on the Game Awards.
Oh, whatever.
So
he's
slowly
not joining this sector.
We're slowly radicalizing James from.
No, we are not.
Mike Hunt for 2. Your first comic will never be as good as you want. I agree. JJ for 5. Christmas parody and only sings Christmas carols but replaces Santa with the N-word.
That's funny.
Frank's good. That would be good. Hallmark is
Oh, a
buying
racist
that.
Christmas parody.
Yeah.
Frank 12-5. All good artists are quantity over quality to become good from doing it constantly and not obsessing. Cardinal for 5 says I love Tony as a guest.
Oh, thanks.
Luchka Steve for 2 says Vito just released the dang book. I agree wholeheartedly. We got a couple more here. Cardinal for 5 says Tony's the worst guest we've ever had on the show.
You.
No, he says I love Tony. Deep Striker for 2. How many millions in a Brazilian? Quite a few. And the Jerry and Coke for 5. Thank you, Tony, for starting the Gem War, followed by the Vito Wars.
I didn't mean for everything to start.
Everything's fine.
Sure you did, you liar.
Fine.
Like whenever he time I do, I kept calling myself Eisenheimer for a bit. Like I didn't know the consequences of my actions.
Oh, what's the game where we smash all the toys?
Vito's booty.
I'm a man who treats the ball to the boys.
Vito's booty.
What's in the box? You know you want it.
Vito's booty.
So get on the scale or I smash it to shit.
Vito's booty. Vito's
You're not allowed to sing the song. The guest isn't allowed to sing the song. It's not allowed.
Fuck you.
That's a Conan O'Brien
This is our
Simpsons
thing.
joke.
This is our thing. Only I
You're
am
not
allowed,
a real Simpsons
only
fan,
I
Tony, from
am
Hack
allowed
the
to
Movies.
dance.
You're right. When we go home, can we watch all of the Simpsons on the PS2
standing
display?
up like you're in a bar. What's it going to be
Only
today?
I
Vito,
am
I've
allowed
got
to
something
dance.
really good in here for you today.
Fantastic. And I've been told we have a special camera set up in case it gets
And-
smashed.
Oh, yeah, I've got a special camera set up.
Well, here's the thing: is Tony is a longtime fan of the show.
Uh-huh.
He's a biggest problem.
big
to
fan.
Yeah, he's a big fan. As far as all of our fans go, I'd say he's the head of the fan club.
fans.
Yeah, and I have said that Tony, if I should pass on getting on the scale, perhaps our guest could be allowed to smash the item in Vito's booty.
You want to smash it?
I would love to smash it.
So out of, but here's the thing. Here's the thing is,
Oh, you got more things?
Tony's been so horrible to me that maybe I should deny it to him.
All right.
Talking shit about
He'll
my
let you
apartment.
smash it if you get on the scale.
I
Yeah,
don't
if
wanna
you get on the scale,
I
then
don't
you
wanna
can
get on the
smash it.
Well, then Vito's going to smash it, I guess.
I'm gonna smash. Yeah, this is Tony's booty now. We should have done.
I didn't lose enough
We
weight
should
to
have
go
done
to
a separate Tony's booty. I would say, you know what? Why don't we have a good old fashioned smasheroo in honor of our good friend from Tony? I'm gonna let Tony do the honors.
Okay, I think you're going to regret this.
I probably will. Is it more magic cards?
Can I get the hammer?
Well, let's see what item would be best for smashing it. It looks like it's not something I will regret.
Guess what?
Oh,
It's a
Clamp
Funko
Champ.
Pop.
It's Clamp Champ, our
It's a
favorite.
Funko
It's
Pop
another
that you have.
African American Funko
There you
Pop.
go.
where should I do this?
I-
Over
put-
here.
Yeah,
Do
okay,
not
I'm going.
smash it near the audio stuff.
Okay, this is
Yeah,
horrible.
go for it.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. Why?
Where did
Nailed
it go?
I have no idea.
You knocked his legs off. Oh no, the beer! His legs are smushed off.
What a
Here.
thrilling bit. Every time you guys smash them, they just go flying. You can't smash
This is
things.
a pretty good smash.
Wow, he actually got through the
Tony.
head.
Who's
You
Clamp
smashed
Champ?
his
Wait,
head
let me
off.
see that.
I didn't
There you
watch.
go.
I didn't watch Masters of the Universe. Who's Clamp Champ?
Clamp Champ's he was in Pee-Pee's comic. He molests little boys.
All
but
right,
They don't
well,
show him molesting any of them in the
okay.
comic, so it's not child pornography.
All right.
He's in one of Pee-Pee's comics.
PP could be anybody. It has not.
Dude, I've never seen one's head just.
He's in that.
It is
like
hard-
that.
it
Wait,
is
what's his
usually
real
hard to
name?
destroy the
Not
head.
Pee-Pee, because that could be anybody. What is his real name? He's in his comic. He's a pedophile who makes child pornography, but the child pornography is not in the
Completely
comic.
There it is. What a show. Guys, I want to remind
What's
you
Pee-Pee's name?
to
Someone
vote
tell me
on
what
all the
Pee-Pee's name
problems
is.
at
Look,
biggestproblem.show.
You can put a mother's milk hat on him to replace it.
Pee-Pee's name, it's Peter Pernickel is who you're talking about.
Peter Pernickel.
Peter Pernickel. Don't forget to vote on all the problems at biggestproblem.show. We have a bonus episode coming up at patreon.com/biggestproblem. Don't forget to check out Tony at youtube.com/hackthemovies. Check out our face-off episode. I thought it was a good episode.
And if you don't want to see any child pornography, go look at Pee-Pee's comics. Go dig into Pee-Pee's comics. Because there's no child pornography.
There's no child pornography.
Pee-Pee's comics just makes me
And am I winking under the eye patch or not? I don't know. Guess what? You would walk the CP. You walk the chili. Did I mean child porn or chili plank?
Which one of these is current?
You got to
Are
go
these
to
all
the other
old?
one. I didn't put it on the 3-person one.
Oh, all right.
If you go in Pee-Pee's
Whatever.
comic, you sail on Pee-Pee's comic, you got to watch. You got to see the CP. What do I mean by that?
Don't forget to go to
Is it cheese
hackamania.com and use promo code BIGGEST to obtain tickets for the Hackamania comedy event.
It's the cuck plank. You gotta walk. Actually, the cuck plank is in Pee-Pee's comics.
Tomorrow there may be a Hack the Movies meetup. Find out more at twitter.com/hackthemovies.
You gotta see all the CP in Pee-Pee's comics. What's one of his comics names?
I have no idea who this person is.
Yeah, we don't.
He's not a child pornographer.
That's
I can tell
the
you
only
that.
thing I know about this
I can
guy
tell
is
you
that
that,
he's
buddy.
definitely not
I can tell
a
you
child
that.
pornographer.
He he does Little Lulu. Those are his comics.
Oh, little Lulu. How little is she?
It's not Little Lulu.
Is she
That's
being
a-
raped in
little,
any of them?
It's not Little Lulu.
How do you spell Little Lulu?
CHILD.
Stop. No.
Space.
Don't. I'm joking. I'm just
Oh.
making a classic comic joke.
Tony, can you say, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain?
Pay no attention to the man behind the
Okay,
Pay no
we're,
attention to the man behind the curtain.
we're off. Do you think that guy really has child pornography?
Will you please
in
end the
his-
stream, you fucking idiot?
Don't you think that's weird?
What a show.
His name is Pee-Pee?
His name is not PP. His initials are PP.
What do they stand for? P
I'm
and
not
P?
getting into it. I have nothing to do with any of this.
And he's making comics that are not about child pornography.
There is
Definitely not.
Look,
But there's guys making child pornography in the books and you just don't see it? What's going on?
I'm not sure.
Well,
I think we can all watch Ethan Van Sciver's apology and understand what is happening.
I watched it twice and I thought, is he blinking in a way that says
I don't
he's
think
not?
he's-
That it
no.
is full of child pornography?
I don't think that's what he's
It's
doing.
like, I've sailed the 7 seas and I've never seen something as weird as these CPs from PPs.
You know, if you're forced to read an apology, can you do it in the pirate outfit?
It's my natural voice. And I have a guy on speakerphone going perfect. At
I'd
the
love,
end.
I'd
Did you
love
see
the
that?
judge to go, well, I mean, he read the statement.
I'm
We can't tell him not
saying-
to do it in a podcast.
I'm saying there's no child pornography as far as I know.
I don't think there is.
I don't think there's any.
Ethan Van Sciver wouldn't lie, would he?
By law, he cannot.
Yeah.
So
You could lie by law. Oh, we only got 5 out of the 50 naked goals.
Sorry.
well, those will build up
I'm
for his
really
next
sad.
appearance. Next time.
Really
You cheap fucks. You cheap child porn.
We
reading
could have had a
pieces of
naked
shit.
Tony.
If I get in better shape, I'll just do the whole video shirtless next
Hell yeah,
time.
dude.
I want to know more about this
flexing
pee-pee.
the whole
with
time.
I've
CP.
got, you know what I think?
PP with
Well,
CP.
maybe next episode we can.
pee-pee with the CP.
What
they
a
call
great
them.
show.
Pee-pee
Okay,
CP.
that's we're gonna call it there.
So it's a book with
Okay.
child pornographers, but there's no child porn in the book. Is that
What
right?
A show.
Do they say every character is not a child pornographer, or there could be a child pornographer?
Thank you, everyone, for.
I
coming
just want to
by.
know what I'm buying with me dollars. If there is a book that has a child pornographer
Any
in it, and it's
litigious
not any,
individual who is listening to this episode,
I'll sue him first. I'll fucking sue anyone first. You don't you fucking threaten me.
Thanks for watching the show. Biggest problem. Tony
If
from Hack
I
the Movies,
draw
thank
child
you.
pornography
okay,
in the book,
we got
We
it.
can stop saying my name.
if I draw the child pornography in the book, if I say there's child pornography in the book, it's true. The truth is a defense to defamation, isn't it? If I put child pornography in the book, I can say it's not defamation because there is child pornography in the book. I put it there. That's legal. I mean, that's a defense, isn't it? Isn't it, Tony?
That is a defense.
Isn't it, Tony?
Yes, that is a defense, I guess.
I know there's child pornography in the book because I put it there.
The opinions expressed
Joke's
by
on
Dick
you, joke's on
Matheson
you.
do not represent the biggest problem in corporate.
Or Hack the Movies.
Or anyone who might have 50% ownership of that IP. They only represent
I know.
the thoughts and opinions of that certain individual.
Look, child porn right there. I just drew it.
Please don't draw child porn on our show, Dick.
I did it.
Well, please don't.
Because and now I'm going to put it in Pee-Pee's book.
Please don't.
Look. See that?
I think
that's Mohammed.
I think
that's the Prophet Muhammad fucking his wife.
Tony's on screen for this, and I'm not.
What's that?
What? That's true. That's Islam. Is that?
Was it?
That's a historical document.
Was it? Okay.
You guys are Islamophobic. It was a different time.
Yeah. Okay. That's great.
Oh, it's in the book.
Thank you for coming to the last
did Pee-Pee
episode
write the Quran?
of the biggest
Did
problem.
Pee-Pee write the
This is the
Quran?
last episode I'm on.
It might be.
Pee-Pee
I
write
think
the
Tony ended the
Quran?
show.
Did Pee-Pee write the Quran?
Thank you, everyone, for being a part of this final episode.
There'd be Pee-Pee.
Thanks
There'd
for
be
being
CP
a part of the final
high
appearance.
seas.
Before this channel either gets shut down
Muhammad
or legally
was flying a burro, a
destroyed.
donkey.
What a show.
Oh my god.
We'll be back next week with nothing, because that's it.
With
It's
no child
over.
pornography.
Did you
There
put
was
the
child
page-
pornography in this
It's the end.
episode.
It's just the end.
There was child pornography in this episode. I apologize for that.
Please don't say that on YouTube, because
There was
there's
no child. I'll do like the
there's-
Man Skyver. There was no child
Maybe
pornography.
just stop
in-
saying child pornography.
But I hate it. I hate it so much.
I'm really regretting you making my face really big.
I hate child pornography.
I feel like the algorithm will punish a video for
What if I do
which
this?
the transcript says child pornography multiple times.
But we hate child porn. I hate
feel like this will push us down in the algorithm
it.
slightly.
So make a fucking another clip out of it. How much?
Maybe we'll clip it. Let's clip the whole thing.
You know, back in like 2014, biggest problem was like the first podcast I got into. I'm like, oh, it'd be cool to be on that show one day.
And now you are.
I did not picture a pirate yelling about child pornography and the Quran.
I hate it. Both of those. All right. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, Pee-Pee.
Goodbye. Here's
Goodbye,
not
everybody.
a pedophile.
Goodbye.
Whoa! That didn't even come up.
Jesus Christ,
That-
Tony.
That's true. Obviously, that's true.
Holy
I'm just
shit,
saying.
buddy.
I'm just saying there's child pornography in his comic because I
Wow,
put
we
it there.
finally got the pirate off the topic, and you had to open your fat fucking mouth. What is wrong with you?
Now I'm drawing gay pornography.
No, okay. I'm just going to hit this button that says stop streaming. Thanks, everybody, for coming.